Yo! What's going on, chat? Welcome back to another YouTube daily live stream. Oh my gosh, bro. I've been live every day for like 5 days now. Isn't that crazy? I got a W in the chat real quick. But dude, today we got the FNCS Grand Finals day number 2. So this is the final day. This is where someone actually wins FNCS. They win the pickaxe. They win the glory. They win the $150-something-thousand first place prize or something ridiculous like that. It's a lot of money. And maybe it's Peterbot, maybe it's Clicks, maybe it's Bolts. I don't know. There's a lot of people in NA that are like a couple points away from each other. It is very, very, very close. So far, Peterbot is in first place. So it's looking like a Peterbot win so far, but we don't know. We still got a lot of games left today. We got 6 games. It's starting in just a few minutes, but before we get into FNCS, I'm going to quickly hop on Infinite Box Fights. I've been updating my maps so much recently. You guys got to check them out, dude. Infinite Box Fights, we got 150 legends, and then we got 72 on the 1v1 map, which is actually insane. When we hit 240 players on this 1v1 map, guys, I'm going to be doing a 24-hour stream as well. So if you want me to potentially do a 24-hour stream soon, check out the 1v1 map. I updated it a lot. I added custom crosshairs, instant respawn, changed a couple zero delay things. I added way more XP, auto reload. Did I mention that? Yeah, auto reload when you get a kill, some other stuff. It's really lit. Check it out. But yeah, let's hop on some Infinite Box Fights real quick. If you guys want to join me, I think I'm going to be on what server? I'm going to be on NA Central if you'd like to join me, dude. Hi, hello. What's up, man? How you doing today, bro? They're going to win the FNCS pickaxe too? Yeah, that's tough. Jacob, thank you so much for the jewels, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, dude. How do we get a cookie? You got to type X1 cookie in the chat. If you guys also want to check me out on Twitch, I'm live on Twitch. It's HaloBT, bro. Oh, I can switch category. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. We in the wrong category. FNCS clicks wins question mark. Lock it in. Watching FNCS clicks wins question mark. There we go. All right, bang. All right, I'm going to quickly grab an apple juice real quick because I want some apple juice. I'll be right back. Don't ask why, but I have this gigantic Costco-esque box of just apple juice. It is amazing. Oh, guys, it's not X1, bro. It's exclamation point cookie. Sorry, I don't enunciate enough. I talk very fast when I'm streaming, so yeah, exclamation point cookie. Jacob, thanks so much for jewels, bro. Lenny with the 250 jewels. Thank you so much for laughing, Disco. Why do you have a Costco crate of apple juice? Don't ask silly questions. Oh gosh, man. It is a lot of apple juice. I love apple juice, so got to do what you got to do, right? All right, chat, no lag, nothing weird going on. Oh, let me get my color correction going. There you go. There we go. A lot brighter now. I think we're good. Man, I was so nervous. Everything was just going to fall apart. I went live with horror games earlier. If you guys didn't watch that, all good. We'll have some YouTube videos out soon. But dude, I'm cooking up the content, you know? Beast. What? 200. No! Oh my gosh, how was that first shot on 200? I got a worm, bro. My favorite streamer, Halo. What's up, dude? I didn't say, man. How old are you? 18. I'm a young unk. Not old at all. Young unk. $100. $200. All right, let me get a different shotgun. Chat, I might actually hit level 300 before the season ends, bro. I've been getting a lot of XP recently from playing the maps. Where are you going? Oh, you ran. Hey, dude. Oh my gosh. I gotta warm up, man. My hands feel mad stiff today. Beast. 200. 200. I'm on a kill streak now. Hold on. What's up, Halo? What's up, dude? New reload video when? The spectate video will be out hopefully today, if not tomorrow. And then we're also working on getting the speedrun video out today for you guys. I'm level 640. Oh my gosh, bro. Dang. Yeah, I'm level like 209. I thought I was doing good. Crypt, thank you so much for $2, bro. Appreciate you. And Marissa, thank you so much for all the jewels. Appreciate you guys. Can you say 6-7, please? There you go, Crypt. I got you, man. Thanks so much for $2. Oh, my ramp now placed there. Oh, gosh. Beast? Oh. That's better. That's what I should have done the first time. Oh, we got 2x damage. With the ARs, it's really crazy. You can just fry people. 100. $200. It's basically a one-shot, one kill on everybody. 200. Ah, I mean, look at that. Crazy. Just like and sub. Thank you, bro. You ever gonna join FNCS? Maybe. Maybe one day. What direction are you trying to go? I just hit 30 on the 2x damage. Are you serious or not? There we go. Peace me. Do it. Sorry, dude. No? How you gonna keep me? When you buying the Lambo? Someday, one day. Y'all gotta donate more subs, bro. Hear me out. Nah, literally just play the maps, guys. It's like the #1 way you can support. Play the maps, use code HALO7, you know, that kind of stuff. If we can get a couple thousand people on the maps, dude, maybe the Lambo will come true. How'd you just walk through that? Hello? FNCS? Yeah, it's starting soon, guys. I think actually it should be in like a minute, right? Hang on. Let me check. Do you guys want to hear the yapping?
Have that synergy, so maybe just a
it's
moment
in 5 minutes. I was wrong.
Look back on maybe where they're taking a few missteps.
Look, they're just yapping.
Recover, but again, I'm saying recover. They're in 4th
Yap,
place,
yeah or nay?
but I would love to see them get into a top 3.
Absolutely right. I think we all want to see
no?
that. We got to keep the ball rolling, though. The conversation.
All right, let's look at the leaderboard real quick, though. So we got Peterbot and Poyo 1st place. We got Ritual and Cold 2nd place. Rise 3rd place. Oh, and they got rid of the leaderboard. Okay.
From the duo yesterday, even a victory.
It's stacked though, and it's only a couple points away from
the same question. Now that
each spot on the leaderboard, you know,
kind of
in the top 10. It's very close.
Gameplay, do we feel like
Roman, thanks so much for jewels, bro. Coop with the jewels, thank you. Jacob with the jewels, thank you guys.
Such a strong showing.
All right, let me get one more kill. We got 4 minutes. Let me crank for one more minute. I'll get one more kill, and then I'll go AFK on the map. If you guys want to like emote with me in the vault, definitely join up, dude. Infinite Box Fights is the map name. Did I blank that? Beast. 200. I think I'm a little laggy on Central today. 200. I probably got the Dallas creative server. Sorry, bro. Peace. Yo, Crypt, thanks so much for $2, man. Appreciate you. Thank you, bro. Can you add me, please? I'm sorry, man. I can't add or do pay to play on Fort, but we sometimes play customs in the channel. It's always free to join when we're playing customs. And I'm on Fortnite right now on my map, Infinite Box Fights, and you can get in my lobby if you want. Anyone can join. I did. What? My pump didn't shoot. Really, bro? What is bro doing? 200, 200, 200. Oh, gosh. I thought that was going to hit 200. All right, one more kill and then we'll watch. There we go. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm warmed up to watch other people play FNCS Grands. Make sure you guys like and favorite the map as well. You can also follow me on Fortnite by hitting follow developer here. I'm already following myself, so. But yeah, I'm on my map right now. Infinite box fights. I'm just going to AFK in the vault. Come and find me. I'm on NA Central. All right, let's watch.
Constantly in the end game. I mean, listen,
I'm ready for this, bro. I got my juice box.
And
I got
on top of the
FNCS. I'm ready, bro.
they're also able to grab just a ton
Actually,
of
sorry, let me mute for 1 second. Do you guys want me to have the lights on or lights off for the room? Lights on, lights off. I kind of like the lights off.
And they'll kind of early rotate, box themselves up, and then just create a little window. And they're so in sync and in tune.
I'm seeing a lot of off. Okay, we'll leave
so
the lights off.
Good that they're able to get an elimination onto players rotating in front of them in like a split second.
I just noticed I had them off from scare games.
Like,
Roman, thanks so much for jewels, bro.
Appreciate you, man. That they don't need to go for the loot. There was a game.
This is first game of the day too. Yeah, it just started.
Back to back to back, and didn't go for any of their mats, any of their ammo.
All right, let me move my cam.
They barely wasted any of it. Cold and Ritual are just so efficient in the end game that they don't really need to use anything.
Crazy stuff. Crazy
Imagine
stuff.
Pete wins this, dude. That'd be crazy. We're gonna have predictions going, by the way, chat.
Activated my neurons, and now we must talk about them. Peterbot Pollo.
Peterbot.
You know, Kelly, of course, it would be this way, right? We go in, we're like, Peterbot Pollo. We even talked about it at the top of the show yesterday. You know, like, sometimes
So savage, guys. This is NA, bro.
Games, and sometimes they're not doing
this
that
is
hot.
NA.
Of course, they win Game 6. They come in today as that #1 team. Of course, it's only a point, but that's still not like that's a pretty scary place to be.
I'm a broken record at this point. I always say how they are,
this apple juice is
historically
hitting,
a
bro.
day 2 team, and that is still even the case for now. That was the case if you look at Summit Land and you split the games in half. They just do better in the second half of a tournament, and they're already in first place. And I have to think a part of that is due to this kind of early rotates they would do in the end game, even around Zone 7 or Zone 8. They would build these little towers and just kind of observe where everyone
when they got
else
hype,
is
bro, they
going.
cooked.
They would even rotate into Storm to build up a tower to kind of block everyone else off if there was this natural
What match is this?
height.
This is game
they do
6
such a good job
or 7, sorry.
preparing for the end game that they're able to control height much earlier than
First game of the day.
There's
There's 6 games today, and this is game 7.
You can see their time on height yesterday. Over the course of the 6 games, it was almost 9 minutes total.
W
But
apple
that
juice.
being said,
Could you move the map screen overlay when the broadcast starts?
Very, very slow for them in games
yeah,
1
if you guys
through 3.
want.
Matter of fact, most of this time,
I'm just trying to promote it because when we hit 240 players on the 1v1 map, chat, I'm doing a 24-hour stream. I can make it smaller if you want. But yeah, 240 on that 1v1 map that's on screen, chat. 24-hour stream. We're at like 90 right now. So low key, maybe even today, we could do it. It's possible.
Now they're on 333, which means that in just those last 2 games, they got more than half of their points, and they are currently sitting on right now. So the momentum is on Peterbot and Pollo's side right now. Can they kind of bring it into day #2 and keep the ball rolling?
Oh man, it is going to be an awesome day.
I'm excited, bro.
Right, 6 games. After that, we've got 6 spots going to the Global Championship. We're fighting for a prize.
Let's go, guys. Let's get it ready.
Of champions, it is going to be another movie. It's almost that time. Everyone find your seats on the battle bus. Casters, over to you.
Thank you, Zeke. And yeah, as a community, Jacob, we're lucky we get to come into day 2 with 4 teams neck and neck, and then so many others.
All right, chat, we might got to post the speedrun video tomorrow, by the way.
Here?
Now, first
Tomorrow
off,
morning.
lucky is an understatement. We got a front row seat. I think the last time we had a tournament this close, it ended just as close.
We just put somewhere less relevant during actual gameplay
because
because it's on the map, you know?
First and second place are battling it out come game 12,
that's a good point.
and the winner of that game wins it
I can
all.
make it a little smaller.
Yeah, definitely.
that.
You know, NA has given us quite the spectacular show year after year, season after season. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. As we're gearing up here, though, we get to jump in.
Where's
for
Clicks?
game
He's in
number
this.
7.
You just gotta wait. We're about to get started, chat. Game 7. First game of the day, bro.
This is a big
Oh, man, I low-key
want
wanna order some takeout or something, bro. I don't know. I just wanna eat and watch this.
Major 2 champion. If it's not for the prize
Don't call me a
money,
big bag.
maybe the active champions or the bragging rights to be the best in the
Peterbot.
world. We also have 6
Guys, thank you so much for the floating
global
heart, bro. Toby, thanks so much for the 10 jewels, bro.
spots up
Appreciate you
for
guys.
grabs. Some teams already have them secured, so we could have a roll down situation. And Monster, with these 6 games, one last day to really put your name on the map and keep your journey going, because you don't want to have to go through that last chance global qualifier.
Yeah, definitely. Things get much more difficult later on in the weeks, but take a look at this. Venom.
All right, real quick, Twitch chat. Do you guys want me to leave the 1v1 map on screen? Because it's not blocking anything. Leave it on screen or remove.
Have the drop to themselves.
I'm just trying to help you guys get that 24-hour, you know?
The nice surprise, I'm sure, even for them to only have a single team here directly contesting them.
Yeah, they're not the only ones changing
it's not blocking
things up
anything,
on
so
this side
up
of
to
the
you
map.
guys.
I saw on the feed Aoxy Jojo Fishy taking out
Leave it?
Void
Okay.
Map, that's
Just let me know if it gets in the way, I'll remove it.
Their west has told Zare and Ishu.
Hi, hello, what's up, man?
This is a fight yesterday. We saw them kind of go back and forth, each team winning their respective off spawns, maybe even potentially
Great
trying to stay
loadout of
alive
3 of the
as a
worst
solo.
shotguns in the game.
And sometimes all you need is that one day difference. It's time to kind of
Oh, man. Chop Chop is really just chopped.
What went wrong and fix it, but also figure
Not
out
good
what
POI.
went right and how to replicate it.
Yeah, definitely. You know, this is their get back. They lost, I want to say, about 4 out of the 6 dropped yesterday. Maybe even 5, honestly. I know the first game went their way, but besides that, it was a pretty tough showing. F9, Moneymaker, keeping
Dude, imagine if Moneymaker takes first place today. They pop off, get the comeback.
Today, they're pulling out a whole new bag of
That'd be
tricks.
crazy.
They have a completely new team and a new POI in sight.
Yeah, I feel like they realize sometimes on this region, it is those eliminations that make
This is the back cave, right? I don't think I've landed here.
Momentum building, get confidence through the roof. So for Moneymaker and for Nyan, it seems like they're pinpointing contested fights off the drop.
Oh wait, no, this is not the back cave. This is
if they kind of
this is Cluster's PY. Yeah, I haven't landed here yet.
But teams usually
I gotta play more BR.
They usually do
Hamburger, thanks so much for resub, dude. Tier 1, 3 months. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much.
Chances are high
and
that
One Wheel, thanks so much for 10 jewels, dude.
Obviously, the porta potty's there to get even more loot towards the backside of the map.
Oh, they're gonna get third party by that high team if they fight.
Are of course a team with some fair amount of
Who's in
points
first? Peterbot's in first.
Their overall performance ending them.
Chat, we're at 132
23rd.
subs now on Twitch. That's crazy, bro. Thank you guys.
Right now for a consistency position.
Much love, bro.
Kick and Avari have the high ground here. They're looking down. Also, trying
all right, today I'm doing awesome. Hi, Hamburger. What's poppin', bro?
Everyone is oh so patient down here. So Moneymaker and F9 might have did their homework, but were they spotted?
That's not the back cave. Yeah, my bad, my bad. I thought it was. I haven't played BR much this season, guys. I gotta get my BR grind. I've really just been playing Reload.
Can you wait here though, right?
What number's Clicks in? I think he's 17th right now. They had a rough day 1, but I think they can come back. Oh, let's get a prediction going. Twitch chat. Hold on. I got you guys.
Like I said,
will Clicks win game 7?
Moneymaker and
I'm gonna give you guys 5 minutes. Go.
How long they could be patient for? Just a couple of seconds longer. They do have a team crossing their path, but they're just trying to go ahead and loot that boat. But you also
Clicks needs to walk into qual land. Yeah, I think it's top 8 to qual land. So I think he'll get that no matter what, but I want to see him win today.
The fight break out. Listen to the noise. Look at the feed.
How's the audio, by the way, chat? You guys can hear well?
And now they might be the ones
I got on the same volume as yesterday, so should be good.
So interesting as they get closer.
First time tuning in. What's up, man?
I'm curious if they realize there's a team above them. They have to know because Sharkman and Yez are building for good reason. Now,
this is the slowest lurk of all time.
So although F9 and Moneymaker are exposed here, they're
not
actually in danger just yet from the high ground team.
And these guys have no idea. They're just farming away. They're doing their loot path.
Decide to leave.
I think you kind of hit the nail on the head. They know 2 teams are here. When you see one disengaging out and you don't know where the other one is, a little bit too risky. As it does look like Paper and Zen are looking to go ahead and contest the Battlewoods against Ritual and Cold. This could be a blessing for Ritual and Cold. They get that first knock on the Zen, which is going to help them for Surge.
Wait, doesn't that put Cold in first place now? Because they got the
shield left on
all-spawn
Ritual.
elims?
Imagine he took some sort
I don't think P got any elims yet.
Paper and Zen contest Ritual.
I mean, they're like 1 point away from each other, so.
At least trying to get a little bit of damage.
Are you reading YouTube chat? Yeah, what's up?
30, but at least it's something.
Has it started? Yeah, we're watching it right now, guys.
Yeah, a couple
this is the first match. You haven't missed much.
Ritual play
just started
defensively now as they tuck themselves inside the base, just in case that team comes down. Not to be, of course, pinched here. Goes the shockwave to give them that extra stamina. Now it's time to go ahead and make the push here. Breaking that wall right there allows them to see straight through.
Yeah, Spire spam, bro. Not a whole lot I can do. Did you?
They had to secure their first set of
Chat, do you guys want me to add the Spire AR as the one you spawn in with for infinite box fights? Because the Spire AR is way more of the meta right now than the Warforge.
Especially since they haven't
so I can make it so you could spawn in with like a blue Spire AR. So blue Spire AR, Mythic Pump, Striker Pump.
They only get that little building
you guys down for that?
outside
I'm gonna do a quick update.
Sanctuary, so they have to be quick to loot up elsewhere. And that's why we're seeing in majority of the games, even yesterday, they're so quick to get
not spawn,
out of
but put
that
it in.
actual drop and rotate towards towards the center of the map this time around.
I'm mainly
It does look
seeing
like
yeses,
they're
though.
venturing on over towards Sinister Strip, and you're already seeing how crowded it actually is. Oliver OG being the primary ones to try to put down
we'll
pressure.
run that. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
And if you don't want to use it, you can just go to the vault and swap
Situated
it.
In the vicinity, you have
But I think it makes sense for you to spawn in with it because that's what all the pros are using. And it's in the meta for BR now.
This is quite the dangerous rotate. Everyone's going to base down, but
Add
for a second,
Spire,
let's jump over
AR,
Ralph 2K.
and
A minute in
blue
hobby here.
rarity.
Shots and
as
exchanges
a
happening
starter
between the two teams
gun.
in the fight.
All right, I got it wrote down.
This team based up
I got you guys.
outside
I'll try to do that
this
tonight.
engagement here.
Map's amazing and it has 0 delay as well. Nice.
Popping
That's awesome to hear, bro.
tags
Thank
in
you.
as well.
Been working hard to update it. Is there any bugs on the 1v1 map chat?
14
Anything I should know of?
Contract.
I got a bug recently where I hopped on the map and I only spawned in with a grappler, which was weird because it's supposed to save your loadout. I just want to know if anyone else had that.
It was Clicks and Rapid trying to put pressure on a Morovsky.
It's supposed to save your loadout, so every time you rejoin, you're gonna have the same loadout as the last time you played.
A little bit more towards the east on that coastline, but it's interesting to see them.
Check prediction. Is it bad?
Over in this direction, so Clicks and Rapid.
Oh my gosh, 98% of chat says no. Clicks is not winning this game.
Is return back to familiar
Gosh,
territory.
bro.
On the whole
Builds reset randomly. That's a creative bug. I've seen that. It's very rare though. It doesn't happen often. So
they're welcome in the zone. My only question here, Monster, is probably the same
it
one we
saves
had
mine.
early on. Does anybody even know they're lurking around?
Yeah, it's really
I'm
hard
not
to
seeing
tell,
anything.
you know.
Okay,
Honestly,
I'll look
early
into
on, I felt like
changing a few
there
things,
might
but
have been some early
Appreciate it,
indication,
chat.
maybe some visual pickup. Hey, there's another team. There's extra gliders here. What are we gonna do about it? Hence why everyone's taking their sweet time. But clearly, Quick and
The
Avari
Jules glider doesn't pull out.
Had to have gotten into
That might be a
the
creative
mix here
issue.
as they
I'll look
came
into
down
it.
for the mending machine. So the fight with Yuz and Sharkman is already breaking out. Even looking at the map, F9 and Moneymaker doubling back, right? They're not exactly sure. And I think in their head,
I made the 1v1 map thing a little smaller.
They need the damage. They actually probably
The XP when you reset builds is crazy. I know, bro.
It's
an easy level for him.
Later on, further into the safe zone is probably not there since the zone sort of landed on top of them.
Oh, thanks so much for jamming. 200 joules, bro. Appreciate you.
And
Thank you, dude.
Rightfully so.
What's up,
I feel
man?
like they just invested so much time and energy onto this side.
Please make map 0 delay, dude. It is. It's really smooth. Check it out. 1v1 map is on screen. At 240 players on the map, guys, I'm doing a 24-hour stream, so.
But you said it just in
I think we're at like 100.
They are doubling back, and now they're really kind of
Auto reload doesn't work? What guns are you using? We have it on like 80% of the weapons. There are some guns that doesn't have auto reload.
This actual fight, they're gonna have to rotate into Moneymaker and F9.
I don't think they're actually gonna fight here. I think they're just going back and forth, trying to get surge.
Digging into their heels. Sharkman gets control of the mending machine here. Remember, this will allow them to get those med kits as well, but these are some important tags coming from the low ground team with Quick and Avari.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to get surge. Just going back and forth. 260 on infinite box fights. Nice, guys. That's awesome, man. Thank you, guys.
Duking it out. Let's get out of
That's
here.
amazing. Yeah, we got 84 on the 1v1 map.
End up waiting
Let's go, bro.
just outside the storm line.
Appreciate it,
here.
chat. Yeah, we need 240 on the 1v1 map.
Regardless of who wins this one, they are surely going to be in for a treat.
Chris, thank you so much for the $2, bro. How do your toes feel today?
Yeah, for a situation like this, both.
That was very odd, Dono. Thank you so much for the 2, Chris. My toes are feeling great. Thanks for asking.
Damage they're taking. And find
Appreciate
a way to do
you.
the quick maths, because honestly, this is looking like almost a no-win scenario. With
So 24-hour stream. If we hit 240 on the 1v1 map, guys. I'll do a 24-hour if we hit 400 on infinite box fights. But 260 is too easy, or 240 is too easy for infinite box fights.
But it's everything that you're using in this situation, all the resources that it's costing you, to where even if you do get both of the eliminations, not just one, it's still not going to put you in a good spot.
Yeah, if you guys enjoying the stream so far, if you're just tuning in, like, sub up. I'm streaming every day this week. We're on day 5 right now of everyday streaming, so I've been active.
Are actually leaving out so that they can heal without giving away any audio sound effects or something like that, because there has to be a reason they're doubling back and forth as they try to find a clean entry in to lurk up on the team. Now they're coming in from the top down. Avari and Quick, though. Look at this, down to their
not the ideal situation you want to be in here.
Start breaking their way through the builds. This is
These guys are basically cooked the rest of the match.
F9 and Moneymaker now have to see.
Like, they're not going to find any loot anywhere. They're full grief now.
This extra bit of information.
They almost should have forced the fight there.
Otherwise, they'll be left holding the bag. Look, they actually don't even realize that Quick and Avari have now left the drop.
And they're watching the whole other side. Instead of the same side that they kind of rotated on out, but you can see.
Why are they not showing the rest of the match? They're just showing these guys.
Where they're actually at. They're able to get a couple extra.
We haven't seen anyone else's POVs really.
Not sure what the mobility is looking like overall, but they're at least in a spot where they do have the luxury to stay a little bit longer. On over towards Calamari Canyon, where we jump in very quickly to see Noxy go down, and it was no Nox.
Okay, I see Yamzo, I see Josh, Bolts is alive. Rapid and Clicks are in the back there.
That puts them at
so they're doing good.
Now. That's a plus 12.
Chris, thanks so much for $2, bro. Everyone spam W toes in the chat. What? No, don't do that. Don't do that, man. Thank you so much for $2, Chris. Appreciate you, bro. Someone's a little obsessed with toes today.
Off to such a hot start at day one. The
play the Scratcher game, please, Halo. Not today, but I might do a part 2, low-key. You guys really like that game, so.
I'm looking at that damage meter.
All right, guys, stop spamming W toes, bro. Chill.
Light here, so options are going to be Oliver OG, but the problem is you have the option of the distance, and remember, Peterbot and Boyo have that tower too, so a lot of potential third parties for Acorn and Bolts can be happening.
Why do I bother?
You see what I see, right?
Wait, Higgs changed his name to Batman Booga?
He is great. We know
what
it is. Production even sees what I'm seeing. It's the return. The man, the myth, the legend. Higgs has been shoved away. It's the return of Batman Booga.
Why is he Batman Booga now? What?
Because he has come so close under the name Batman Booga so many times from
That's
NA
crazy.
West to Central. He has yet to capture that FNCS championship, and I feel like right now he's playing with a chip on his shoulder. Day 2, a new day.
That's a name I haven't seen in a while.
A familiar name back to the mix.
Anders, thank you so much for the jewels, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, dude.
Let's just merge the two, take the branding all the way, but Batman.
Yeah, honestly, Batman Higgs is kind of tough.
Definitely inspired by, obviously, the GOAT himself. So really cool to see Higgs having some fun here. And I think he's just trying to put all the good omens
Flower,
together,
thanks so much for 10 jewels, bro.
All the good lucky charms.
What place is Peterbot? He's in first right now, currently.
He is very close to striking.
It's kind of going back and forth. It's like a 1-point lead.
Title here today.
Quick stat, Muzz and Rise have had more endgame eliminations than anyone else with everyone else on day 1 with 18.
Very, very late.
Okay,
compared to
they're
some
cooking.
Of the other teams that they're around on the leaderboard had a
so definitely more of a late game duo.
They needed to clutch up big in day 2. They made it happen.
Prime, thanks so much for 10 jewels, bro.
It's a cakewalk for them. And then here in finals, they're playing. You
should promote your late game map more. I think I gotta make a new one. That one's kind of just cooked.
So under the radar, you know, over the last couple of years, you know, maybe even questioning his dedication, his passion. I feel like, and I've always said it, with the right teammate, Rise will rise back on up, and I think Muzz is that right teammate.
Yeah, listen, Muzz has had this very consistent, successful career on NA. I feel like there's been moments where, again, he has excelled as an individual, and just pairing up along Rise, who's also had a very stable career. These are two super veterans paired up with one another, and if nothing else, I bet they just complement each other very well. Two very level-headed players, and their performance here is surely showing. In a world of so much new, crazy talent as well, right? Like the Curves,
check
like
1v1 map player count. Yeah, sure.
That are, of course, rising up, especially in the last year.
We're at 81.
Being below, 120 below. We'll have to catch
81,
up
81,
what's
81.
happening over there. First, though, we touch base with Muzz and Rise, who finds Boji.
Did you guys find me on Infinite Box Fights? I'm on NA Central right now. I'm AFK on the map. You can find me. I'm in the vault.
That's a 4-point swing going their way.
What's good, Halo? It's Warren. That's gonna take a while to memorize, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh, if you guys are changing your usernames recently, bro, it's gonna be impossible for me to remember. Oh gosh, what's up, Warren? How you doing, bro?
Curve going against Cold and
Please, thanks so much to Uncle, bro.
Shut them both down.
Oh, that's bad.
Batman Booga here in game 1.
Oh, that's bad for them, bro.
They had the most distance traveled over the entire
first game being a dud. I can really mess up your mental.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say it's just
a
really tough fight, right? Like, who wants to fight Cold when
they're
no kidding. Not below the surge, right? Like, Cold just gets to wait.
Jonesy, thanks so much for 10 jewels, bro.
Fire off. And you saw him do it. While that was
pass me milk. You gotta type exclamation point milk.
Did find Sharkman with an elimination, so something has finally concluded for money making for now. You can see them down to the bottom right.
I'm just sitting in the 1v1 map. W, bro. Appreciate that. What's up, Flick? Thanks so much for the $2, dude.
On the rotate here. Using a shockwave, gets off that high ground. This is working out pretty perfectly for them right now.
Yeah, especially
Dude, imagine a
compared to some of the
game
games
one
we were seeing
Peterbot win,
yesterday.
though.
They're 520 above, but
That'd be kinda
Veno has
crazy.
gone down to Veer.
Wait, Veno?
Agers
What?
literally on a sliver of HP, and it's active surge.
Oh, they're
He only
both
has a
dead.
couple of seconds. He can't take a
Yeah, he's
single
dead.
tick. Veer is buying time right
Nah,
now, and
bro.
Agers and Veno have gone down.
That's unlucky.
So as it stands, Monster, 5th place, 6th
Chris,
place.
thank you so much for
have
$2,
both been
bro. Appreciate you.
eliminated.
Yeah,
I like
that's
mac
a
and cheese.
tough,
It's my
tough
favorite.
spot to be in, but if you're everyone
Thanks for
else
the two,
who's
dude.
of course racing for consistency, you're happy to see these spots start to loosen up, because what you don't want is for them to hold the grips on the leaderboard, right, and continue to gap away. This really does open up opportunity for other players. Meanwhile, Clicks and Rapid getting active here in the mid game, finding themselves a nice little elimination. Well, a lot of notable names I'm still seeing alive here. Yamzo, Josh, King, Craze,
Yeah, this should be a
Bolt,
stacker.
Acorn,
We're still
lot of
57
teams
up.
Situated pretty strongly now.
Yeah, I just got to see this update here for Acorn and
All right, so they got like a
263
2-kill
above.
lead, basically, on
I know it wasn't too long ago in
Peterbot.
the same game, we saw them kind of below the damage threshold. But Acorn always peeking for those opportunities.
Gosh, bro, this is a
I think
really,
it was Kelly that
really
said it
interesting
throughout
top
the day
10.
yesterday. Even though they're 4th place on the leaderboard, they were just unable to really make a lot of these games count as a duo. They really made them count as a solo, but we know what the difference in numbers makes, especially if you're a team like this that knows how to play for that high ground. You just can't do it alone most times.
Yeah, look at this.
Zizu, thank you so much for the 67 jewels, bro. Appreciate you, man.
20 above when they only got that singular elimination.
I'm
that we
AFKing in a
saw.
free builds map. It's like 0 delay.
Here.
Let's go, bro. It's awesome to
Just
hear.
shows you the importance of also
I'm glad you guys are
not
really liking
taking
it.
damage in your journey. Meanwhile,
What's up,
Cold
boys? How
and
you doing?
Ritual, though, just doing
What's up, Eli from the YouTube
big
stream?
things here.
Please, thank you so much for the
It's really
Uncle Alert,
funny
bro.
that in the highlights, you know, when Kelly
Appreciate
did
the 440
breakdown
jewels,
of
man.
this team, she
Where's
mentioned
Clicks
that
right now on the
they
leaderboard? You
get
think Clicks and
these
Rapid are working out?
eliminations. They do
They're doing
not
solid.
breed
I think they're
for the
top 16,
resources,
top
though,
15.
but they also don't
But they
desperately
really need to
find
win, bro.
themselves needing it
They gotta get into
every
the top
single
10.
time. Even here and now, they are max material coming into this big moving zone.
Yeah, and I think it's
Becco, thank you so much for the jewels. Cube Guy, thank you so much for the live and disco, man. Appreciate y'all, thank you.
To kind of go through trios. Now back
Stock
to
3 is
duos,
planning to come out this
VDI,
August?
Geo,
No
somebody they can kind
way.
of lean
Oh,
hard
we're
on,
playing
especially
that.
in these tough
That's gonna be
situations
tough.
where you don't
That's a good
necessarily
horror game
know
right
at
there.
all times where you're going to get your surge. Where
Jack
they
with the jewels
did
are
go
with the
down,
jewels,
I
I
think
guess.
Vivid said 46th place to start the game, and they're still looking as strong as ever.
I gotta lock in,
Secrets are
chat.
being queasy,
We're
not
in game
straying
now.
away from their strategy. They
I'm reading a
tried
little
it
too much right now.
yesterday. They did it in heats, going for high ground majority of the time, but they're
Zizi with the let him cook. Thank you, bro. 750 jewels. Thank you, man.
Opportunity up here for them to go ahead
All right, now I'm locked
and
in.
strike down on anybody shockwaving on, but they have to be quick because it's active surge.
Yeah, this is super important for them.
Nah,
right
Pete's
now.
gonna
I
take
also
height.
didn't see many heals, so
They
they've
know that they're
already
getting
healed
zapped.
through the majority of the last
they're gonna
couple of
fight
surge
this?
ticks, and now they're forced to jump on a
Dude.
team, and it's Peterbot.
Yeah,
and
that's
Boyo
not gonna end
on
well.
the other side. Peterbot just hits
GG,
a
bro.
monster shot. So does Boyo, and
They were kinda
take
forced to
down
fight
Victor
that.
and Queasy on the line where placement points were being issued.
All right, this could be a game one
I almost
Poyo
wish
and
they would've
Peterbot
gotten
win here,
active
low-key
a
chat.
little bit sooner,
Wait, this is about to be an ad
especially
break. I'm snoozing
when you
it.
saw 7 players
You're welcome.
standing
W snooze.
between you and the surge turning off. It's just a long ways, but look at this. This is looking like a win situation for Peterbot and Boyo. The only team that has arguably gone for height every game that they possibly could has now lost that resistance, or better yet, beat them on the high ground here.
Yeah, that high ground counter is definitely going to reach 10 minutes after this game, but Clicks and Rapid falling under the radar so far in this game. I think that's a blessing for them, not taking too much focus from everybody. We saw Rapid's first elimination kind of getting them going. Now we're getting into the placement points, top 22. It's not much as of now, but we know teams will start to drop like flies. Those placement
They gotta
points will
cook here,
start to
bro.
fly in.
TSU, thanks so much for the one, bro.
Side of the zone. They're waiting for it to open
Reslice,
up
thanks
on
so much for the
right
jewels, bro.
side,
Jack with
which
the jewels,
gives them
thank
a
us.
little less pressure to deal with.
Names I'm seeing here, Golden and Ozone on the backside of zone, Ritual, Cold here, 5 eliminations now, working the mid-ground lane. They're getting targeted, though, by a few different teams here. They will have to sort of soldier their way through all these old
Yeah,
builds.
Peterbot and Poyo are
Peterbot,
practically
Boyo
sky
still
basing up
maintaining
there,
control
bro.
of the high ground.
No one's even looking
I'm
at
seeing
them.
glimpses of Shadow and Virgo as well,
Oh,
still
gosh.
standing here.
They
Trying
might
to make
just
a
clean this
comeback
up.
for themselves, but take a look at this. Cole dropping all of his
He gets the
material
res.
here for Ritual. Although he's going to try to
Yeah, he gets
stick
it.
this pickup, it's going to cost him a bit.
President, thanks so much for the 200 jewels, bro.
Barely,
Appreciate
but
you, man.
they're in.
Who do you think's gonna win? This match probably Peterbot. They're on height. They're stacked. No one's even looking at them. A lot of the top 10 teams are dead now too, or major league griefed.
Smooth sailing for Peterbot and Poyo just yet. Fanai is going to go down.
I'll take out Acorn there.
Still finds an Elim. He gets the Elim onto Acorn though,
yeah,
separating
he's dead.
him and Bolts once again. But Moneymaker, it's your chance to make
Yeah.
your name true, make that money. But he goes
GG, bro.
down.
No
Peterbot and
way.
Poyo
They
are
lost
gonna fall
height?
from grace as well. And it's
What?
Shadow And Virgo, the one
Does he get the res off though?
Yeah, it looks like Muzz and Rise might have attempted it.
No,
as
he can't get the
We
res.
saw them falling there too. So
Bro,
a scrappy
what? How did they
battle
lose
up
height?
top. Peterbot Boyo end up playing the price. Boyo now left by himself, but in
Gosh,
the
bro,
end,
that's kinda rough.
Shadow and Virgo remain
he's sticking to the
victorious
placement.
with the high ground. Meanwhile, Cold still trying to pull off a solo clutch here for himself. Now he's at 10 points earned this game already. Meanwhile, Virgo in Shadow holding things down on the high ground. Oliver OG, Belly Boss think they're gonna
Yeah, these guys are pretty good on
come up and
height.
contest the best here, but nope. It's
Boyo's
Boyo
trying to grief him a
still
bit.
wants to have a piece of this fight.
I saw him take so much damage. I'm like, what duo is next to go to the
This could
high
be a
ground?
Clicks
And
win,
it's
chat. They're
Boyo
still doing good,
by
right?
himself.
I think they're
That's
on low
something
ground.
he loves to do. Go for the high
Wait, I don't see
ground
them.
as a solo.
Oh, no, I do. They're on
and
mid ground.
let
They're mid ground.
everybody else down below deal
They
with
got a
that
good layer.
mess. But as of now, with Shadow and Virgo,
Wait, they're popping off. Hold on, 2 kills. Hold. Hold.
in this game and timed perfectly because they desperately needed those
Hold.
materials to continue.
He's wearing that
looking strong
FNCS
here.
pick. Come on, bro.
It's a very big game right now for Clicks and Rapid. Almost a
Ooh,
top
Boyo
10,
15 HP.
but Boyo still has to be taken
Basically
out
did a storm here.
He's
Oh,
worked
gosh.
his way
Run.
through the low ground now.
TSU, thanks so much for the 1, bro.
Down, just trying to stay out of the line of sight of the opponent.
Press him with the jewels, thank you.
Doesn't even have time to pop his heals. If he could, he would, but he's more desperately trying to avoid
Oh
the
my
storm
gosh.
here.
Yo, he's just clinging on to
Out
life.
of these builds,
Oh my
but
God.
Boyo's really good with 0 builds,
it's like
though.
the game is moving
Boyo
in
versus
slow
Clicks?
motion for
Wait.
him, and now
Ah, nah.
Boyo Clicks
That would've been crazy.
one-on-one. Boyo goes down. That's Ozone who steals away that elimination. Now everybody.
Now these guys are yoinking high grounds.
Shadow is gone.
What is going on
Virgo
today,
is
bro?
down to a sliver of HP. Doesn't even make it back in. And out of nowhere, it's Dolzier and Ishu that are stealing away the momentum here.
I don't know who wins
Don't
this.
forget, Dozier
Maybe
and Ishu
Yamza?
had a very, very tough day one, losing their
No, they're not
own
stacked,
spawn.
but they have some
Finally,
loot.
though, when they get let loose, they are running things up, but so are Iamzo and the low ground. But take a look at this. Just a little update. 8 eliminations for Josh and Iamzo here as they are.
Oh, yeah, they've been popping off on low ground, bro.
And now they've actually secured just enough
I feel
material.
like, weirdly
to do
enough,
something
low
big
ground
here.
might be the
They
meta.
were literally one placement
'Cause the kill
outside
points
of the
are
Lobos
worth
bubble.
so much.
You gotta imagine they're
You're just
inside of
stacking
it
them up,
now
you know?
and looking to head even further up that leaderboard. Our final
Yeah, they win.
2v2. Dozier's gonna
Wow,
get
they
shut
win
down
this.
first. Iamzo
Wow,
and
bro,
Josh
what a
win team number one.
game.
11 eliminations
Dang,
to start
dude.
the day off hot.
Hey, GG, man.
Huge moment for them right there to be battling
Yeah,
from the
it's a good way to
low
start
ground,
off the
turn
tournament
things
today, bro.
around, and then secure the
Holy.
win when it matters most. And honestly, with how fired up they look there, Zeke, that was the way you
Chat, we have
execute.
115 players on the 1v1 map. Holy
Yeah,
cow, man.
I am shocked.
We might actually hit the
after
240.
that game result. I feel
It's
like
possible.
there was so
Pay
many
up? I did,
different
yeah.
ways that game could have ended.
Play six with the jewels, bro.
I was like, oh,
Mace with the jewels, thank you.
One
Wondering with 67 jewels, thank you.
But then Shadow Virgo push it, and I'm like, oh, wait, hold on. What's
We're gonna get a new
going on?
prediction
And then
going.
Dozier
Hold
I'm
on.
like, oh my
We're gonna do
gosh.
does Clicks
And then
win game
Josh and
8?
Iamzo from the low ground.
They gotta get a win today, bro.
11
They need something here.
Victory Royale on the hardest day of
GG,
the
bro.
competition to kick off game
GG.
number 7. Kelly, oh my gosh, momentum.
Are we gonna stream
is
GTA 6?
over.
Nah, I don't think
I
so.
think we need to give a big thank
I don't have any
you
plans to play
Reed
GTA
and
6.
Cooper for winning the Wonky Land off spawn first to 10.
What's up,
because
Nate?
I think
How you
that
doing, bro?
might be
Preston
a
with the
key
jewels,
to
thank
the
you, Preston.
success of Josh and Iamzo right now. We've seen them have
Mason,
major
thank you.
success at Wonky Land, but what they're doing right now in the early and mid game, and Vivid, you broke it down perfectly.
1 point did it
and then
again?
being able
Nah,
to
they're gonna show the
convert
leaderboard in a
that
second.
into
I don't think so.
Perfect end games.
They gotta be more than that.
Incredible. And I do have to feel like just because of how vertical that height was, there were so many layers and not too many people actually on that low ground except for Iamzo and Josh. So when these players had to kind of drop down, when they got a little scared, they were able to just clean it up so easily because they were the only ones there and they were able to just pick up so much.
Oh my gosh, we got a gritty in game. I got 2 in a minute, bro.
Watching the game.
When they go to
Obviously
break, I'll do
me,
it.
Zeke and Kelly, and we were kind of talking about it, whatever. And Zeke was like, "Man, it kind of seems like everybody's like sleeping. You know what I mean? Everybody needs to like wake up a little bit here." I can tell you right now, Josh looks like he is very clearly.
Yeah, he's
awake,
moving,
'cause
bro.
He was moving just absolutely phenomenally in that end game. But I also want to go ahead
What's
and
your
mention,
Twitch?
you gotta
HaloBT, bro.
Imagine we constantly
HaloBT
talk about
on all
the differences
socials.
between day 1 and day 2 when it comes down to these types of competitions. Josh and Iamzo came into this weekend kind of expecting to go wonky land, and then of course they
Yeah, 327.
lost the
I shot him
rights
up
to
a
actually
lot.
land there.
That was a
And
good
then
game.
they kind of came into it and they were like, oh, we're going to be contested by
What region?
Zeke
This is
and Tati
NAC,
over here,
guys.
the split to the left of Clicks and
NAC,
Rapid, but
NAC.
now they're going to be uncontested. So now that they're kind of coming into day number 2, you got to imagine last night they probably prepared around the fact that they are now uncon, and immediately that preparation, I would imagine, is starting to pay off with a game 1 victory royale.
Crazy stuff. I feel like I gotta go watch
All right, I'm
Faxity's
back.
reaction to that result. Man,
Hey,
a
thank you, J-Dog.
massive shot
Appreciate you,
and a
man.
Massive W for them. How does that
What's up, him?
impact
How you
the
doing?
leaderboard?
Elijah, what's
Find
up?
out after this short break. We'll see in just a moment.
Ty, thanks so much for laughing disco, bro. All right, we got a 3-minute break until game 8 chat, so I'm going to crank on my map, Infinite Box Fights. We'll get a couple kills, and then we'll skedaddle on back. I think I'm going to switch regions, though, Loki. Wait, I'm the only one on my map? What? Hello? Hello? Where'd everybody go? That's kind of crazy. Oh, Bardo. Fell off. No, it's not a private map. I got 27 kills, bro. This is a public map. Huh. It's kind of sad. Chris, thanks so much for $2, bro. Appreciate you. Halo, my warm-up map is Infinite Box Fights. By the way, toes. Thanks so much for 2, man. Appreciate you. And Hervé, thanks so much for Ungler, bro. Let me switch regions. I'm going to go to NA East. We'll play East for a bit. Dude, we got 113 on the 1v1 map. That is crazy. And then 246 on Infinite Box Fights. Holy crap, bro. We might end up having to do a 24-hour stream. I don't know. It might happen. It is a possibility. It is a possibility. Oh my gosh. Wait, 24-hour? Yeah, so basically, if we can hit 240 players on this map chat, I'm doing a 24-hour stream. Only when we hit 240, though. Mason, thanks so much for the jewels, bro. Xset Higgs just invited me. Bro, you got a tournament to play. No, we're not playing. Win FNCS first. 200. Ducks, thanks so much for the $2, bro. Appreciate you. Me and my friend Mason love your channel. Let's go. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Hey, guys. Appreciate all the kind words, sir. Bruv. Bruv. Oh my gosh. That's not Higgs, by the way, chat. I don't know who that is. And Rez, thanks so much for the 100 bits, bro. Thank you, man. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea who that is. GG, man. Yo, hello. What's up, dude? Stole his username after he changed it. Wait, you have the actual name? Like, not even a mischaracter? You actually took his username? Bro, are you serious? Yep. Oh my gosh, that's some jobless behavior, bro. I can't even lie. That's crazy. The second he changed his name, you took the actual, not fake letter, like the actual username. I'm surprised he wouldn't make an alt account to keep his other name. That's kind of crazy. Hey, dude. No, you were supposed to hit the cliff. I was gonna let you. Can't be missing that shot, bro. All right. I'll take this one. That's what I thought. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's some jobless behavior, though. I don't know why you would check that. How you not Unreal on your own map? I gotta grind more. More grind time. More. I let a lot of you guys kill me, so that deranks me a lot. Wait. 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 Oh, I didn't edit, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh. Don't do it. Don't do it. Lurk play. Lurk play. Lurk play. Lurk. Mason, thanks so much for the jewels, bro. Lurk. I'm lurking. He has no idea I'm here. Rez, thanks so much for 300 bits, bro. Appreciate it, man. Looking for a decent headset that isn't expensive. What would you recommend? Quad? No, not Quadcast. That's the microphone. It's like the HyperX Clouds or something. 200. I've heard good things about that headset. But yeah, I don't know the headset market that well. I just recommend getting something either Razer or HyperX. 200. 200. What's the map called? Infinite Box Fights FFA, bro. I use it to warm up. I play this map to practice box fighting, and then I play my 1v1 map to practice like free builds and just a 1v1. Oh my gosh, bro, it's like not letting me edit. 100. 200. Wait, I got a greedy, I forgot. That's a good cheap mouse. I have no idea. All right, what are we at? They're starting in 2 minutes. Okay, let me get one more kill. 200. 200. 200. Why does everyone have X in their name now? Don't do it. He's camping. Server hop? I just did, yeah. This is a new server. W crank. W crank. W crank. Don't do it. 200. Oh, my pump didn't shoot. What? That's stupid. Hi. Alright, let me hide in the vault. Just like and sub? Thank you, bro. Alright, I'm gonna hide in the vault. If you guys want to find me, I'm in the vault. Grab the coin first, free XP. Little 2K, not bad. Make sure you guys like and favorite the map too. Helps out a lot. Please and thank you. It's a little save island and then like here. You can also follow me by hitting that.
So they are still trying to make up those points.
Mason, thanks so much for the jewels, bro.
Again, you know, I'm trying.
These tweaks? Nope, untweaked.
I want to be critical.
If I tweaked my stuff, I'd probably be a lot faster. Or if I moved to Texas and actually got 0 ping, I'd be so much faster. Oh my gosh.
But, you know, if I'm having
I play like 40 ping basically in creative, so
there is always that feeling.
Yeah, I'd definitely be a lot faster on 0. I can tell you that much.
How the lobby's kind of taken or adjustments they've made, and then you know take it from there.
Yeah, I mean, without a doubt, our top 4, we're taking a look at them. Acorn and Bold still kind of maintained to their 4th place.
Just like inside there, bro.
With that being said, Acorn and Bold, they're on 348. And you remember how I was kind of mentioning with all of our kind of like top 5 teams doing
yeah, Valor, I got you.
Poorly this game in comparison to how they were doing yesterday. You know,
why don't you tweak your stuff? Because I don't trust people. To get your stuff tweaked, you gotta either download some sketchy software off the internet that you pay for like 40 bucks or whatever. Or you let some random person that you don't know hop on your computer virtually.
Plus points from Acorn and Bolts
both of those sound wicked sketchy, so I'm good. No thanks.
1 points behind, sitting in 5th place. So yeah, these top 4 teams kind of sitting up there. They've got a little lead, but it has gone down tremendously after game number 7.
Give a Discord? Yeah, you can type excellent Discord in the chat.
Game number 1 of day number 2. We
have
have 5 more games to go.
Maybe.
And honestly, the fact that we had so many of our bigger teams kind of fall down early, I love that. I want everyone in the top 10
more bread first, bro.
To be so close.
Gotta get a penthouse.
Who's gonna win? Who's gonna go to global?
You can't move to Dallas, Texas for 0 ping unless you get a penthouse, bro. I mean, like,
okay, guys, just
come on.
Let's everybody just chill out, just feel their game.
That would be kind of cool, though.
That's not what happened at all. We'll have to see though how things shake out. 5 games left to go. With that being said, it is that time once again. The
What's up, King? How you doing, man?
For us, so casters, be you.
What's up, Ty? VIP, thanks so much for the jewels, bro.
It's going to be an interesting day as it does continue because 1 point is difference. And if you look at the stats, there's 1 elim better for Peterbot and Poyo over Cold and Ritual, but they have just a little bit more consistency. Both teams having trouble with Surge at certain points in the game. This one is probably one of the best FNCSs in a while.
Yeah, really tough to go ahead and crack the case that is Cold and Ritual. So consistent, lurking in the distance, and we don't really follow their early game story too much, so they come up out of nowhere. But sounds like Game 8 is ready. Let's do it.
Let's go, chat. Next game, bro. I think we got the prediction out, right? Yeah, prediction's already closed. We got 90% on no. Oh gosh.
That I'm looking at as I go down the leaderboard. I try to count the teams that already have global spots.
Bro.
The ones who don't. Even that bubble for the global championship spot is just so close. Like Kelly said, I want to see this one go down to the very last game with everything on the line.
Yeah, the way this leaderboard is headed, it surely will do just that. But there was already a couple upsets from that last game, right? You have the Higgs and Curve dropping early. You have the Aegis and Veno falling prematurely as well. So a lot happening there. As we jump in with Dozier and Ishu, they seem to have just figured things out off the drop. A monstrous first game to kick things off, that second place giving them the momentum. And now that confidence comes surging in here as they drop their competition out the gate with no problems.
Like, I know we have big plans for the day, Brothers Moneymaker Infinite. We have big
I like
plans,
it.
right?
I like
and
it.
One thing I learned over my time on this earth, is in order to be the best, you have to beat the best. And Fnatic and Moneymaker right now are definitely ready for a handful.
Oh my gosh.
Down goes Peterbot now.
Oh, I can
Boyo is
hear him
left by
crashing out
himself
across the
with
cosmos right now.
Moneymaker and Fnatic looking for him.
Bro.
This is crazy. They have managed to successfully take down.
Hey, gotta put that in the montage, dude. Oh my gosh, I just killed Peterbot. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Day one, and now they're targeting our number one.
Dog,
Peterbot
what?
and Boyo. Boyo's by himself.
These guys are just
We've already
trolling at
given
this
Boyo
point.
so much credit as
Oh,
far as
man.
what he is capable of as an individual player. But even with
I just
all
subscribed
that
to you. Thank you,
star
Cherry.
fighting power,
Appreciate you, man.
is it going to be enough to hold
It's free to
back
like and sub up
Moneymaker?
on
Well,
YouTube, guys, and it does help out a lot. Please make it, of course, you know.
He gets hit with a major surprise.
We're trying to hit that
There's
2
literally
million on
nothing
YouTube.
he could-
We're getting
As soon as
close.
he took the
We're moving.
teleporter, he was just done. They coned him off. They boxed it. There was no builds able to be placed. Even if somehow Peterbot one shot tagged one of them down, it's still a 2v1. So Moneymaker Fnatic still affecting the lobby all around. And it's almost a must, right? Because you kind of close out the day yesterday, 49th place for the most part, 18th place to start the day with 2 eliminations. So they need something to get back on track. And taking down Pete, that could be just it.
What's crazy
Yeah,
about
that's
it
a crazy
too is,
play,
like,
man.
they just slowly influence all the teams' overall tournaments.
Hey,
right?
thank you, Ty.
These little
Appreciate
things
you,
that
man.
they're
Thanks so much.
doing is really having ripple effects, I think, across the entire competition, and that's why you have it.
I'm
even
doing
people
good today.
like
How you, Pool?
Buzz, Rise, Acorn, Bolts,
What's up, man?
still having this creeper like way up the leaderboards right now. All in all, I mean,
Batman Booga.
I'm impressed. Right?
Where's the real
I'm
Booga at?
really
Haven't seen him in a
genuinely
minute.
impressed with what Moneymaker and Fnatic have done on this region.
Yeah, I blame Venno and Queasy. Remember the Invitational? They're the ones who started it.
I don't know where they
Peterbot
land.
popularized it, and now I feel like everybody is incorporating it into the game plan. Rightfully so. I know it was only a 1-point difference, but if you're one of those teams that are a little
mean
bit
the
further
Lion?
down
Yeah,
the
I mean the
leaderboard,
Lion.
the only way to stop such a consistent
The
team
Lion.
is maybe
Where did that
to
even
take
come
matters
from,
into
bro?
your own hands. Is exactly what they're doing.
These are
Batman Booga
random,
and Curve, aka Higgs and
like,
Curve this time around, just lurking off their mountain a little bit.
inside
towards that team
joke, I
down
guess.
below, which was Paper and Zen. Again, just trying to get some early game surge. They
Fearless,
have some
thanks
of
for
the
the one,
most
bro.
distance traveled on the map throughout
Appreciate
the
you, dude.
entirety of this tournament. So surge is a primary factor of their game plan.
I just want to say, whoever's editing
41, thanks so much for the jewels.
Moneymaker video for the post-tournament, they're going to have the best post-tournament recap out of any team out there.
Mute the
Win
other
or
stream?
lose,
Brother,
doesn't
there is
matter.
no other
They're
stream.
gonna have the best
I'm watching
highlights
the only stream
for
right now.
Sure.
What are you talking about?
Okay, slow and steady for Clicks and Rapping over
You
on
mean
this
the
side.
commentary?
Tested for the most part outside of that left building. And which I think kind of puts a little bit of a speed bump in their path as we kind of take a quick look at King and
What do
Craze.
bro
Vert
be
just gets
yapping
lurked
about?
on. Literally, this is just lurk after lurk so far in this game. Just
Have a contact, keep it up.
key
Yeah,
way
that's
to get eliminations.
appreciate you, man.
But as I was saying, you know, Clicks and Rapid coming into the tournament, they practiced a lot with that cube, able to kind of bounce them far to get eliminations. With Josh and Iamso
Bolts
landing
is
there,
stacked.
they don't
Oh my gosh.
necessarily have that same
Two jugs.
comfortability to use that as a part of
Chilling.
their strategy.
Yeah, they've almost foregone that as a part of the strat. And again, that's just because you don't want to really cross their paths, right? Or
Does Clicks have a
leave yourself
chance? Yeah,
exposed.
I'd say so. He definitely has a chance at quelling the
Acorn Bolts, though, face
the
a
land.
little bit of resistance from
For
Carillion Charger.
winning,
They're
they gotta
also
start
forced to
popping off now.
disengage, give up the high ground position that they probably want to set up for.
They had a solid
Buzz
last
and
round, but
Rise on the
they
other
need to like
side.
pop off.
Back to
If they got like back-to-back
their trusty
VRs
and true
and some
strat.
kills, they could probably take
Haven't
first place
really
right now.
changed much, right? This team is
So a
almost
little pop off, and they're
consistently
back in the running.
played these towers, and it's just worked out for them.
Yeah, you can kind of see double ARs. Typically, they kind of switch that for a pistol
man.
if they can.
I gotta
later
turn on
on
lights,
in
chat. I'm
the
getting tired
game
by
or
having them
something
off.
that kind of suits just a little bit quicker, just in case they get in those box-to-box scenarios.
My sleep schedule's
But this
cooked.
is
I'm
what
not
they're
sleeping very
doing
well, so.
almost every single game, like you're
Oh,
saying,
man.
they're just accumulating
wanna nap all day,
as
you
much
know?
surge as possible before they're forced to move out by the zone. But even then, they let all these other teams that are further
Join the
back
map when we
from
hit
them
150?
rotate
I will.
first, and they use that as a way to just
I got you
continue
guys.
to get damage. As you jump on board, Poyo here for a moment, still wandering around as a solo. You got to imagine he has enough gold, but where the zone is going plays a huge role in if he's able to safely get the reboot back or not.
Yeah, definitely. As Webster has rotated into this drop.
Sun, thanks so much for the 7
Boyo is
Zar,
still
bro.
one of the
Appreciate you, man.
deadliest, right? If he
Can you
just
recommend me a new
catches this
keyboard,
smart
not the
plane and
Steel
works
Series one?
successfully, he can very much confidently take down whatever's left of
Razor
A,
Huntsman, whatever the new one is. I think it's V4. Razor Huntsman V4 Mini.
You still see F9's name in the
I'll look into
distance
that.
there.
That's a very good
They're
keyboard.
not
I own
looking
one.
to give away a free reboot to Peterbot by
It's a
any
60%.
means.
If you want a
Gotta
full
respect
size,
that
I would go
tenacity, right? That
for.
consistency here from them. They've almost even taken their strategy. Like,
Gosh,
yeah,
not
we're the
Steel
kings to
Series.
drop. Let's go ahead and build
Probably the
ours.
Razor full size.
Tower
So
here as
the
well.
Razor Huntsman
I can respect that.
full size V3 or something.
Continued action all around though. Aoxy,
I'd look
Jojo
at that.
Fishy trying to make up for that last game. You can kind of see the first drop is going to happen. Jojo Fishy's going to quickly get cleaned up. Not a lot of damage onto Veno and Aegis, so far this being a true win, Surge included, especially now that they have Aoxy on the back foot. 2v1, Veno trying to spray from up above. Again, those Spire rifles, the amount of time you could just continuously spray, it's just very, very so much a nuisance, especially for somebody that is a solo as Veno and
Oh,
Aegis
gosh.
attack from both sides, but it's not going to work. Veno's
Oh, he
going
had
to
the
get
finish,
dropped
too.
first. Aoxy actually does get the
Dang, that's
cleanup
gonna grief
before
him.
falling, so some damage to slow down the roll that Aegis and Veno have been
Would you
on.
recommend a wooden keyboard? I'm currently
In
using one,
addition,
yeah.
You see Victor V and
I definitely
Queasy
recommend
as
it.
well. I wonder what they're thinking as they're hearing these shots go off here.
They're a good company.
As close as they were.
It just took a really, really,
Webster
really
and Kristen,
long
we
time to
talked
get this
about that lurk play
keyboard.
from
Their
Boyo
shipping
here.
is
He's
very
setting
slow.
up 2v1.
At least when I got it, it was.
Saying, screw the lurk. I'm here to take this fight.
It's like they're always out of stock, and then when they are in stock, it takes ages to ship.
Other teams kind of point their arrows in this direction.
Hey, thank you,
So
COD. Appreciate that,
there
bro.
are other people interested in
I'm glad
what
you're
might be
liking him in
happening
box outs. It
here.
means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, outside of Poyo, you're right. 5 teams.
What's up, Fortnite
directly
kid?
in
Eddie, man.
Sinister Strip, a 6 on the outside. As CDZ and Nut come.
You said Ty?
in this
Was that me just
direction.
asking?
They are
Yeah.
lurking right behind, so they have no clue. Another
Would it be
team
Ty
is
R
this
or
close,
just
literally
Ty?
Just one box away, and Poyo's being persistent.
You kinda got
here.
like a password
He
as
knows, like,
username,
I
so.
need damage. I need a certain amount of loot, especially since I'm inside of the zone. If they see a solo trying to shockwave away, you know players will tend to chase after
people
that
are just
for the
griefing Pete today.
eliminations here. But Webster
Oh,
and
gosh.
Cryptid doing a good job of holding their ground here, not giving up any inches.
Nice,
to
Poyo
at least not
cooking.
just yet, because that shot certainly
You
gonna
like to
connect.
see it?
Yeah, I
Nice.
think what's more important is that
Hold
they're
on.
slowly backing him down, and he's getting closer and closer.
Bro's
to
aura
CDZ
farming. He's
and
1v2 in them.
or just
They don't wanna
outside.
fight.
So Boyo's likely, I was going to say, probably going to disengage here soon. He's going to do enough damage, look to back out, or CDZ and Nut are going to
Yeah, he gotta get that reboot, bro.
They're going to say, wait
If he doesn't
a
get that
second,
reboot soon,
by
he's probably not gonna be able to get it
himself
off at all.
and capitalize on the elimination.
Yeah, you can kind of see Poyo realizing.
What budget
using
do you recommend for a
so
14-year-old
many
to want a
materials here.
future-proof
He's gonna disengage
PC,
from the
at least what
backside
you would do?
of Sinister Strip, exactly what we were talking about. Spotted out.
Oh,
as
they
a
about to kill
solo.
Poyo, no way.
So much damage, a sliver of HP. That's all that's left. Nothing CDZ.
Oh my
gets
gosh.
slowed down for a short
Oh my
moment.
gosh.
The third party is coming to pour it in this
I died.
direction, and they're still going to
No,
solidify the elimination
man.
nonetheless. But now they're the next target here.
That
at
actually
this south side of Sinister.
sucks.
Well, Boyo
They might
and
gotta switch their
Peterbot
drop
fall
spot
in
mid-turn.
40th place there, so Boyo's effort
People
was
do not want them winning.
amazing, but not good enough to push him through the
That's crazy. They just got straight
impossible
targeted.
task, honestly, considering how many teams
For a
got
computer,
to his drop there.
A budget, that's up to
Josh
you.
Yams on
For
the
a
other side
computer,
playing
I would
much more
recommend
safe here, very passively,
for Fortnite,
holding down
if you're
this
trying to get like
metal
240
fortress.
frames,
That's
you
gonna
need
be
about
Ritual and Cold
$1,000.
here with an exceptional amount of runway.
probably you need to tweak it a
go
bit
now.
yourself.
And think about it.
And
they've been
then
so
I would
consistent,
recommend
right?
getting a
Basically
pre-built if you don't know how to
matching
build.
bar for bar on
And I would get a
average
pre-built
eland
from
and
either.
placement
I've heard
points.
good things about NZXT.
This is their chance.
I've heard good things about Cyberpower PC. I've owned a few in the past, so I can vouch.
Rise, Acorn, Bolts, Yamzo and Josh.
And
who just won
or
that last
what's
game.
that one that Queso works
They
with?
flew up the leaderboard into 5th place overall from outside
Why
of
am I
that globals
forgetting?
bubble
Oh,
to
gosh.
inside for sure. And they have the same strategy.
Queso works
You know,
with a PC
as a lot
company,
of
and
teams
the
that do
company's
land
very
at
good.
that spot, that kind of
I forget their
half
name for some
sunken,
reason.
They immediately rotate over towards this mending machine. It's where
They
they're
do
getting a
pre-built.
lot of their metal. Obviously, with the gold,
Gamer
that's how
subs?
they're
No.
replenishing their loadout
It's
for
a
the
computer.
actual heals. So Josh and Yamzo just sticking
That's
to
the
what
other one.
isn't broken.
Chandler, thanks so much for Ungular, bro.
Thing about
Appreciate you.
Virgo
Christmas
and
with the
Shadow is
GG. Thank you, bro.
that Although they had a slow day
You're
one,
losing
they
memory. You're
are
getting
picking
No,
things
it's just because
up
I'm streaming so
with a
much.
strong
Oh my
pace
gosh,
here
new egg?
in
No, it's not
day
new egg.
number 2.
Starforge. There we go.
Place that
Yep.
they
Starforge.
managed
Yep.
to pull off has
They're good.
effectively put them in
I've heard
the
great things about them.
bubble.
They do pre-built.
Knocking on the door for a qualification spot.
Not sponsored by any of these companies, by the way. This is my
And
opinion.
not that they necessarily need it, but again, if they get to push other teams out, things start.
Yeah,
to
I checked out their stuff when Case got sponsored by them, and they actually look
More
pretty good.
eliminations that they get, even King and Craze here, if they're able to catch fire, they're inside of that bubble. They're going to create that roll down effect. But even with them creating that roll down effect, every elimination they get on somebody outside of the bubble, they're essentially, you know, hurting their chances. They're siphoning points away from teams.
I wonder how far Peterbot and Pollo are going to go down
So
on the
again,
leaderboard after
even if
one
they got
match.
their global championship
They're probably
spot
going to be like
secured,
top
so much for
5 or
them,
6
not
now.
only to
Like
play
that's
for,
going to
but
send them down
impact
quite a
here
bit
in
dying
this
off spawn
lobby
like
as we
that.
jump on board second place.
It's really unlucky. Chandler, thanks so much for
I'd say
another
that with
Uncle,
knowing,
bro.
like,
Thank you,
just
bro.
one placement point.
You already
one
Unreal? Yeah, I'm Unreal and Reload. I hit it
Will
first day.
bounce them right into first. 306 above the damage threshold. It's not necessarily a
Is Pollo dead?
mountain
Yeah,
of
Pete and Pollo
damage that
dead.
they're gonna be everybody
Oh,
else, but
man.
they're definitely setting their path forward.
I like how they do this as well. Ritual goes first. Cold kind of
No,
looks
bro.
out to see, okay, is anyone going to take shots that use that team going to take this? And almost using it as
Scripters, thank you so much for the Uncle alert, bro. Okay, why do you guys keep calling me Unc? What is going on here? That's like the 3rd Uncle alert in a row. Edits, thank you so much for the Uncle alert. Okay, this is getting ridiculous, bro. This is getting ridiculous. Thank you, guys.
Strategy too.
Appreciate it,
I'm
but like,
thinking that their prep is in obviously the lurk.
Why
but
Uncle
then,
alert, bro?
okay, if we take down the
why
team
not
we
like
are
the other ones, you
lurking
know?
on, what do
Thank you so
they
much for the love, though,
normally do
man.
As they just adopt
Scripters,
this
thank you.
strategy.
Edits, thank
They
you.
almost become the team, basically.
Yeah,
It's
no
a very
way.
interesting way to play the game.
I mean, I would follow those same strategies too, especially if I got
I'm
that
not an
elimination
Unc,
onto
bro. I
Peterbot.
swear.
Especially with both of them going down, but I did see this in the feed. Acorn dropped, Void dropped. It was a trade 1-for-1, but with no eliminations. the
Edits, thank you
revive
so much for another
is gonna
Uncle
come
alert,
back
bro.
through. And so for Acorn and Bolt,
Elijah, thank you so much for the Uncle alert. Oh my gosh, here we go.
But be careful because Veno and Ager's doing it again.
Not
This
an
is literally
Unc,
the
bro.
same strategy for the most part that Veno used
not true.
to come back from a 100-point deficit to win Major 1.
Oh,
I'm
what
still a
tough
teenager,
spot to be
so-
in, though. Agers, as he opens up fire, Acorn edits
Not
the
an Unc
window
yet.
and finds him there.
Not an
And
Unc
now
yet.
They're looking to finish the deed here.
Hey,
This
thank you so much
is
for the 10
really
joules, bro.
big elimination. This is actually a potential pace.
Nah, I don't know if
change
Veno's
and
1v2 in
healing
this.
for them right now. Veno falls here, and now this is going to be 2
He is moving,
back-to-back
but
games
1v2
where
is
they
hard
get
here.
taken out early.
And you kind of see him just toying with the idea, do I go for the revive? I got to try to heal up. Acorn and Bolts are staring me down, so Ager's not going to be rescued, at least not here and now. Veno needs a heroic effort
Nice.
before going down. Acorn and
GG
Bolts, this
though.
could be the game. We were talking about it. It happened again.
I could see Bolts
in
and
that
Acorn
last
taking
game.
first
They
here.
stay alive as a duo, but I might have just
can't get
heard
grief, though.
them. Hobby and a Minish out of nowhere, probably hearing the noise. They want to
Unc
join
is
in
like
on the fun.
25.
Yeah, and someone else does as well.
Maybe.
Look, there's a
I don't know what
fresh
the
team coming in
official
pretty
number is,
aggressively.
but
They need the
I don't
extra
feel
damage
like
here.
an
Hobby
Unc.
Diminish. We're gonna look to disengage instead, not wanting to fight against the best here.
oh, it's tier. Oh, gotcha, bro. Yeah, all good. I'll call you tier. What PC do you have? It's custom built. Why not reading chat? I am. What do you guys think I'm reading, bro?
So Acorn and Bolts,
What's up,
you know, just
MA?
getting
How
it
you doing, bro?
down, literally going from
What's
one fight
poppin'?
to another.
That was a good pop,
by
actually.
Getting those eliminations onto Veno and
No, I love
Agers,
that.
and since they already
Oh.
have the medding machine locked down, they're not necessarily too worried about the heals they're going to bring with them in the next stage in the
No,
game.
that's
They
bad
just
too.
have to be on their timing
Nah, I give
because
up.
it is a 2-tick. It is going into a 5-tick.
Clip, thanks so much for the
Jump on
laughing
board
disco, bro.
Queasy and Victor V, they're below the damage threshold, and Hobby and a Minish are underneath that bridge, also below that damage threshold.
I love that we get to get
37
this
blows, not
updated
bad.
kind
I just need one
Queasy and
tag.
Victor V fight too, because we have seen them have
Click's dead? I don't think so.
trouble game after game. Even if they make it to the end game, they have
7
been
below.
so
14. Nice.
desperately
Another
below
button.
the damage threshold. But look at Victor Cook here. As he drops a minute.
Yeah, he's moving.
Again, it's another team that
Hey, little
absolutely
1v2. There we go.
those eliminations
points on the board.
and those points there, so
Like to see
victory
it.
gets rewarded, and it just couldn't have gone better for them right here, and they get to pick up the loot to go. So a nice way to kind of give them a foot in the door, but the problems are not done yet.
Nah, especially since you're only 180 above the damage threshold. And I'm not going to say this is a max pull. You can see in the mini-map, there are teams that do have it harder, but you see the shockwaves coming out, kind of leaves you open, a little bit of a risky rotation. But most of this path so far has been clear. Maybe 1-2 teams in their path overall. So for Queasy and Victor V, they just got blessed with a smooth rotation. They have to watch out when they do get there. Acorn Bolts, Muzz Rise, Boogan Braids, even Golden Ozone trying to take that same path.
Yeah, definitely. I was going to say Queasy is just moving as well. Very smooth rotate there to get him straight ahead. And now he's shockwaving up for high ground. You already see them building up and over. Meanwhile, Ritual, Cold, comfortably solidified the lead.
I don't know who's
now
gonna
with
win
that
this, bro.
elimination. They're putting them in first place here.
Clicks is looking
More
healthy. He's rotating with the
consistency
rapid. I saw that in the
points.
corner.
How far can they push this?
I'm gonna say either a
opportunity? This
Bolts
is a
win for
rare-
game 8 here
rare
or a
opportunity
Clicks
for
win for
Peterbot
game 8.
to fall to a
Those are my
lurk
guesses.
strategy, right? Not because they made any mistake, but because they were caught off guard. A very rare circumstance for something like Peterbot.
Oh gosh, I gotta wake up, bro.
Yeah, exactly, because they're the ones who usually pull out those tricks from underneath their sleeve. But you talked about taking this strategy, something that we saw literally Peterbot and Pollo do in the last game. Overstay at Sinister Strip, and because Moneymaker and Fnayan did, it is gonna pull back. So they gotta have the biggest blessing here in this game, along with Muzz and Rise. Their strategy to overstay on that mountain just outside of Calamari Canyon, working out tenfold, almost 500 damage above the threshold. They do have an item slot that is empty.
Who wins Grands? I don't know, bro.
Kids to get here, but so far
I'm hoping Clicks, but
looking good as Rapid and Clicks.
That's good. They got the kill. They gotta start popping off though. Like they need some big wins.
I mean, listen, I don't want to
need some big wins, bro.
So I'm not gonna say what I'm really thinking about Clicks and Rapid right now, but so far so good. I will leave it at that. Looking to the high ground, you see Moneymaker for 9. Again, pulling the zone here. Clicks and Rapid on the ultimate low ground now. Well above the surge threshold. They have that comfort. They have max material. And now we are moving into deep stages of the moving zones.
They're only roughly 34 or so points behind that first global qualification spot, that 6th place.
Dude, I gotta take off my head. Oh my gosh.
So they're not too far.
Gotta get some more glue for the wig.
They don't necessarily need a miracle run today. They just need to do good enough, or maybe hope for the downfall of others. But either way, they still got to play their game out, just like Batman, Booga, and Curve.
Where's Pierre? He died.
Disaster struck in that last game. Went down relatively early, lost their top spot on the leaderboard inside of the top 5. But look how they're quickly bouncing back. Their mental game has to be strong here in a tournament like this.
Yeah, definitely. Listen, Curver has already expressed himself.
Much better.
He has found the confidence after becoming a champion of that first season alongside Veno, and then doing what he did inside of Heats. It's really changed.
I'll have the speedrun posted on the main channel tomorrow.
And though it's gonna be
we're gonna do it tomorrow morning upload.
I'm looking at Queasy Fine.
But yeah, it'll probably be like an hour long. It'll be a good video.
Noxy Dozier still getting active.
I'm excited for you guys to check it out.
Moneymaker and for 9 have so much height over the.
But yeah, I want to do a series soon where I daily upload
side, so
like episodes
there's no way they're going to build
on Road to Unreal.
Well, yeah, they are going to actually look to
or Unreal Legend. Sorry,
here.
I'm already Unreal, but
meanwhile, Muzz and
because I really want to hit Unreal Legend, man. I want to grind for it.
Forcing the issue, sticking to the.
You playing sports? No, I watch Fortnite. I play Fortnite. I am Fortnite.
You know, Ritual and Cold that have something to gain with Peterbot and Pollo going down. Rise and Muzz.
Yeah, Tyr, you're good, bro. I already read your chat message like 2 minutes ago. You're good.
Can rightfully do that, but as Moneymaker and Fnayan still looking good up top. You have to.
I think it's possible to become a successful console streamer and content creator. For sure, for sure. Bro. What are we talking about?
You know, if the opportunity comes their
I think
way,
most big YouTubers started on console.
I
think that's like an actual stat.
You surely have to be thinking about it now. All
like, bro, 100%.
To continue to shockwave to the front side of zone.
Oh no! That was a terrible. Oh gosh, that was a terrible shockwave.
Meanwhile, back onto Higgs and Curve here.
That might mess him up a little bit.
How are things looking for them? Not too bad, but out of the extra heals. So let's see what they can do. What little they have to work with. Little layer change here. Meanwhile, no one is contesting high ground. Not even Queasy, not even Victor V. They don't have heals.
Yeah, Clicks got grief from that rotate, bro.
Starting to set and take form here in the end game, but the placement points are finally starting to rack up here now as teams are falling here. Ritual Cold though.
Oh, we'll max on bolts.
On the low ground here.
Oh, they're gonna fight this. Oh gosh.
Very important elimination.
Oh, they're cooking. Hold on. Wait. Oh, wait.
They do best for the most part. They dominate that mid and low ground.
Oh wow, they turned that around.
They get struck down.
Dang, bro.
But high ground gets overthrown.
Clicks is weak. He's on low ground with Rapid.
And they're not even the ones that
Moneymaker on height. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Oh, never mind. They're dead.
They don't catch.
They died to fall damage. Oh gosh.
They go down. All that effort to just slip through their fingers, and now Muzz and Rise are the ones with their heads in the clouds.
Very smart, and Muzz and Rise have been the only team we've seen game after game be extremely sneaky with looking to play late in this storm for a retake, or in this instance,
I do like those sneaky plays.
It's playing off so well. Well, back to Batman. Booga's got no curve. 5 material count left here.
Let's see if he can play
later? The way that his name was made. But here, we jump over Rapid, Cold. Also
in between the breaks. Booga! Oh my gosh.
True to his name, too. Popping off here in the end game.
He literally turned
the lion
down 5 5 different
Top 13 is gonna be a
players
good
in
game for them.
this feeling the pressure of what it's like to be a solo. One less with Batman Booga going down. Victor V eliminated as well. Braids is gonna fall. Booga just trying to hang on to the edge of the zone, make it to the front, and reassess the situation. He knows with only one build left, being a solo is a nightmare of a scenario, but he finds the elimination onto Aviv. Gets tagged from above. The Siphon keeping him alive.
He had that good movement too. He was clinging on.
Well. In the end, though,
Yeah, it's looking like a Rise and Muzz win.
Here. 9 eliminations.
They got it. Oh, I still see Rapid alive. Hold on.
10
oh, wait, Clicks alive too. Wait.
Clicks and Rapid healthy on the low ground. They have
wait, 2v2.
Siphon material.
Wait.
Now, here
hold.
Wait, is that a shockwave out for the heal play?
Hold.
Okay. So he's gonna leave Rise.
Everybody hold.
By himself here. Rapid and Clicks look to go.
Wait a minute.
2v1, but Muzz
It took height.
made a small mistake.
Nice running out of Massa.
And Clicks and Rapid actually so high.
Yeah, the tables
He's
have
locked in, bro.
definitely turned, but it's the material count for both of the players that are weak. They're shockwaving up. They're taking the extra angle. The Mythic Warforge, it's just burning through those materials.
Oh my gosh.
Shockwaving from both of them.
Oh my gosh, no Rapid went down.
Rapid's gonna get dropped.
What is happening? Come on, Clicks.
1v1.
FNCS champion, come on.
First shot's gonna land.
I'm losing, bro.
The Siphon, it comes in just in time, but
And he gets
Muzz is still gonna shut it down.
No, man.
And possibly a new first place team.
That was gonna be their win too, bro.
Well, Clicks, we know we
Oh
love
gosh.
to see you do what you do, but Muzz,
You got max from that range?
just as much there. Zeke, game
Dang,
number
bro.
8. What a round.
That sucks.
Sorry, passed out there. What happened? That's
GG, bro.
Whoa. You know what's really crazy about that? We just saw the last game, an 11 elimination victory.
More Halo videos ready to go? Oh, bet.
And then Muzz and Ryan.
Should we post it now or wait until after
that?
FNCS?
You guys like that action? Sweet, watch this.
Nice, bro.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh, This all kind of started, Kelly.
Hey, wait, I'll
because of
DM
a
in
chop,
Discord.
Because of Moneymaker and Fine on the high ground suddenly get chopped, and Muzz and Ryan look up and go,
What
"We
a
should
match.
just
Yeah,
go
no
there."
kidding.
And listen,
That
we'll
was
talk
fire.
about Moneymaker and F9 after this break. But yes,
Dude.
Muzz and Rise being able
That
to
might put Rise in
identify
first
that
place now,
F9
right?
is going down, taking that high ground, and then being able to control it. But we heard it from our casters
Everyone
there.
doing that, but
There
so
was a
good. Thank you,
moment
bro.
where it looked like maybe they were going to go for the heal off. Maybe it was just a misplay of the shockwave grenade, but able to recover. And then it coming down to a 1v1. We got X set versus X set, and way to set our expectations. Absolutely incredible, Vivid.
Muzz and Rise are our first team here in Major number 2 Grand Finals to pick up a second victory royale. And listen, it was done very, very clean. Actually, it was pretty similar to how they got their first victory royale as well. Kind of height control, and then Muzz kind of left down to this 1v1 situation where he just takes it nice and slow and easy. Make sure he doesn't take any damage. Unfortunately, Clicks could not find the angle necessarily. That's just because Muzz was playing it so well. And listen, Zeke, I know that you're probably going to want to scream here very, very shortly. I'm looking over at the leaderboard, and I want everybody at home to kind of realize.
All right, chat, I think we're going to post some more Halo video, the spectating, after FNCS. So it'll be a little bit of a late upload tonight. But it's like half an hour long, so it's a banger.
Well, and what's crazy about this, take a look at their eliminations kind of going into 8-0.
It'll be a banger.
Actually only had a single one kind of entering this end game.
Your map is so low delay. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
And once
I
again,
tweaked
we
the
talked
crap
about
out of
the
it,
start
man.
the show,
It's
this
great.
Early game where they have this
It even has a lot of
plateau,
XP
they
now,
have
chat. I did an
this
XP
high
update
ground, and it
recently.
allows them kind of in this center area to
Basically, everything you
rotate
interact with, you get
regardless
XP
of
on.
where
It's
they
great.
are, getting
What's up,
themselves
Pickle? How you
into
doing,
a
bro?
prime position before we get into
Peter
these
Griffin.
moving zones. And
What's
that
up?
is what
Cherry
is
with the jewel
allowing
saying,
them
bro.
to just kind of be efficient, survive these mid to late games, and then being able to steal
Yes, reruns,
height
yes.
with
I already
tons of
responded
mets,
to you, bro.
tons of heals, and of course a great loadout
Leo with the
their
jewel
ammo
saying,
and
you Sam with the
everything.
jewel saying, guys.
I love to see it. They have come into this tournament
Much
with
love, bro.
a game plan, and they have just been executing it so perfectly as the tournament has gone on. 2 games for two victory royales, but Zeke, I think these guys can make it 3.
I mean, the way that they are playing right now, this is their tournament to lose, right?
Yeah,
Like, they
the
are
max
going
there,
on
bro.
a
What?
spree right
That was
now.
a flick.
Yeah, 468 points there. Not a big deal. I wonder where Muzz will be on the leaderboard after this break. No idea where he could be. I don't.
Someone gotta check on Zeke, bro. Nah, he's losing it. Oh my gosh. Oh. Hello? Hello? I think I'm full box now. P is 4th, Clicks is 9th. Nice, bro. That's actually good. From 16th to 9th, that's solid for 2 games. I think they definitely get the land placement, but yeah, I don't know about first. They really gotta cook. Server hop, you think? Should I join the 1v1 map, chat? Or should I just keep staying on infinite box hits? What we feeling? Did you queue the wrong server, Cooper? I can't control that, bro. You might just be lagging. I'm still enjoying the 1v1 map. Okay, I'm down. I'm down. Alright, I'll play NA East. If you want to join me. Alright, how much longer we got? 1 minute 30. Okay. Oh, I'm joining a new server too. Nice. Alright, so this is the 1v1 map, chat. If you haven't checked it out, it's pretty lit. I don't know why I keep spawning with a grappler. I gotta fix that. But yeah, it's pretty lit. We got a huge wall of weapons back here. So lots to choose from. You can switch to Sky. Look at that. Look at that XP. Oh yeah. It bugs out if you do it too much though. You can't spam it. You can change it to nighttime, daytime, change the HP bar. You can really change it here. You get XP for like basically whatever you do on the map. I mean, look at this. It's on private. It is? What? You sure? It definitely didn't join private. Look, it's public. What? Huh? Huh? Evans, yes? Yeah, we got like 1 more minute. Guys, I'm not on private. Look, it says public game right there. Look. Public game. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 bro. I know I'm not tripping, dude. Hi, guys. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hi. Hi. I think everyone here is on stream. Oh, gosh. Wait, don't kill me. I'm friendly. I swear. 200. Look at that. 4,000 XP for a kill. Hold on. Let me just farm XP real quick. Thanks, guys. There's instant respawn, too. It's sick. And then you get gold when you get kills. So then you can go over here and you can interact with this and get even more XP. There's so much XP, man. It's crazy. Oh, man. You even get XP for dying. Look at that. I got 800. Wait. 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 What? Oh, my gosh. Reset the builds. Hello. You should make a new rank. What do you mean? Like on infinite box lights? No, you guys make me nervous when you follow my target, bro. When's FNCS start? We got like 1 minute. Or 3 minutes. Wait, let me hit a little nice free build. Wait. 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 Peace. Peace. 200. Oh. You should hire me as a clipper? No. I'm broke. Is bro free? 200. Hi. No, man. I was just trying to be friends, bro. I just want to be friends. What's max people? 6. You can either play on fills or you can do a private or, you know, whatever. Make sure you guys follow me, by the way. You can hit this. I'm changing to Galaxy. Kind of like the Galaxy. You're in my way, bro. You guys make me nervous when you follow my target, bro. Do I 1v1? Nope. Get scammed. I sit in my tub. Alright. Let's go back to FNCS, guys. Don't do party ips on me while I'm AFK, by the way. And feel free to kill me a lot, because every time you kill me, I get XP, so. I will not be complaining.
Easy, quick refreshes just aren't working out in their favor. You could see them pushing so hard onto Acorn, trying to get that elimination quickly. But unfortunately, if you even take just a few
thank you, Bush. Appreciate you, man.
That elim, especially in the end game when everyone is so close to each other, you just have that back.
Yeah, people on Poyo went down 3 spots. Dang.
Onto you.
They're not that far down. It's clutchable, but that does suck.
We can see
that's gonna mess up their flow.
Global qualifying teams are slowly
and Venom's not top 10. Clicks is top 9 now. Okay.
Spot. We see Kingling. We see Shadow. Now,
interesting leaderboard right now, chat. Not gonna lie.
They're able to break into the top 6.
What we feeling?
These qualifying spots to drop down, and look who's in 9th place right now. Clicks and Rapid. The
wait, I gotta start a new prediction. Hold on.
Potentially after
wins
day
game
number
9.
1, might have fallen off. Might have not had an opportunity.
We're gonna do
to
does
really recover.
Bolts.
But of course, we get
Does
this game
Bolts
right now.
win game 9? We're gonna switch it up a little bit.
Clicks, the CEO himself, is
10 minutes.
showing up everyone, and it was so close to the
Go,
final
go,
moment
go,
of
go.
a 1v1 where Clicks could have come out on top, but a 2nd place is still pretty dang good.
Yeah, this is exactly what Clicks and Rapid needed.
How many likes for a PC?
I mean, obviously
3 million likes on TikTok and 2 million comments, and I'll buy you a $1,500 PC deal.
I mean, game number 7 was also pretty good in 8th place with 2 eliminations. So they
I make it hard every time you guys ask.
They just have to kind of keep it rolling.
It's a free
here.
PC we're talking about, man.
Yeah, you mentioned it.
Better get those likes up. Lock it in.
Also see
What's up, Piano? Hey, man.
You know, with Kingling and Craze and Shadow and Burger kind of jumping into the top 10.
Can you make another surrounded video, please?
Qualifying spots.
I don't know, man. I want to. I love that game, but it didn't really do well on YouTube. So
right now, as it currently stands, but there are still 4
1v1 for a PC. If I win, I get a PC. Is that how it works? I'm down. If I get a PC and you get nothing, that's a good deal.
So all of our teams still got to play well.
Only if you give me a PC.
Now the competition is getting
no? Okay, then we're not doing it.
Closer,
What's up, Anime? How you doing, bro?
Only Muzz and Rise that have that lead. Everyone
What's up,
else
Sky?
is very close. From 2nd to like 7th place. You can even argue 8th place as well. Not, you know, this could continue to go any which way, and it's all off the backs of what you called out earlier, Vivid. If a team has these, you know, kind of rough games where they place like
I'm down to play the new Water Park Sim update.
Further out.
I am down. I am down.
To take that opportunity to climb that leaderboard because we're all fighting for one of 6 spots.
I could definitely beat you in a 1v1. Does bro know?
I'm getting super excited.
Does he know?
Game number 9 is here.
Does he know?
I'm gonna find my seat on the bus to cheer on Muzz and Rise. I mean, to watch.
Did you hit Unreal Legend? No. I gotta do a grind.
Zeke's losing it, and we're only halfway through. Well,
when was your prime? Whenever I want to be.
Of course, but Jacob, it is heating up.
Maybe right now.
No, it definitely is.
Jules,
I thought the 1-point difference was exciting, but Muzz and Rise getting their 2nd victory royale, and it's been since 2024 was one of the last times we seen Rise at the top of the leaderboard. They were so close in that major after day 1. It fizzled away, but this could be the moment. I feel like this is a resurgence of Muzz and Rise.
Yeah, definitely. And listen,
the way looks like it's falling apart.
Right now, it is slow and steady, and then out of nowhere,
check 1v1 map player count. Sure.
When they decide to go for high ground, this execution
104.
So far, we haven't seen them actually have.
We got double that
pressure though. Playing when you're in the race to the finish line, right? So for Muzz, it's been a while since he's had this on his shoulders.
Yeah, and then you also take into the fact that, honestly, every single time there's a new team in 1st place, there's some sort of shenanigans that does go down. The next game is ready. Let's see if those same things will continue here.
All right, let's go, bro. Game 9. Chat, vote up in the prediction, by the way. You guys got 7 more minutes.
Not wrong, Jacob. Whenever we have a team in 1st place on NA,
Nightbot's being rude. What's he doing?
Always happens. A team always decides. Usually it's Peterbot and Boyer, in fact, that they want to take this championship home, and that's what they end up doing. But right now, you know, that's not really their bigger concern. I think their other concern is, can I just be
these guys have been beefing all tournament, bro.
Kind of make my way through to the end game.
I don't know why either team hasn't like just full stopped landing here.
Up their drop against Skittles and won the first 2 games here, but Issue's gonna
like they're just griefing each other, you know.
Up disengagement. Dozier tries to disengage. Can he get far enough? Yes, he can. He's actually lucky they just had SMGs.
Yeah,
so his
good shocks,
not
one.
over yet. Meanwhile, I saw on the feed there, Shadow and Virgo seem to have.
When are you gonna replay Don't Let Your Neighbor In?
So there's a lot happening here.
Yeah, this is kind of, you know, game 3 of day 2.
I don't think I'm going to replay it.
Overalls. We're not necessarily on the halfway point of day 2 just yet.
Scary games. I did earlier, bro. You missed it.
Starting to change things.
I'll do some more scary games this week, guys, but it might be kind of random when I do them.
0-point drop.
But yeah, I played 2 earlier today.
Paper and Zen are battling it out. They let the fight start, and they crash the party yet again. A strategy, as far as the early game goes, that has been working near flawlessly. It's about executing in the end game. X-Spawn just trying to stay alive, but he does have the sliders, and he's trying to slide his way to safety, but eventually they're going to cut off each and every path, especially more so when you run out of builds. But he right now is moving right now.
Yeah, he was moving. If he clutched that would have been crazy.
Moving. As Moneymaker and F9 tried super
Rowan,
hard to
thanks
go
so much
and
for
get
jewels,
those
bro.
eliminations. In the end, they do succeed. You know what's crazy too? I know Vivid kind of said, hey, like, it's not really working for them, but is it? Like, I don't know. I think the strategy is sort of working, because when you look at them in their survival time, the last 2 games, 20 minutes and 19 minutes respectively. So they were deep into the end game, and something at that point went south. So I don't know. I'm really curious to see if F9 and Moneymaker will pull another big end game and steal away a global championship spot.
Especially since the leaderboard is that close. You know, not only
Chat, what's that for dinner, bro?
a good performance in one of these games, but somebody else like
I'm
we see
super
today
hungry.
already, you know, missing out on some crucial placement.
I might just run downstairs mid-match and just grab a bunch of stuff and just go crazy. I don't know.
Some of these games leaving
Is that a good play?
Points on the board. As King and Craze, we see him outside the Calamari Canyon, trying to take advantage of H-Cube and Flex.
Might be the play.
Good damage is there. But
You
Craze
touch
gets
grass?
tagged up himself.
Nah, I
It's
haven't
gonna
been
slow the roll
outside
just a little
in
bit, but King is making sure to keep a bird's eye view
8
on them.
days. Yeah, wait. Yeah, 8 days.
Gonna play out for King and Craze.
Doing
You know,
pretty
there's
good
no
this
pressure
summer,
on this team
you know?
for them. It's
Making
just
sure we're not
pop
getting
off,
tan
play
at
well,
all.
and prepare for globals. They already have that positioning there.
Scrambled eggs. Actually, that's
amongst
good
the greats,
comms.
and
I'm down for that.
This is just a battle for, of course, the leaderboards and the history.
How long are you stream for?
HQ for VLX, much different story on hand here.
Another 2.5 hours or so.
Been playing a very
Probably.
strong day 2, so one of the few teams that have actually
5 guys,
adjusted their
maybe.
strategy,
I've never
sort
had
of
5
found
guys
their
before, bro.
footing there in the last game.
Never
We're
had
at
5
third
guys.
place
Never had
there.
Chick-fil-A.
Just that alone.
Never had.
At least off to a better start.
Gosh, you could just start naming restaurants, bro. I haven't had all of them
Yeah, I'm
basically.
not sure if they got tagged up.
I don't
or maybe
really
heard
eat
the
fast food like
noise.
that. I just eat local
Cade and
places.
Seal on the other side, but they're going to go ahead and choose to disengage. Rightfully so. When you're running out of builds.
You've never had
in a prolonged
Chick-fil-A? Yeah,
fight
I've never
like
had Chick-fil-A.
that,
Never had
having that
Cane's.
third party shoot your direction is probably the worst thing to happen. Back on over to Latte, though.
Is Cane's good, bro? I keep
Danger's
seeing it
going
everywhere.
Down. Venno is going to hold his ground back
Actually,
to
yeah,
back
I've never.
eliminations yet
Not
again.
once.
Venno and Agers, they want to not only qualify for the global championship, but they
Let's
want to
go,
give themselves
Venno.
a fighting chance.
Sorry, we're yapping
for the
about food.
actual win.
Not locked in.
I think this works better for Victor V and Queasy as well, right? Because the few
Wendy's?
times that
I've
Venno and
had the
Agers
Frosty at
don't
Wendy's.
Take this fight, they rotate.
I love me a
out towards
Wendy's
Victor
Frosty.
V
It's been
and
years, though.
Queasy, and
Probably
that's
since, like,
where we find
2020.
them having third parties, lurk plays, and things over there. So at least
Cane's
right
is
now,
fire.
them kinda
Yeah, I feel like it's been blowing
taking
up
their
recently.
time here,
Like, I never
winning the
heard about
fight,
it that
they'll be
much,
more
and now
likely
it's,
to
like,
linger around the drop
everywhere.
and cap
It
out
looks good.
their loadouts.
You want to know what
Something
restaurant
like
I want to try for the
Harvey
first
Rowan
time?
for Acorn, though.
Waffle House, bro.
Not too sure what exactly would
I
have
want to
happened.
try Waffle House. I never thought I'd be
My only
even
guess
interested in
is
Waffle House.
whoever that
I saw
is,
Lacey get it as
Chicken
streamer
20
U,
nearby,
and bro, it
maybe
looked
found the elimination they are
so
hiding in the
good.
bush. Either way, Booga and Braids
I don't know,
in the
man.
distance. So Bolts needs
Might
to
have
start
to for the one
figuring out
time.
where he's going to go, how he's going to get Acorn back in the game.
It's gas.
Luckily for him, though, the zone is kind of pulling off
Make me think
these
about it.
shorts, so we'll see teams from Golden Grove and
There's
further
177
south
on the
start
1v1
to
map? No
rotate
way,
on
you're
out, so
trolling.
that could be his small window of
Hungry
opportunity.
Halo, dude. No, you guys are talking about
Definitely.
food more. You made me more
Let's see.
hungry.
Peterbot.
Crash out,
Their
bro.
draw spot. You can see.
We
they're
gotta stop
not
talking about food, bro.
Sticking around for too much longer. than
Holy
they
crap, there's
also have to.
177.
They've gone chase the team down, got a nice little set of eliminations, and back they come to the Sinister Street.
Chat, there's 177 people on the 1v1 map right now. At 240 players, I have to do a 24-hour stream. We might actually hit it. Oh,
Wait,
gosh.
As Moneymaker for Nyan end up
Oh,
in a
gosh.
situation. Iamzo and Josh right now just trying
Oh,
to push
man,
him out.
we might
Moneymaker's
actually
gonna be
hit
the
it.
first one dropped, and Iamzo gets both of those eliminations.
Hey, I'm gonna stop
even
advertising
though
it. Map
Josh
code's
has
not on
been
screen
playing
anymore, sorry.
phenomenal today, Iamzo has been the consistent heartbeat for this duo.
I'm done
getting them out of
advertising.
tough situations, clutching up as a solo.
Oh, you got me
And
a little
I think
scared
that
now.
is
I don't know
allowing
about
for
this
Josh
one.
to feel as confident as he has
Oh,
here today.
gosh.
Well, you know what? That's a big elimination. F9 and Moneymaker falling
Get some
early.
Kraft
They were
mac
one
and
of the
cheese for
few
dinner.
teams that were
No,
basically
man, you're making me
tied
hungry,
on
chat.
the bubble for one of the consistency spots between
No,
the
it's not
10
fair. We need it.
to
Halo,
12
no.
position teams. The gap down from there is about 40
man.
points. So now
Oh, we're
that
really
one
close.
of those
Yeah, you
two
got me
teams have
nervous now,
fallen,
bro.
This leaves a little bit of runway for someone
Holy
to
crap,
take
that's the
away
closest
a
we've been.
consistency spot from a different team.
I'm gonna dash.
Rowan, they just want you to turn it up. 800 joules, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Even
No, you
those
did.
here in E
I'll put it back. I'll put it back. I'll put it back.
opportunities as the leaderboard does go down.
I'm kidding. If you guys hit it, you earn
not
it.
only have one big game, but close out the day strong. This
Clicks
game
bush
here, add
camping?
3
Ain't no
more to
way.
Close it out. And you're kind of seeing everybody begin to rotate.
Clicks
in, rapid
confirmed.
clicks.
Bush
Yeah,
camper.
you seem like a little resurgence from them here
I don't
in
know,
day
man.
number 2. And I think part of
Little
that is
sus.
focusing on getting that storm surge. We saw their
Crystal, thanks so much for
struggles
10 joules, bro.
yesterday where they were on the line below that damage threshold, and it kind of forces your hands. Now they just have a whole different freedom.
Yeah, most definitely. Muzz and Rise have
1v1 for a
the
3-story
most
house?
fire rifle damage of
No.
all teams with 4,776.
Guys,
I
you
think
guys
it's
keep
really
yapping about Halo.
big
We should
of this
1v1,
duo
but
as
like
well.
you give me
Like
this
we
expensive
talked
item.
about, their
But like, what's in it for me? You know?
history
Like, why would I want to do that?
Way back to
This
their
is a
early
lose-lose.
scrim
If I
deep
win,
snipe
I get
days, right?
nothing.
These are the
If I
guys that were
lose,
a part of the
I lose an expensive
innovative
thing, you know?
strategies of Surge Towers. They're used to
thank
playing
you.
high ground and going for tags for your primary means to get Surge.
Thank
so
you. Oh
it
my
makes
gosh.
sense that they would be
I've been talking
dominating
about
in
food
that
for probably
way
the past
here.
10 minutes.
But Jacob, what is this action here? Yeah, Liam and
Thank you
Jace
so
on the
much.
edge of Storm taking a fight
Chat.
up against Zeke.
And Taki
You
down
guys get
below.
one bite, and that's it.
Probably just trying to get some early
One
surge.
bite!
You can kind of see
That's it.
relatively on
Okay,
beat
don't
when it
take
comes to
more than
those
one bite.
materials, so trying to replenish everything they're using and losing in these moments here. But for Liam Jace,
It's a burrito bowl.
The longer and longer this one takes, the
Oh,
harder
yeah.
and harder it is going to be able to pick yourself up and
Oh,
dust yourself off
yeah.
and turn it into a phenomenal game. Still 1 tick per second inside of the zone. And that's where you kind of see on Taki at the bare minimum.
Bro
90
said
left
not
on the chug
interested.
jug. That's
Ain't
the
no
only
way.
real HP he's going to be able to get back.
Yeah, that's pretty much the last of the squeeze there. Well, Liam and Jace.
Don't make me
they
hungry.
Kind of had enough here.
Aw,
in the storm.
man.
They have a long rotate as
Ah,
well.
dude,
You
this
saw the
this burrito
first
bowl and the
zone
cheese is
closing
so good.
somewhere
It's so
around that
delectable.
sinister
Cheddar
territory
cheese.
of
Oh
the
my
map,
gosh.
so
Oh,
got a fair
bro.
bit to travel here.
It's so delectable. The savory taste of the hot, steamy rice at the bottom of the bowl and the delicious salty
see what
black
Liam and
beans
Jay's
right
trying
on
to
top, bro.
disengage.
Oh,
They
It's fire.
realize there's like no builds. Everything's kind of farmed, so they're just kind of leaving themselves exposed just like that. Liam getting tagged.
make
up
it stop.
again. Seeking Taki, just trying to take
Sorry.
the last couple of opportunities there.
I'll stop. It's
Since
fun
they
messing
did
with you
end up
guys.
in a fight, they did take damage. Just trying to ease up on that pressure. Higgs and Curve, aka Batman Booga and Curve on the north side of Lifty Lodge. So we saw that as you were talking about the bottom of the zone over towards Sinister Strip, the north side over towards Lifty Lodge. And since you see at the kind of the bottom left of the mini map, you kind of see it's kind of circling in that direction. So we are pulling west as well. We're gonna see where the zone goes in roughly 10 or less seconds. And so hopefully for Higgs and Curve, this could be the game that gets them right back on track from yesterday.
Yeah, they're not out the race. They're not out of the conversation. Yeah, they might have had a little bit of a difficult, right, first game, second game to kind of start stuff off, but that last round they fought their way to the end. Meanwhile, Crazy and Kingling
What's your
just
PC? It's
continue
custom.
to take that confidence through to a whole different level, slowing
fire, though. I
down
love it.
HQ there. The big
Can you chat more? I am. Hi.
Meanwhile, Bolts, again, no Acorn in sight, right? So he's having to fight this one out. He's taking on a 2v1 right now. Already he's got himself an elimination, and he's got an HP lead.
Yep, Siphon, since he has no extra HP, is important. As we kind of switched on over, I did see Acorn for a second, but he did go down again. So Bolt's getting the reboot off. Clixie and Aiden trying to take advantage.
I'm
At
actually
least one
inhaling
of
this, bro. I
those
gotta
two
slow down.
players,
Oh my
but
gosh.
Little did they know it was
I gotta slow
Acorn
down, bro.
and Bolt's right now feeling confident. Push that player off. He has full control over the many
I've just been so hungry, man.
So it should
Oh, gosh.
be another chance here in this game that
I have a
will
theory.
see Acorn back in.
On, let me mute this for a second because it's kind of funny. You guys know how there's like this whole joke almost. I don't know how scientifically accurate it is, but there's a whole joke that like chess players burn a lot of calories when they're playing chess because they have to use their brain so much. I feel like that's me when I'm streaming. You know what I mean? Like when I'm playing Fortnite and having to read chat, dude, when I'm playing solo ranked, I burn like 4,000 calories an hour.
Teams inside of the top 10
Probably.
that are holding a global championship spot.
If I had to
So
guess.
They're kind of the spoilers, of course, in the mix here. If they end up taking down anyone who's
It's
fighting
probably
for their
true.
chance.
We need an infinite
And
Peace
typically
Control
with a
revival.
lot
I
of,
know,
like,
man.
These lurks and these plays,
I worked so hard on that map. I loved it to death.
Spots that are already secured. That is playing a role.
And then
from
Fortnite
some of
killed
these
it, bro.
teams Getting uncontested, getting a little
That's
bit
sad.
of freedom in the game plan that most others won't be able to.
I might
fill.
update it soon
Peterbot
and see if
players
Fortnite puts it back in the
rotate past,
algorithm.
But Shadow and Virgo unknowingly
This is a really good
rotate
map.
directly into King and Crazy.
It's basically
Literally
infinite
a
box
matter
fights,
of
but you practice
seconds.
your Peace
blink,
Control.
You missed it. Shadow and Virgo actually take down King and Crazy.
With like Peace Control
This
tunnels
is
everywhere, you know?
excellent. For everyone else, this is
Our drop's on?
excellent.
Yeah.
You have a team that's already
Should I put that in the
qualled,
title?
taking out another team that's already qualled. So, you know, no harm, no foul to everyone else who is, of course, battling for a chance to global champs. But Shadow and Virgo really flexing
Yeah, I'll
their
put that in the
strength
title. Why
here.
not?
You can see as you kind of look at the leaderboard, specifically going
Drops
into this game.
on.
There's Muzz with that 66
Exclamation
point
point.
gap, and then it's a 10 point, then it's 15, then it's
There we go.
40. So some places
1v1 map's so good, I'm gonna use it to warm up. Thank you,
relatively
dude.
Close.
Here's that bungo.
Others have a little bit more.
If you guys want to see anything else added to the map, let me know.
Craze was one of those teams that had that little bit of a gap over Shadow and Virgo.
I've been learning how to code to
taking
make
on
UEFN
seventh
maps
place
recently, so
throughout the course of this game. As Ritual and Cold had a
I'm working
chance
hard
to
on 'em.
take first. They had it throughout the course of that game, but back-to-back 15th, 16th place finish kind of slowed down a little bit.
You think Clicks
Not
could top
fully
5? Yeah,
fizzled out.
for sure.
So hopefully they can reignite that flame.
Yeah, definitely. Well, they're off to some hot rotates here, nice and early, before teams kind of get situated here, utilizing that natural terrain here to keep a low profile and cut straight across.
Loki need a Zone Wars map. I
Meanwhile,
know,
the high
man.
ground of Muzz and Ron,
Every time I
they're
make
playing
one, they,
equal storm here. They still have the launch
They
pad to
basically
work
get
with,
shadow banned by the Fortnite algorithm.
and then plenty
So,
of shockwaves, of course, as
I gotta figure
well.
out something different, but I definitely want to make
All
one.
these extra heals here too.
You're seeing a major difference.
Oh, yo,
though.
thank you,
know,
Cade.
at this point,
Appreciate you on the
in
YouTube
that
stream, man.
last
Thank you, bro.
game, because the zone pulled in their direction. What were they, like 400, 500 above the damage threshold? But since the zone is pushing everybody out, and because they still have to loot up in their early game, they missed a huge window of opportunity, and that's why you're seeing them not as high up on the threshold, but almost 200 damage. It's got to have a little bit of feeling of confidence.
Sup?
here.
Thank you so much for the jewels, bro.
What seems
Thank
like
you,
the
man.
last possible second.
Could you add
to
ranks
make
to your
the
1v1
rotate
map?
on out, so that way when they do start to make their journey on over, they have that shockwave
Nah,
effect to close
I don't
the
think
gap
that'd be
that much
fun.
quicker.
Yeah, this is a risky play for them though. They're staying
I don't think it makes
super
sense,
deep
you
in
know?
the storm. Off they go. Meanwhile, Yamzo and Josh.
The Ranger
262
pistol should already be on the map. If it's
already
not, I can
safely
add it.
Positioned inside of the storm here, playing a bush, trying to look for any teams to late rotate.
You make an
out
endgame
from
map?
the edges
Would
of
you
the
guys play
zone.
it?
See the shockwave here. He's going straight to the new zone, carrying that momentum.
I
with
feel
a
like it's
couple
just so
hops there.
hard to get a map like that because there's so many others, you know?
Uh-oh. Even though they're above the damage threshold. Not sure where everybody's at, especially the ones close around him. Contrap, Darzi, they can be below. Forced to fight the first team they see, but
I'm seeing a lot of
Josh
yeses.
seeing Shadow and Virgo
I gotta make sure it's
rotate
good, though,
next
if I
to
do
them.
it.
They're gonna use that as a signal to continue their journey.
Like, I want it to
And
be
it's
different
just
from
in a
everyone else's.
situation here with Storm Surge
You know?
being so tight, you almost want to think to your head, oh, I can one-hop this, one shockwave, that's all it takes. But sometimes you want to do
I
exactly
ate all my dinner,
what
now I'm
Yamzo
sad.
and Josh are doing and kind of leapfrog your way there. Minimize the amount of open trajectory that you're doing with those shockwaves, so that way it
I might
minimizes
go
the
get
amount
it
of
like a bowl of ice
opportunities
cream or
that you're giving
something,
teams
not
to
gonna
take
lie.
shots in your direction.
All right, you know what? You know what? You know what? You know what?
Definitely,
Actually,
that's the
I just had a
salt
creative and genius idea. If Clicks gets a top 3 in this game, I'm gonna get a big bowl of ice cream. Let's go, Clicks! You got this, man! Top 3, bro! I'll get a big bowl of ice cream if bro gets top 3. How about that? Because I'm hungry. Like, I might as well, right?
And they've managed to put
We're gonna make this a
lot of pressure on
challenge.
different duos. I'm actually surprised they're even playing the edit this way.
trying to
with
wink.
How exposed they are to these other teams on
struggling.
high ground. And you see right there the full burn from Curve.
He has to get
and
top 3 though.
Venom take
Great
down
idea. Thank
Macy
you.
as they
Thank you.
Try to rotate through.
You see, now we got something on the line, you know?
Pick up that loot on the Queasy.
Plot twist, he's still gonna get ice cream after this, probably.
With anything that's going on their right side, they're just trying to
Gosh, I might gotta snooze. I'm gonna snooze that break.
and focus on.
I'm running out of snoozes though. Oh gosh.
That way they don't tunnel vision too hard.
You should make a practice map. I want to, bro, but they look so hard to make.
And the distance will
I think I'll
fall
do one
shortly after
eventually.
Queasy as
One day.
well. So they're kind of leaving it
Needs to lock in for real. I know there's ice cream on the line, bro.
Dash towards the top side of the leaderboard. Muzz and Rise, winners of that last
Check
game.
1v1 map after this match.
66-point gap.
My bench, please. It's already on the 1v1 map. It's in the back. You gotta turn around.
With only 13 players needed to go down, it might not necessarily be a worry for them for the rest of this game.
Yeah, definitely shouldn't.
Will you
be.
give us a scoop? Yeah.
But right
Deal.
now, looking at the zone,
Can you spectate on your map? Yeah, you can.
Here, so this is going
Do you guys want me to spectate, y'all?
Out of the Frosted Flats and into some weird terrain, some interesting territory to come. But look who's there early.
Wait, you're retaking height? Oh, no.
Already playing some.
Come on, Clicks. Please, bro.
Meanwhile, Clicks and Rapid.
We need this.
Program that worked so well for them last
Think
game.
of the ice cream, bro. I'm hungry and I want to eat something while watching Fortnite.
Have to
Come on,
start
bro.
preserving here.
Batman, move it aside.
Tough rotate though.
Oh, bro.
Lost one on the move here. This is where things can start going south for a team like Curve and Higgs. They actually need this qualification, and for them to start slowing down now and finding a little bit of friction here on their overall points, this is going to be tough if Curve can't pull some placements.
Yeah, especially since when I was talking about that gap earlier on within the top 10, it's a Peterbot and Pollo with a little bit of that gap, 42 points going into this game, so they got to figure out a way to close it. Even though Peterbot and Pollo are not necessarily the competition for a global spot.
Make another video, bro. It's been 3 months. No, it hasn't.
Side of the leaderboard. Shadow
it's been 3 weeks on the main channel.
Many of the other games so far.
We're posting a main channel video tomorrow, guys. It's going to be the speed run, the reload speed run.
And Cold pick up a couple of eliminations themselves.
Make a brain rot map? No, I don't want to do that.
Place spot.
I don't like brain rot.
That's a devastating elimination.
Too much brain rot.
It's a Dash and Noxie who are on the bubble.
We don't need more.
For qualification, getting themselves in through consistency. Now that's
you all right? Yeah, I'm doing great. Hey, bro.
They only earned a couple of points here.
Peterbot and Pollo have taken height in 5 out of the 6 games that they played.
I'm still seeing Veno standing there in the distance.
Yeah.
See
High wins games, bro.
As well accompanying him, so that's really strong.
Maybe do an infinite zone wars. Ooh, now you're cooking.
Game that they've managed to comfortably make their way towards, and they have fought for the high ground for the most part.
Hey,
they are no strangers to, of course, battling for it. Meanwhile, Bolts and Acorn talk about coming back here and finding their way back in the competition. That's a key elimination.
Yeah, we're still waiting for that big Bolts and Acorn game together as a duo.
That was a great shot.
Shockwaving out in midair, and that's something we've seen Bolts do so much. The mid-air eliminations. It's kind of like the guy that.
In your 1v1 map, there was 3,000 health. Yeah, it's because someone shot it. If you shoot the plus health option, it'll go up infinitely. So you can just hit the 200 health option, and it'll go back to 200.
But it's only gonna last for so long. There's so much pressure coming around from all around the lobby. It's one
you guys can make the health whatever you want it to be.
So they have to be on their toes.
It's fun.
Rapid making the smart call there to get off the layer as well. For a second, I was like, oh no, you're leaving Clicks behind. But luckily,
dude, thank you so much for the jamming. 200 joules. Appreciate you.
Curve, though, we put the
TSA, thank you, bro.
You can see he's still holding it down here as a solo, earning more and more points. How many times?
Yeah, Curve's kind of cooking as a solo.
Curve to clutch up.
He's a good clutch.
Here in the tournament. Either way, though, it's working right now.
When we play horror, this week for sure. I already did some horror games earlier.
Also playing this one out by itself.
I played 2 before I started Fortnite.
If they want to race for first.
Yeah, it's no time to let your foot up off the gas by any means, but it's also hard for any team to look up and Shockwave up there.
Peterbot and Pollo kind of cooking now.
Rise is still alive here, and Rise's solo clutch opportunity is huge.
Clicks and Rapid are still up, bro. If they get top 3, I'm getting ice cream. I put that on my V-Bucks, bro. I'm serious. Guys, you better win this. Top 3.
Peterbot left by himself. Clicks and Rapid find their first elimination of the game, and it's on Peterbot and Pollo.
Curve solo, Peterbot solo. This is getting really interesting. Curve still finding eliminations as well, and gets the key follow-up. That's a top 15 and some extra placement points, though.
Yeah, they'll make a zone wars. They'll be ranked.
To work with. Getting back into the action now. I still see Rise standing. I see Peterbot up as well.
Come on.
Rise, though, taking a toe-to-toe fight with Clicks and Rapid here.
Come on, think of the bowl.
In there. He's going to end up following.
Think of the ice cream.
Here. 50 HP in the chug.
Hold.
Keep him alive for a little bit longer. There's a
we can't take so much of the joules, bro.
Look at this on the other
Peterbot goes out. Oh gosh.
Falls to the hand of Peterbot.
Top 18.
That's a big elimination there.
Oh my gosh, there's another ad, bro.
The Siphon, the 140 on the Chug Jug, solo on solo action. Rise is making sure nobody
has a respawn option.
Really
I can try to. They're hard to make though.
Flying up towards the high ground. They're alive together as a duo, but Acorn might have been late to the party.
No, they got it. They got it. They got it. Yeah, Reed's already backing off. Oh, wait, no, Cooper. Wait. Oh, they're going back. That was a fake out. That was a good play. Yeah, they got it. Wow. Well played, guys.
We see this before with
Matt's and
teams
Chugs
go
now,
for
too.
it. If you can't get that initial elimination,
This
it's
could be a
gonna
rewin.
tough.
Hold on.
And then whoever times it next usually comes out ahead. And this time, it's Veno, it's Agers. The storyline for this team here, for Veno in particular, who's trying to go back-to-back on NAC now, this is how you make up points here.
Yeah,
Oh my
they
gosh,
did
Clicks
it
is still
in
alive.
Major one,
Clicks,
trying
come
to
on,
do
top
it
9,
again.
bro.
Another phenomenal play so far from Clicks. Getting those
Please,
points.
top 3, bro.
That last one,
Please.
second place, got
Oh
them
my gosh.
inside of the bubble. This one right
Really
here is
popping a bandage
keeping
over
them
here.
in the bubble. But Booga Braids,
Pop
who
a
also still
bandage,
need a big
Zexro.
game. Golden Ozone,
He's
who
top
also
4 right
still
now.
need a game to get inside of the top 10.
If
They're
one
all
duo
down
dies, he
below.
makes the top
They're
3.
ones
Oh,
that
he
are
just
more
died.
than likely
No,
going to clash
Clicks, you
next.
had to
Golden
die
goes down,
top
Braids
4.
gets the elimination.
You had to die
They're
top 4,
7-1
bro.
of the
Are you
game, but there's
serious?
no solos running around
Are you
the
serious?
lobby.
I had a bowl of ice cream on the line.
Just making it hard for them to breathe.
Oh my
Yeah, I think Veno
gosh,
actually lost track of
bro.
Ozone, who's playing the Storm right now with a quick heal off. This can go either which way. There's still another player there as well, but no.
Chat, can I
Veno's too
scam?
quick. That's 10 eliminations now. Reed's up top. Agers comes flying, and it's a 2v1. Reed comes down. He's out of HP, and just like that,
I might got a
Agers
scam, bro.
and Veno fight their way back into the tournament.
Yeesh.
Yep, coming into this game around 10th place on the overall leaderboard. Even with these roll down spots, it's
That was a good
no
one, bro.
feeling
Gotta respect
of
it.
comfortability at
Sure,
all.
if we
they
can get a
came in,
scoop.
they swung for the fences, and a victory royale
Yeah, wait, hold on,
means
pay
they
up.
hit the home run. Rising up the leaderboard, they go, Zeke.
Guys, listen, guys. My little hummingbird heart cannot take this much excitement, okay? We need to calm down. Kelly, have we had 3 games in a row of victorials with 11 eliminations?
First of all, Vivid, he says we, like you and I, are on the same level as him. But yes, absolutely incredible. And maybe I'm a little biased.
Bro
to
is
see
passionate.
Cooper on
Oh my
height,
gosh.
But regardless, we have been waiting for
Vivid
this
does
part
not wanna
of
be
Veno
there.
and
No,
Agers
I
to
think it's
kinda
just
get
Zeke, bro.
locked in, show up because yesterday they proved themselves.
Oh,
But
gosh.
it's been a little bit of a slow start for them for day 2. But Vivid, we finally got to see them. And once again, it was from this really smart height take. They see a team on height, controlling it for a little bit. They wait for someone to try and steal it from them. And then that's
The
when
pro
they
with the
go
hydrate.
on
Gotcha,
to
man.
steal themselves. Beautiful play from them.
Yeah, I mean, Agers and Veno just played it super well. You can see we're gonna
Check the 1v1
actually
map. Not
jump
yet, not
into
yet,
when
not
they
yet.
started to go ahead and
I'll go
apply
back
the
in a
pressure
sec.
to the high ground. You can see Cooper and
wanna
Reader
see
is
this
very,
first.
very low, and this is on the back foot of Acorn and Bolts as a duo.
Clicks just
kinda
needs to get the
set it up
land
for
qual.
high ground. So
Nah, it'd be good to
Agers
see him
and
do
Veno
better,
kind of
though.
heard the shots that were going
But
on
yeah,
up
minimum,
above them, and
minimum.
were like, hey,
Top
listen,
8.
we got to go ahead and get in on the action. So it was pretty easy for the taking after they kind of realized that. And then it was all about picking up this couple of stragglers down on the low ground to go ahead and secure a bulk of their eliminations there. But this was kind of set up throughout the entirety of the end game for Venom and Agers because we kind of saw it. They were playing that second height.
Crazy boy,
level,
thank you for
even
the
though it was
jewels,
like
dude.
5 or 6 boxes kind of below the high ground. They were
Right.
kind of playing for it. They were waiting to
Needs a
hear
cup of
something kind
coffee.
of going above them.
Yeah,
As soon
maybe.
as it happened,
Or
they
does
were
look tired.
ready and primed up for the
Lot of
taking.
casting,
So, yeah,
lot of yapping.
like MDF kind of called it out. Agers and Veno kind
I
of
need a
bring
cup of coffee
themselves
right now.
back into the competition with a great game number 9.
Where's my cookie? You got type exclamation point cookie.
Man, one game. Fortnite fam, don't you ever forget, till this is done, one game can suddenly change this leaderboard. Remember, we're fighting for prize money. active
Peter Griffin,
champions,
so I don't get
and
stream
one of
tonight, bro.
6 spots going to the global championships. I'm gonna pass out. We're gonna go to a break. When we come back,
Bro actually might pass out. He's not trolling. He might pass out. All right, if I go to my 1v1 map and I'm getting party hips on in a circle ritual, I'm gonna crash out. The fact that I knew what, oh my gosh, y'all are so predictable, bro. What is this? Nah, bro. Nah, what? No. This messed up. Literally in a circle ritual, bro. Ooh, this feels buttery. Wow. Why does this feel so buttery? Chun-Li, get over here. Get over here. Get over here. You're getting party hips on. Yeah, we're gonna turn this around. Wait, I can't emote. There we go. What is going on, man? Hey, yo, get out of here. Y'all are sus. We gonna play Battle Royale later? Probably not. Oh man, I want to practice my edits, chat. No. I love how you get XP when you die. That's probably the best part. You just get so much XP. All right. Wow, dude, really? Thanks. Server hop if you guys want. I can't even like free build. You guys keep breaking the builds and then chopping me and everything else. Man, let me get some XP real quick. Wait. Bro. Man, I keep messing up now. Do NIC? If you guys want. 2-1. Alright, do you guys want me to spectate or do you guys just want me to sit around, you know? Emil, thanks so much for the 750 jewels, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you, dude. Okay, I gotta sit up. Mess me up. Can you make it 2 players instead of 6? No. Who's following me? Alright. Waiting for that. Hello. Where's the sky buzzing up there? Please NSC. Alright. I gotta do 5 quintuple edits in a row though. Wait. 1, 2. My wall did not place. Gosh, bro, why is it not placing? 1. We'll do sprint. These are easier. No, come on, guys. I'm cranking. So this map has infinite sprint. And the reason I added infinite sprint is so you can really crank. Because I really like doing these sprint quad edits. It's hard to talk. Hold on, let me shut up. My fingers are getting tired. But yeah, it's really fun doing those. So there's infinite sprint. No jumping fatigue, none of that. So you can just crank. Wait, you have small protection? Ah, man. Alright, so you guys want me to switch to NIC? Okay, ice cream. No. How am I missing these? Bro, what? Oh, man. $200. But think about the scoop. All right, chat. Get a scoop of ice cream or keep playing the 1v1 map. That's what we're doing now. All right, come on, Chun-Li. Let's 1v1. No way. No. Chun-Li, I swear. It was a prank, bro. Hey, dude. Wasn't me. Check how many players. You guys gotta check for me, bro. But make sure you guys like and favorite the map. It helps out a lot, you know? Alright. I'm gonna quickly run downstairs.
I don't feel like I need to talk
and grab ice cream, okay?
Not a
all in favor
deal.
of me grabbing ice cream, say aye.
Moving up the guys, I like
all in favor of
these games have been so
hear me out.
Crazy to me. Every
hear me
single
out.
time we
184,
like,
that's crazy, bro. Thank you guys.
The leaderboard just shifts, and it's like only just like by 1 or 2 placements.
Please make your map 6 players. It is
kind of jumping up to attack this top.
I'm seeing a lot of eyes. Okay,
so
I'm gonna grab ice cream.
I feel like this is gonna
don't go anywhere. Might take me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
It's gonna be just incredible.
And to see Acorn and Bolts being able to kind of, you know, have a decent performance in day number 1, but maybe not necessarily as good as we thought they were going to do, and then continue to make them climb up the leaderboard for day 2. I will say, though, there was a moment here when they went to go steal height, but it looked like they weren't together, Bolts and Acorn, in kind of different layers when they went for something so imperative as stealing height. You really need them to be able to just be box to box, synergizing together, and I feel like they fell just a little bit short here, and that's why they weren't able to convert this height steal into a successful victory royale. But I say that, I'm being a little judgmental. They're in 2nd place. They're still climbing the leaderboard, Vivid.
Yeah, still keeping things going here. Now, there's something kind of happening on page 2 here on these standings. Let's go ahead and take a look at it.
Oh.
Now, I don't want to freak out or anything like that. I want to make a big deal out of it. But Booga and Brazy, go ahead and freak out for me, man. Go ahead and freak out. I mean, this has been a crazy day 2 so far. Let me go ahead and set the scene for everybody at home. After day 1, Bugha and Braids, they had 86 points. They were in 28th place. They have flown all the way up in these first 3 games on day number 2 to 12th place. And their placements in these 3 games, Kelly, it's been crazy. They've gotten 4th place, 4th place, and 4th place. They've gotten 4th place in every single one of the games here on day number 2.
Listen, I'd be lying if I was to say that I'm not excited to see how well Bugha and Braids are doing. A little bit of a shock for our players to come into day number 1 having not necessarily the best performance, but then to see them clearly reviewing, voting, making sure that they are changing whatever fell short in day number 1. And clearly that has worked out. And it's not just working out for games number 7, 8, and 9, but you can see that they're able to grab more and more eliminations for these games. So not only have they made improvements from day 1 to day 2, but they're also making improvements throughout the games in the day.
Guys, 3 games left to go. If I'm not mistaken, currently, if we ended the tournament here, we're looking at a top 8 right now, Vivid.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Like, if we just stop the tournament, you need to be top 8 to move on to the Global Championships, and we still have 3 more games to go, Viv. I don't know how much crazier this is gonna get with 3 more games.
Yeah, 344 points is currently that threshold. I mean, we kind of just talked about him. So Bugha and Braids, we did see him there on 286. So where it's kind of like this big fall off, this big drop in points just from like 10th place down to that 12th place spot. So still a lot of work to do for any of our teams that are kind of not here on this top 10 page. But if you're playing as consistently as teams like Bugha and Braids are right now, you got to start to think whether or not they can do it. But Clicks and Rapid, they're currently in that 8th place spot. They got to hold on, Kelly.
I was about to say, are you not going to mention 8th place? Are you not going to mention the teams that have qualified to global championships?
Trying to
Clicks
just
and
lay low.
Rapid. I know. We don't want to say it. We don't want to bring it into fruition because then if you put it out into the universe, maybe the universe fights back. Listen, very excited for how our top 8 is looking right now, and that might shift. We might have some of our players. We can see how close Golden Ozone, Shadow Virgo, King Ali, and Craze, they're all on that outside of the edge. So much can still change in these final 3 games.
All right, sorry. I spilled
That's
some
right,
water.
Kelly. This is the halfway point of the
Oh my
competition.
gosh.
3 games left to make your mark and hopefully
All right,
fight for
chat.
one of those 6 spots, the Global Championships.
Look what I
Find your
got.
seats on the battle bus. It's game time.
Hold.
One thing that I did notice, Monster, is the fact that Muzz and Rise 514 points. One more good game, they secure
That's it right there.
global championship spot.
Yeah, definitely.
Yup.
They're getting very, very close. They've already gapped the competition. And I was looking, they're just reporting in that 58 points separate Bugha to the qual spot. But if that were to happen, then we're kicking out Clicks or Josh or Yamzo or Higgs. Like, how do we choose one of these teams?
It's chocolate and vanilla
It's gonna
swirl.
come down to who deserves it most. But let's get on this battle bus one more time.
I'm skipping family dinner reference, yes? Bro, me too.
Teams outside of the bubble, teams inside of the bubble.
know it.
Both of them have teams that are for the global championship already secured. So even though there's teams still fighting for their spots, there's still disruptors in
One bite.
the mix. And right now, when you
Just
kind of look
one.
at it, 344 points, Clicks and Rapid, they are that line for the global championship. And they were
Just
mentioning
one,
Bugha and
that's it.
Braids, roughly 60 points
There we go, there's a
away,
good
which
lighting.
is definitely
Just
doable
one.
in these next 3 games.
Yeah, most definitely. It's getting
Okay, the rest is
down
mine.
to the wire here. I'm just thinking about how far ahead Muzz and
What's up,
Rise
Halo?
are,
What's up, dude?
and how badly do other teams want this, right? Muzz and Rise have never had this, again, this amount of pressure, this amount of tension. As
You're
we are
muted?
going
I'm not
into
muted,
the
bro.
final 3 rounds. Venom Agers are on this incredible story, this comeback for themselves. And look at this, Jacob. It seems like they have the drop to themselves for the time being. You have Contrap, I don't know what they're doing there. But for the most part, they got the main POI to themselves.
New server, please,
Which I
sir.
want to see, honestly, is it actually a blessing or a curse? Because a lot of those fights, they were getting a good amount of damage.
I gotta go fast,
Even
though.
when they disengaged, they were getting a good amount of damage to kind of set them on course for the rest of their game. Let's see how it continues to play out, especially on this side with Moneymaker Ryan. 52 points so far on the day, and this is 12th and 13th place essentially here at Golden Grove. And the biggest difference maker, does Bugha and Braids even have an idea?
Yeah, I was going to say, Jacob, I don't know how I feel about Moneymaker and for 9 trying to contest Bugha and Braids, but I like the idea. If you want the qual spot, why not take out your immediate competition? we were curious of whether or not Contrap and company we're going to try to fight here. But look at this. Rise left by himself. Peterbot and Boyo have rotated towards them. Boyo finding Muzz here. This is going to be a very interesting turn of events right now.
On one side it is.
Might be able to get that reboot.
Basically kind of
HCO with a hydrate. Thank you, bro.
On one side, Booga and Braids. Still have to be careful here. Not sure where Moneymaker and Fanayan did actually end up at, but I don't see him on the minimap towards the south. So my biggest guess, probably somewhere still close by. I was going to say try to take advantage of this situation, but Golden Grove is just one of those spots.
New server. I joined new server, guys. On one right now.
Lurking unless a fight is already breaking out.
Well, let's see how it's going to end up playing out here. Rise as a solo. I love this. I actually really love this. This is sort of their normal strategy. Is like, yo, let's go make the big surge tower. You know, normally someone's hiding in the bush when they're by themselves. But he's like, nah, let me just get back to the true and trusty surge tag farming. Now, if Peterbot and Boyo are really smart and they end up hunting for him and see the tower, they could determine if this is worth a solo push.
I know in the beginning you kind of mentioned, not sure what necessarily going to have. Contrap and Darzi were going Golden Grove for the majority of this tournament. They switched it up. I asked the question of where Veno and Aegis are going to get their early game damage from.
Jody, thanks so much for the jewels, bro. Bo with the jewels, thank you, bro.
But you're seeing a lot of these early game fights. And the reason why it's breaking out is typically we would wait until game 12.
Mav, thanks so much for 30 jewels.
Where teams try to make, you know, those big risky plays to try to rise up the leaderboard. But I feel like more and more, especially watching EU before
I
this,
need
they
this,
realize
bro. Oh my gosh.
Waiting till game 12 is just simply too late.
Yeah. Well,
my voice feels so much better now.
We're now looking at Kings and Crazy, who pushed across onto Cirque and Cynics for a second there.
It's cold, you know.
On the other side, you have F9, Moneymaker, setting up once again another ambush play. We've seen them actually successfully take out QK and Mirops. This time we're doing it from a completely different angle. This is just madness. When they go back and watch this, they're gonna be so confused as to how this team.
I think Moneymaker just likes
everywhere.
Annoying people. I think that's just his goal at this point.
Sight, unfortunate
oh my gosh.
QK. Just thinks it's all uncontested. He gets taken down. Big shot from F9 as well onto Mirops. Gets him weak.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Elimination. So basically 400 damage right there, while F9 maybe took 64.
How often do you stream? I'm on day 5 of daily.
There.
I'll be live tomorrow for day 6.
Just keeping us even more entertained than we should be.
Sammy, thanks so much for the jewels, bro. Sub with the jewels, 200. Thank you so much to the jamming.
Wild plays
happening hey guys.
Left and right. Meanwhile, Clicks and Rapid. Pressure was on for Clicks and Rapid to perform, to try to find.
Nice full box 200 pump someone on your map. Nice, Kirby.
To do just that.
Dubs, man.
And look at this. I actually really like this setup right here. You start thinking about what Clicks and Rapid have to deal with.
2 players. I gotta make a new one for 2 players.
It's Booga, it's Braze, it's Moneymaker.
I want that map to be a 6 player.
Take them out. The gap between
I can make a new one
and
for 2.
everyone else is 100 points. That's a whole game buffer, which means they could be 2 decent games away from a shoe-in qual spot.
Man, I just like the way they're pinpointing some of the players. They're not necessarily going after global qualified teams, like you're saying. The ones that are in the same hunt as they are. And they're turning the script right now, potentially on a Moneymaker and F9, but they go off towards the right, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because now they're separated. Not necessarily a big amount of damage on the F9, especially with Moneymaker shockwaving back up, trying to return back into the same box. This fight monster has so many.
If Clicks wins this 2v2, I'm gonna get another bowl of ice cream.
The rest of the day, somebody will fall below and behind the curve, and you could see Clicks immediately still getting aggressive.
Because I'm almost all out, you know.
A little bit of control because he doesn't want to let this opportunity slip through his fingers. And on the other side, Peterbot and Boyo, they're continuously trying to hunt down the first place team of Muzz and Rise.
Tournament implications after tournament implications. Peterbot, Boyo hunting down Rise. They've already gotten Muzz. Rise now down to 9 builds, barely.
Hey, map's making me better. Let's go, Light. That's good to hear, man.
As Peterbot and Boyo are looking for him. Meanwhile, Rapid and Clicks just trying to fight their immediate tournament competition here and now. These are 2 different teams, 2 different things on the line, but one singular goal, and that is success.
Just trippy situation for Rise. Probably hasn't had his hands sweat this much in quite a long time. He can't even disengage because it'll give away too much audio. Pollo and Peterbot may not necessarily know exactly where he's at, but he knows he's in that mess of a building somewhere. So as long as they stay persistent in trying to find him, they will figure out where he's at. Getting the elimination might be a different story because we do have a second team also in the distance.
I say, what are the odds they just break the entire base of this build? Like, drop everything, because that is how committed Peterbot and Pollo are looking at the given time here. Then you have Dash and Noxy down low. Again, another
Yeah, they want Rise dead, bro. Oh my gosh.
For first right now.
There's a lot of passion right here.
Rise, that runway starts to open up for them. Otherwise, they could just be letting this plane take off. See it there.
Oh, they found him.
Rise gets spotted out. What they thought was true is, and that means
Ah,
Rise
man.
is here. They find Muzz and Rise. 2 quick eliminations now. And what are Peterbot and Pollo going to do
GG,
with this
bro.
opportunity is the only opening question now.
Yeah, right
GG.
there was that biggest obstacle to overcome.
What's up, Winky Winky? How you doing, man? Been too busy on vacation, all this stuff. How are you? I'm doing awesome. How you, bro? I'm on day 5 of the daily stream streak right now. Been grinding a lot. Good to see you back. What's up?
Lead. So
This is
just
live?
them
Yeah,
going
obviously.
down here simply just isn't enough to overthrow a team like Mudge
kind of
and
the point of the
Rise,
live stream,
especially
dude.
considering, you know,
It's for it to
everybody
be
down
live,
below
you
him
know?
on the leaderboard has had instances, not only today, but throughout the weekend, that mistakes can and will happen at certain points in time. So other teams still need to have that solid performance here, just like Acorn and Bolts. They have picked up the tempo here. They have been playing phenomenally well as a full duo as opposed to separate solo clutches. So again, this one, when it comes to the NA FNCS, has to be so exciting no matter who you're a fan of.
Or exhausting if you see your favorite teams get so
I'm all out.
close and they get pulled back into the water. That's what we're seeing with Muzz
Sad
and
times.
Rise, who have now been parked on
was
ice
good, though.
with their 60-point lead. A 60-point lead for y'all watching at home. If you've never really watched how close a tournament competition might be, it might feel like they're so far ahead, 514 points versus everyone else in the 400 range, but that is only a good game. A good game separates them. But with 3 games left, this and 2 more,
right,
it's going
I'm
to be a super close competition now moving forwards.
Reed and Cooper trying to set up the rotation in the backside of Wonky Land. They almost look to cut back inside, but that's the same thing that kind of catches them out of position. Veno Agers doing a
Is
good
Cook still
amount of
alive?
damage
Yeah.
onto Reed. Not necessarily taking too much damage back as they continue to rotate out. And that's the thing, little victories. Veno and Agers, a little bit of damage here, a little bit of damage there. Continues
servers you on? I'm on-
threshold, but they still have to be
Did I
careful.
switch
Aiden
back
and
to
Clixie
Central, or am I
the
on East?
outskirt of Wonky Land as well can disrupt everything.
I forgot. I'm in
they
a
have
lobby right
going
now,
on.
though.
Like this from Yamzo and Josh.
I don't want to tab
They're
back in just yet. It's going to be a
not trying
party
to
of
do
circle or
anything
something
risky
weird.
here, playing this
I'll wait to tab back
massive
in.
base. Yamzo at the bottom side to see if anyone.
You I'm doing
coming
awesome.
up
How you,
and
bro?
out, just to try to look and fish for some tags.
What's up, Jacko?
And in the end, they are slowly creeping their way up, staying relatively consistent, and honestly starting to pull ahead.
Nah, no
Closer
IRL
as
streams,
they
guys.
get
Sorry.
Closer and closer to the top 5.
I need to get one of those like TTV or no,
Yeah, not
TVU,
necessarily
TVU
safe yet. They're inside the
backpacks
bubble for that global championship
to
spot.
IRL stream, and those are like
But again,
$30,000. So
37
I'm
points
good, man.
Is all team like Golden.
Not
I would say
trying to
Golden
IRL
Hills,
stream
but
anytime
they
soon,
already
you
have
know?
it secured. So they actually have a decent gap over the competition. Outside of Clicks and Rapid, the next team they do have to worry about is Booga and Braids. See where the zone continues to pull towards the southeastern part of the map, over towards the Shaken Sanctuary.
30K, yeah.
So again,
They're
coming
expensive.
into today, Curve and Higgs had the most distance traveled.
guys ever see those
on the
big
map by
backpacks
far, and I think that's going to
that
continue
the,
to be the
cameramen
case here, all the way from Liffey
of a
Lodge.
streamer
You can
are
see
carrying?
There's one of the few teams that cannot play into that heel off win condition because the amount
They're called
of storm they
TVU
actually
backpacks. I'm
take.
99% sure,
Yeah,
and they're
unless
like
you get an
$30,000.
Incredible elim along the way, which refreshes you.
That's crazy.
So unlikely.
But that's
You're gonna
how,
do that
like,
towards the end game.
For an example,
Well, what was
um,
working for Breeds and Booga seemed to continue to be going.
I
that way.
think
They still
Lacey
have
uses
little
a
bit of
TVU
damage
backpack.
over
I
the
think
surge line
Ron
that they
uses
need
one.
in And then, of course, they're sitting on a
Pretty sure Kai uses it. I don't know if Speed
extra
uses
heals
it.
here with the vending machine in
But
sight.
a lot of the top guys, they all
the
run
zone's
it,
kind of on
and
their
yeah, they're
side,
mad
so
expensive.
This is a
So
pretty favorable
that's how they get such
game
good
tempo.
quality being outside and streaming, you
Kind
know?
of see why.
Because otherwise it's
We're
just a
getting
laggy
fourth
mess
place
if you're not
after
using
fourth
something like
place
that.
After fourth place to start the day today, and honestly,
Cap, it's not
this is
cap. Look
something
it
that
up.
We've seen Booga do, even qualifying for the last global championship. It came down to the last game, but it was consistency in the end.
But yeah, I have no interest in IRL streaming, and then it's also wicked expensive if you want to do it right. So I'm good, bro.
By himself.
Would you rather have 9 FNCS wins or $1 million?
So even though that's their second elimination of the game. That's 8 points of straight eliminations alone.
9
Yeah,
FNCS
I was
wins.
really curious as to why they would have taken that fight, but clearly they had a massive advantage. Clicks and Rapid had plenty of damage going into that. It's not like they needed any surge or had surge issues. That just surely sets them up even further away from having those problems.
What's up, Silver?
And then they
Edinburgh.
pulled the zone, so now they're sitting on zone, max material, extra heals to work with.
1v1 map
This
is 150. I
actually
know, bro. It's
very
crazy.
good for Clicks and Rapid Game 10 team.
We're getting
to
close,
put
chat.
in the bag.
Not only them, but Liam and Jace, Acorn Bolts, maybe Madden and Chance as well. And kind of they're on the edge of the zone, so they're going to be able to look towards the side and continue to kind of hurt anybody's chances as they make their way in.
server hop?
Ritual and Cold, not too
Probably
far
after this
away from
match.
Peterbot and Poyo. Not only in-game, but on the leaderboard as well. 3rd and 4th place, staring each other down before Webster and Cryptic.
Oh, yeah,
make their
you're good,
appearance,
Morgan. You're
gain
good.
the attention
Dude, that's
just a
awesome that you
little
got the
bit.
plan done, though.
Any damage is better
That's
than no
tough.
damage. Keep progressing in this game, but it's a far pool for everybody involved.
Yeah, you're good. It's mad late.
How incredible would it be if Peterbot and Boyo clash against 2nd and 3rd on the standings, you know?
Dang, just right in there.
See that here. Now we get to see Kai
That pistol's so good. I love it. I can never find it, but
and a refresh there. That Siphon,
Yeah,
that's
it's
extra
tough.
material, and plenty more to take for the road here. He thought twice about the chug, hoping that it was going to be
$9
full.
million with 10 FNCS wins. Okay, now we're just yapping, bro. 9 mil. Hello.
Just see how they rotate on out, because everybody else already quick to the punch to go ahead and rotate to a better position.
The
Better
mouth part's
agers as
tedious.
well.
Yeah, getting the
Kind of
teeth.
built their base on the line and kind of using that point of view as their advantage. Already getting some good damage onto one. Now looking over at Okus and Zonda, getting damage onto them as well. And the zone is hurting right now. 2
Oh,
tick
gosh.
per, and it's going to quickly move into a 5.
And those
so they
toe
are
tags.
literally on a less than 10-second clock to try to make their way in. And even when they finally do, they're still in the line of sight of Veno and Agers.
Good pressure coming out from them. Even now, Agers, Veno thinking about chopping down those builds there. I'm just going to go ahead and break the foundation out. There's no way this team dips back into the storm there either, so there they see them reinforce. Just continuing to give them something to think about.
Oh.
No, wait, Veno went into the storm with the
Good
side
sneak attack
angle.
play. Like to see it.
Veno is the lurkiest player on
Nah, he
the
is.
NA region at the moment.
Oh, gosh.
Don't care what anyone says.
Good play.
He just plays outside the box. This is why he's so successful.
This is why he's contending right now. He's a Major 1 champion, coming back from 100.
Oh, taking out Bolts there. No way.
Does go down though. And you can see.
Oh, gosh. Oh, when he goes down trying to get the finish.
Storm Surge that's been
Oh,
ailing
no.
Peterbot and Poyo again.
That's gonna mess him
Eventually
up.
leading to Poyo's downfall. Even though they're above the damage threshold, you can see that
Gosh,
the position
man.
that it
He got
puts
too
them
greedy.
in. Multiple teams from the backside of zone were shooting at to Poyo. Now they're putting their focus onto Peterbot, just
Don't
trying
like you.
not to let ease up on any of this pressure. And if you look at the loadout, 1 shockwave, 1 smoke, Mini's left in the tank, so he's really down to almost nothing.
I was just saying, how ironic that Boyo just gives Bolts a bit of his own medicine. The man who normally destroys players as he likes to fly by gets taken out, but in the end, Boyo doesn't get to celebrate in the victory. Peterbot by himself. You've already saw the stats time and time again, showcasing how Boyo has been the one leading with solo clutch points, but Peterbot has now had his second opportunity here to show us that he can do it as
Not
well.
worth at all. Oh, gosh.
First, though, has to kind of handle
Oh, no, he
the
got
fight
it.
here. Takes down Encrypted. It's going to be a very welcomed Siphon.
Maybe a little
There's the
worth.
first. Can he get the second? It's
Got
Acorn
shock,
in the
though.
storm here.
And Acorn was able to get one of them as well. Siphon finally turning off,
shock.
keeping him relatively
Nah.
healthy. Peterbot's gonna go down. The Mythic Warforged again from Acorn.
Yikes, man.
They made an effort. They took down Muzz and Rise, but eventually they fall, so all they did was open up the door for everybody else. Booga, Active Surge, Braid's already down 148 below the damage threshold, and by the time he's done healing here, he'll have no extra shields or HP to regain.
Well, if you're Muzz and you're Rise,
yeah, doesn't one person need to die though?
Acorn in bolts,
for to stop zapping?
Really, just Acorn standing right now. If they fall early, this is perfect. That means the lead remains.
Oh yeah, 22 below now. Nice. Wait.
It's not what we thought we were gonna see, but it's what seems to be unfolding now. Booga trying to fight Victor V and Queasy there on the road. So that's gonna be a tough fight. 22 below though. Great tags there to keep him alive.
Oh, now 200 below. GG.
The update comes through. He still has more to worry about, and he's already out of heals.
Yeah, just when it looked like he was going to get above that damage threshold, we moved from the 6th to the 7th zone. He falls back down below.
Survived at the threshold for a bit, though.
Shot after shot, and the blessing is it's not Active Surge just yet. One tick will
oh,
take
that's
him
awesome,
down.
Morgan. Nah, it's gonna be fun, bro. I love mini golf. I haven't been in a while, but
around. This is his last
yeah, mini golf is the better golf in my opinion.
Above. He sees Queasy in his line of sights, and even he's running out of builds.
He thought about it. He almost caught Queasy there.
Can you say hi? What's up?
Play, and he's 44 above somehow, but no, he gets spotted out.
GG, bruv.
There in the distance.
He's playing that good, though.
Finally, we see Queasy and Victor V make an end game healthily, and just like that, they're the ones on top. So look out for that from them. Meanwhile, Curve and Batman Booga trying to make the comeback now from the low ground. They've had some difficult kind of stoppages happen, making it far into the games, but this seems to be the best we've seen them shaped up. Although Batman Booga, actually, now that I look at it, he's only down to 4 builds. So, Jacob, they're going to be crashing in soon.
Yeah, they're going to need an elimination. No matter how they find it, they just know they need it. It's Cold and Ritual. They find at least one. A whole nother team. Multiple teams just trying to go ahead and burn through those materials. Get inside of the box. Victor V Queasy again on that high ground. Going into this game, Monster, 245 points for Victor V and Queasy.
Dude, Acorn's just staying alive over there. Practically living in Storm at this point.
This could be the position to do it in.
It's kind of crazy, though. Cole just fell when they had the
chance
to actually overtake first place in this game. Now they have to clutch up. You see Acorn earning points, by the way, still making the most of the opportunity he's been given.
What?
And then you have Yamzo Josh slowly, surely earning.
Bro, am I not paying attention? I didn't see.
4 in a top 19
I was zoned, bro. What?
Still anybody's game as they're trying to control that whole low ground. You can kind of see it going up that hill just a little bit.
Oh, gosh.
It's not a large mountain, but it definitely requires just a little bit of planning. That's
yeah,
why
I missed it, bro.
Coming from some of those duos.
I was actually just zoned, man.
Not necessarily to the front side of the zone, but Ritual here.
I'll do the prediction after this match.
To take first place here along with Acorn. Reed still battling for a top 10 spot. Veno is trying to keep themselves attacked inside of the top 10. There is just so much going on in this end game.
Yeah, Reed and Cooper coming into this, we're in 17th place as well, but look at Veno go. He actually shuts that dream down and takes down Reed. Meanwhile, high ground, visuals. He already took down Booga. Now they're trying to dethrone Queasy and Victor V. This is Queasy and Victor V's chance to get back in the running here for a qualification spot.
That's Visuals and Threats trying to go ahead and make that play, take the high ground. It's one of the best ways to go ahead and jump up that
Adam, thanks for the $2, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Still lurking back. Decent amount
I thought you were from Sweden. No, I've never been to Sweden in my life, dude. I've barely even been to Europe before. I live in the US. Thanks so much for the $2, though, Adam. Appreciate you, man.
Eliminations here.
No way they're popping off like that there.
By him, by himself.
Wait, that's huge. They might win this.
And that's how you get yourself into the top 10 as well. Meanwhile, look at all the solos still standing here.
Oh, wait.
Victor finds another one.
No mats either.
Josh, and then Ritual just trying to rat his way through the builds. Meanwhile, Veno looks up to high ground. He recognizes just a single player. He finds a shot. Victor's on 1 HP.
Wait, Veno solo winning this? Oh, imagine.
Loses up, but in the end, he gets the placement, and the damage goes through. And now it's all up to Veno, but Veno's out of material.
Hold.
Ozone, and this is looking like a solo clash up here.
Yeah, big chunk of fall damage, but sometimes there's no other option. Down below, Sharkman and Yuz out of nowhere, getting that knock onto Fanayan.
Nah, Veno's out.
Earlier on in the tournament, but Moneymaker
probably gonna be a Sharkman win here, just off of loot.
All solos left alive here. Top 4 situation. Moneymaker goes up and over that one into the house.
I don't know, I can't tell.
Himself time to get these heals off. Our final 4, and Sharkman is one of them.
Incredible effort, by the way, from Moneymaker to make it this far. But what more can you ask for from him? Sharkman
1v1?
and Yuz are trying to do it. Sharkman is the healthiest. Moneymaker.
Oh gosh, I don't think we've seen a 1v1 yet, bro. It's always been like a 2v1.
He's got a shield as well.
Wait a minute.
Still go either way.
It's like a solo cash cup.
Needs this to stay in contention. It's a huge pick-me-up game, but Sharkman with a little bit of advantage.
Oh, Moneymaker gets a max there. Oh gosh, bro. That's gonna send them up the leaderboard. That was a big game for them.
For one of those global
GG,
spots,
dude.
and with a win monster, they are getting closer and closer.
Yo, imagine Moneymaker wins FNCS though. That would be, oh gosh.
Try to just see
That'd be
what
funny,
their
man.
competition was looking like, and they managed to pull
W
a win
money
from a completely new draw spot here.
You gotta hit the popular emote in the lobby now.
Continues to keep us on our toes.
It's necessary.
Oh, MDF, it keeps changing. Our top teams keep getting eliminated. This is going to be so close going into that final game. Wow. Massive props. Moneymaker
Massive.
as a solo. In a game full of solos
Massive.
in the final few moments. What's super interesting is we
Wait a
actually
minute
had
now.
a game earlier where they kind of like almost had the opportunity to get a victory royale. They ended up getting
W
a second.
flopper, yes
Now they
sir.
come back to get the victory
Check map, I will in a second.
royale. Like our caster said, they invested so much to come here, right? To try and make it through two globals through NA to see what this playground had to offer. Kelly,
I'm getting tired, bro.
a victory royale in finals is still a victory royale. Sorry, EU. Our apologies, sir.
I mean, what a whiplash of performances
Oh,
we are
gosh.
seeing from Moneymaker and F9. As soon as I feel like they have fallen off and NA is going to come out on top, that is when
I think Zeke's
shine
had
the
too many
brightest.
sugar packets today,
Literally,
bro.
The last game that they played, they got 42nd place
man.
with 2 eliminations, going down really early. But
Check
they
map, I will in a
changed
sec.
up their game plan. They changed up where they're landing and instead went for more of this passive
Bob,
low
thanks
ground
for the
play
jewels, bro.
style, allowing them to kind of just make sure that they were alive, making sure where everyone else was. And then when it came down to the 1v1, Moneymaker absolutely incredible.
Clicks is in 11,
play
Pete's in
here. Just
5th.
patiently wait
Oh,
for
gosh.
Sharkman to make a misplay.
Yeah, so they got to go up 3 points or 3 spots to get the
victory royale.
qualification.
Well played from Moneymaker to go ahead and clutch that one up. I thought Sharkman had that one without a doubt. And you can kind of see the points that they are picking up there. Going to be crossing that 360 point mark. So obviously the big question will be for Moneymaker and F9, who in day number 1 were consistently kind of in those qualification spots. Have they kind of
How
returned
many matches left? 2.
back to that feat?
We got 11 and 12.
More on that because it's time to take a look at the leaderboard after this break. When we return, 2 games left to go. Get ready for that, fam. Get ready.
Bro. Alright, 3 minutes chat. I'm gonna hop back on my 1v1 map. And it's a party hip circle, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Easy XP. Hold on. Let's go. At 212 now. Look at prediction. Is it cooked? No. Someone else killed me too quick. Trooper, thanks so much for the jewels, bro. W Jules, thank you. What server? I'm on East, I think. I don't know. I keep switching between East and Central. Dude, I love how you get XP for dying. That is just amazing. Goated. It's like I just get non-stop XP AFKing, you know? New map, different server. Well, I just joined this one. I feel like I gotta play this one for a minute, you know? Typical gamer. Hey, dude. What's up? Hi. Tub. Oh, wait, so someone said add the pistol to the map. Do we not have it? I don't see it there. Do we not have it on this side? Wait, I don't think we do. No, we do. We have the Ranger pistol. What was that guy yapping about? He was like, dude, you should add the Ranger pistol, man. We already have it. No new server, switch to NSC. All right. Let me hit one quick free build, though. I gotta get my unk hands warmed up. Been watching too much FNCS, not cranking enough, you know? All right, never mind. They reset the builds. All right, new server. I'll join Central. Hang on. Data, thank you so much for the jamming, bro. Tax of the jewels, thank you, bro. Data with the stay hydrated. Thank you, bro. I didn't see that one. Sorry. Thanks, man. All right, I am now on NA Central. HaloBT 1v1 build fight, or technically 1v1 build fight HaloBT. We got 145 players. That's crazy. 195 on Infinite Box Fights and 145 on 1v1. Holy bro. Thank you, guys. I got to save this super free building map, by the way. I think I'm going to do a big update on it soon. See if I can revive it. Because that map is actually goated, bro. All right, joining Central. Joining Central. Prediction. I already got one going. You got to vote. Already one going, dude. What's the code of the map? It's on screen. It's on screen right now. There it is. All right, how much longer until it starts? Oh, literally a couple seconds. Okay, hold on. Let me get one kill. I need one kill, bro. I have 3 people in my lobby, by the way, so a lot of you guys can join me if you want. Join up, join up, join up. Come on, chat, join up. Wait. Wait, did you fall? Wait, no, he left! No! Dude, I'm in your server. Why would you leave? Ain't no way. All right. Let's see what we're looking at.
What's crazy as we bring
and
up
don't do party ups on me while I'm gone.
Take a look at this. Wait,
I'm gonna emote.
Talk us through current
no doing party
right
ups
now, because we see Moneymaker and F9 move up 3 placements into the top 10. But what's qualification, Vivid?
Yeah, so obviously we got a couple of our teams that are already qualified for the globals. I mean, we got Bolts up there, we got Peterbot and Polio up there. Golden and Ozone have kind of entered the top 10. Kingling and Craze have entered the top 10. So yeah, right now, global qualification is 10th place, 363 points after Moneymaker.
What? I thought it was top 8.
And picked up that victory royale.
Is it different for NA versus Europe?
A little bit of a sneak peek into 11th place is 356 points. That's actually Clicks and Rapid. So yeah, very, very close down there for the qualification.
Was Lacey playing FNCS? He was. He got really close to qualifying Grands, but yeah, they were 1 place off. You on Central? Yep, I'm on Central right now.
0 points.
NA Central, NA Central.
Ritual and Cold to kind of close that gap once again. I mean, how many times have these guys kind of entered into the 2nd place spot? I would actually, I need to find out whether or not Ritual and Cold have actually been in 1st place at any point during this grand finals.
Is Quick selling? I would say he's selling. He's getting a bit unlucky with like zones and stuff.
And now they are only behind by just 6.
But yeah, they really got to get their KD up, and they got to make it as a duo full endgame. Because one of them always ends up going down by like the 6th zone, and the other has to clutch.
I mean, their best game today
like
was
they're not playing on top of each other enough.
They got 7th place with 3 eliminations, but outside of that, they haven't even broken into the top 10. So they really got to find 200 in the last 2 games.
I play low TBI.
It makes you wonder.
I should turn it up though, low
what
key.
they're doing wrong, or more so what
idea.
everyone's doing differently from game number 1. Maybe they VOD reviewed. Maybe they actually looked towards Ritual and Colt to see what they were doing successfully.
Chat, 2 matches left. Who's ready, bro?
Game, I believe it was
Rosa, I think it's supposed to $2. I'm back. Do you remember me from yesterday? Yeah. My memory's not that bad, guys.
He was going to
Thanks so much for the 2, bro.
But for the fact that they were able to solidify themselves in day number 1 so confidently is part of the reason why they are still in 2nd place.
Oh,
I mean, heck,
that makes sense. Yeah, people already qualled.
Up a placement spot,
so their spot goes down. That makes sense.
How volatile our top leaderboard
Can you do a settings reveal? Yeah, I already have. Like 3 days, or not 3 days ago. 3 weeks ago.
Even got the eliminations down, I believe, onto Muzz there.
Literally playing your box fights right now. Let's go, Adam. Thank you, man.
Went down on our leaderboard. So even
what do you think about the little Tekka skin? I think it's fire.
Going into these games, kind of trying
they did a
to
good job.
change things
and the fact that
just
this
a
2 is
little
awesome.
If you don't make the right play, everything is just going to go fall to shambles right now. We can just
is this
see
last game? No, it's game 11.
Leaderboard is changing, Zeke. Anything can happen.
Last game's after.
Just look at the left side of your screen, right? Look at the 1s going up, down. We've got a couple 2s moving up, 3s moving up, right? Like Kelly pointed out, we're now kind of like splitting hairs, right? Like a single decision could make or break a 2-0. We are 2 games left to go. And just think about the performances we saw out of just that last game. I'm thinking about like Veno, the solo clutch. He is moving on another level. Remember, he already won. He is your technical reigning champion from last major. And he comes in and he's pulling off stuff like solo clutches in the 11th hour of the tournament, fighting for these spots. I mean, Vivid, this is some prime Fortnite.
Lots of cooking.
Gosh,
Yeah.
you say how Aegis went down so fast.
Laz, thanks so much for $2, bro. Appreciate you, man. Hi from New Zealand. Love your stream, Taylor. You're goated. Thank you, bro. Much love. Dude, we got a lot of European viewers up late tonight. That's kind of crazy.
And break it down.
Who's from the EU right now? Let me know in chat.
His final placement in this game, he was able
It's
to
like,
pick
what,
up
11 for you
fifth
guys?
place and 7
Midnight?
eliminations. So this was
If you're in
a
Europe, appreciate you
big
staying up to
swing
watch the
for
stream,
them.
dude.
I gotta mention
We're
it,
going
though,
into game
because obviously
11
Aegis and Venom have been doing
for
very, very
FNCS
well, very
NAC,
kind of
and then
adapting
we
to
got 12
situations that happen
afterwards,
on
so
spawn. But even
probably
in
another
game
hour
number
left,
10 here, they are
give or
still
take.
finding ways to adapt and play. Just
Appreciate
a
you
little
guys staying
bit
up.
because we saw in
I'm
the
seeing a
early
lot of
game, they
memes. Oh
actually
my
left
gosh.
Latte pretty early on.
Dang,
They didn't
dude.
actually take that fight at the POI itself, but instead kind of
That's tough.
rotated
Appreciate you
out
guys. Thank you.
and picked off one of the teams that's kind of looting in
All right, I'm gonna quickly grab some water chat before game 11 starts. I'll be right back, okay?
Time and time again.
Give me
And
30
for
seconds. Be right
Venom
back.
to kind of identify that Victor B was a little weak there, being able to kind of go on the low ground, but also identify the high ground is weak and then steal it for himself when it kind of came down to just all solos in that moment. A very smart play for him, and that's part of the reason why he was able to get so many placement points on that. But of course, we got to talk about them. I mean, Iamzo and Josh right now, and I really do need to speak on Josh because this kid is just playing out of his mind right now.
So
And
true.
Iamzo, you got to feel like on his side of just playing commanding, making sure the IGL in these mid and late games is working so well for them. But when it comes to the eliminations, Josh is the one that's just leading the pack right now.
Yeah, been playing so well are these guys. Again, kind of the biggest talking point for them was given the opportunity to be uncontested this weekend after, I think they were contested for the first 2 games of the tournament, but after which they have been uncontested. So 8 games to kind of work with in terms of being uncontested, and it's netting them this 6th place. You know, game number 10, they kind of bounced back after games 8 and 9 weren't so good. On the 9th place and 8 eliminations, they were able to go ahead and pick up here. But yeah, Jocelyn Iamzo currently sitting in 6th place, and we've already mentioned it, Zeke, right? Top 10 as it currently stands is that global championship qualification spot. So sitting in 6th place with about a 60-point lead over 10th place. They just got to go ahead and stay consistent in these last 2 games.
Man, but that's the problem, right, Vivid, is there is 2 games left to go. We've seen crazy lurk plays. We've seen players decide to land up on different spots. We've seen Peterbot and Poy decide I'm going to land Sinister and then immediately find Muzz and Rise. Anything can happen with 2 games left to go. And we can't forget solo clutch performances can impact these standings. Oh my gosh, guys. Fortnite fam, I'm getting word. I want to keep talking, but there is still so much more Fortnite to see with 2 games left to go. Let's start preparing ourselves for this competition. Casters, over to you.
Thank you, Zeke. Yeah, this is one of the most unpredictable NA championship runs we have ever seen here, Jacob.
Yeah, typically in a lobby like this, you have one team maybe lurking around, Peterbot and Poyo doing it, but now you have Peterbot and Poyo, you have Veno Agers, you have Moneymaker and For9, everybody pulling out every single trick. They're like magicians pulling a rabbit out of a hat. At the end of this day, I'm not sure who I think can actually hoist that trophy.
Yeah, and even with Muzz and Rise falling there, they maintain their lead. But more importantly, you have a lot of teams in the running now. So let's see how it plays out here for game number 11.
Two games left and a stacked leaderboard. Hopefully everybody at home is enjoying this as much as we are. And you can kind of see right now the bus path all the way towards the north for the most part, east to west. So a lot of those teams on the south side of the map might have a slower time getting to their drop.
Majors, Veno completely uncontested now. They've managed to push back not only Chance's team there, but Contrap's team as well, who landed just a little too close for their liking as they ended up keying them. I'm thinking Veno and Agers, though, are going to have a lot to think about now, right?
Oh,
That
gosh, it
early
already started?
damage, those
I'm
big
back.
points they were earning and kind of solidifying early on. What strategy do they have when they
What I
have
missed,
to
bro?
drop open for themselves?
Did I miss anything?
Yeah, especially with no ability to get early storm surge, you're going to have to
Oh,
lurk
gosh.
for it. But
Okay.
Moneymaker,
Game
by
11, chat.
himself,
Game
those
11.
are
Game
these
11.
actually
Yeah, today's the last day of
disengage out that
FNCS.
fight. I'm not sure if they know Moneymaker.
Until next season of
solo.
Fortnite,
No,
obviously.
they didn't get the memo. Moneymaker
You guys
by
excited for next
himself,
season?
getting that first down
We got,
on
like,
the
what,
issue for Nye and
3 weeks
definitely
left of this
closing the
one?
distance now, realizing they at least got what they came for. That's going to be the first.
I don't know. I really hope next
Could be
season's better than
many
this one, bro,
eliminations
because
here.
if it is,
Tough
oh
spot
my
for
gosh,
Dozier
Fortnite is like
issue to
primed up
be in.
again. The season's already been good.
Especially after
Clicks died off spawn. No way, you're
finally
lying.
starting to get a
You're lying,
couple
bro.
of points put on the leaderboards now.
Chris, thanks so much for $2, bro.
Continue to do
What are you
they
talking
do
about?
best,
Thanks so much for $2, man.
and that is just float around
your
the
map.
map and earn points. Think about this. They're slowly inching. their way back
okay.
into
Homer
the
Griffin,
tournament standings,
really, bro?
further solidifying a
gosh.
potential qualification spot. Right now, the qual gap between them is about.
If I had
$3
$1 for every time
teams,
someone did
because
party
there's
ups
a
on
lot
me,
of
bro, I could
qualified
probably buy a
teams
house
in between
in
them.
this economy
and it
too.
gets to basically
Crazy.
Clix's duo in Victor V, but that's about 40 points. So
Absolutely
if
crazy.
Vic and Queasy have another massive game like they had before,
Jimmy,
they'll
thanks so
jump
much for the 10
up
jewels, bro.
into the
Oh, with the
conversation.
20
But
jewels,
if
thank
not,
us.
You'll have
Curry,
teams
thank you for
like
the jewels.
Clix possibly overjump into the standings as well.
You're doing after FNCS? I'm sleeping, bro. That's what I'm doing.
And typically throughout the course
Data,
of the
thanks so much for the
tournament,
jewels, bro.
you know what I'm saying? That's 12 games.
Thank you, man.
Maybe you can have 3 bad games, 4 if you're lucky. Well, at this stage of the game, there's no more time for bad games. You have to go ahead and execute every opportunity here, and that's what Veno Agers are doing. Nobody's contesting their drop, so they're immediately in back-to-back games going on the hunt. Contrap, Darcy were that team in the last game, and for a moment there, it was looking like Aoxy and JoJo Fishy.
Like this from CDZ. Playing defense right now, but Peterbot and Boy are on the hunt here, trying to earn themselves some early points, but more importantly, that extra damage that they've had seemingly trouble with, right? Like for the
Chris,
most
thanks so
part,
much for
you haven't
$2,
really
bro.
seen them too
You're
far
just
in
yapping,
ahead
man. Thanks so
on
much for
the
$2.
damage threshold. They've
You streaming
kind of
tomorrow?
been
Yeah, I'm streaming every day this week, guys.
as
I'm already
far
on day
as
5 of
mid-game
daily
goes,
streaming
and their
without missing a
comfort
day.
with
So
the first storm surge warnings. So these are some really great key eliminations.
I want to try to go full daily in
Especially for
August. I
them to
don't want to
close
miss
the
any
gap,
days.
and it's quite a gap for them to close. If they want first place, that is around 70.
Right now, it's better
them to
Pete
overcome.
or
But that
Poyo.
elimination is definitely going to be under 70, but still a long
mean who's
journey
better?
for them with 2 games left to do it. And it does look like now that they already
don't
got
know.
those
They're
eliminations
both
on
really
Dozier
close
and
in skill.
Ishu,
I'd
you
say
already know
Poyo's better
Ryan
at
and his
solo
duo just
clutching
kind of lurking
as of
around
right
up
now.
above. They may
And
not
I
know
think
exactly where they're
Peterbot
positioned, which exact box, which side of it.
is
but they
the
know
better
they are
player
around,
between the
and they
two,
don't wanna let the
just
opportunity because
barely,
they have a looting advantage over Moneymaker and Fnatic.
because of his accolades.
It's funny how they just
He's played a
feel
couple more tournaments than
very
Boyo
comfortable
has and
content
plays well in those. So
waiting things out
just off that.
regardless of the situation.
Laws, thank you so much for $2, bro. Appreciate you. Halo 3 build binds on side buttons. What order?
Clix and Rapid sticking to the true and trusty strategy. But we saw them get those diminishing returns before, right? Trying to do those
Back one's
fast
ramp,
rotations
front
that
one's
fight teams
wall,
combine.
floor is
Since
middle
then,
one.
they haven't
I
really
think.
tried to
I don't
flex
know.
that strategy again.
It's kind of all muscle memory. Like it's
Curious how this
weird.
one's gonna play
I don't
out,
have my
because they
binds
will
memorized,
need
bro,
to
but like my fingers know
try
where
to
they are. You know.
maintain that
Thanks so much for the 2, man.
consistency, that pacing that they have set for themselves here today as they kind of fought their way back into the race. Meanwhile, Muzz and Rise probably on much more high alert here, right, Jacob?
I am not doing party ups IRL.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
they
chat.
definitely have to
That's
be.
not happening, bro.
They're
Why do
still
you
the
want
team
me to
be
do
in
party ups
first place.
IRL?
Just because the gap
That's
is
my
closed
question.
doesn't mean, you know, anybody else is going to
Sus.
try to make a run for it. You know, Josh Niamzo, Higgs,
Sus.
and Curve, who are a little bit further down that leaderboard and need them to have a
New prediction?
relatively
I
close
think it's already
to
going on right now.
0-point game. If they want
Started
to
before the
take
match.
that first place spot.
Yeah, does Clix
we
win
know
game
just
11?
the
It's still going on, so.
implications, and when the leaderboard that is
Gotta wait for the game to
actually
finish, chat.
stacked, sometimes you don't want to take the risk.
How much do you like this
because
season? I
you wanna
love it,
go
bro.
ahead and qualify
This is
to
the
go.
best Fortnite season we've had since.
Now we have Cold and Ritual.
Not including
Really
Simpsons.
close to
I'm not talking
Acorn
mini
and
seasons.
Bolts in
This is the
between
best season
Yamzo
we've
and
had since the
Josh,
Lawless
right next
season.
to Muzz and
Chapter
Rise.
6, season 2.
What is this dangerous
Because Star Wars was
triage
awful.
unfolding here? This
The
is kind of
superhero one was.
interesting to see.
It was mid. The one afterwards, the bug one, is so forgettable. It was
Still relatively
Bleh,
early,
4
so
out of
you know
10
a lot
at
of these teams
best.
will continue to rotate throughout the course
not including
of the game.
Simpsons. Chapter
But
7
now
season
that
1
they're
was
positioned
mid.
Here, rotating out,
Season
well,
2 was
won't
probably
come
like a
without
6
its
out
own
of 10,
risk,
but
whether
still
you're
mid.
shockwaving from distance
And
or
then
just
this
trying to get
season,
the
season
effect and run
3,
out.
Chapter 7,
Acorn Bolts
fire, bro.
are there, but Muzz and Rise will
Like
definitely
8.5
have that
for
bird's
sure.
eye view
It's up
to
there.
see everything. Is Batman, Booga, and Higgs, aka I should say Higgs and Curve, coming off early from Lifty. Most of the games that we've seen throughout the weekend, they
I'm south. Thank you, Linux.
stayed up there at Lifty Lodge. They
Appreciate you,
have
man.
the extra med kits. They have the gold. They have
Or
the
little
vending
NX.
machine.
Sorry.
But this is one of the first games that we've actually
Appreciate you, bro.
seen on stream that they are
When you posting the speedrun
rotating
tomorrow,
early
it got delayed a
outside
bit.
of where they normally do.
Yeah, I was looking at their positioning here, and I was thinking the same thing to myself. Like, wait, this looks a lot different than any other positioning we've seen from them this early into the game. Seems like it's working out well.
Chapter 5 season
Targeted
1 or
Dash and Noxy here. Dash and
Chapter
Noxy,
2
who,
season
by the
4?
way,
Oh gosh,
if
some
it
Marvel
wasn't for them
season,
falling
OG Marvel
early
season
2 games ago,
versus.
they would be inside the top 10. They were starting to
Oh,
get
gosh.
really, really close. They're one of the few teams that are on the bubble as well.
Oh, I love them both so
Can't count out
much.
anyone.
I can't choose.
Since we're one good game away from
I think I would
really
cry if
propelling
Chapter
teams
5 season
into
1
the
came
race
back.
once again.
And I'd also cry if Chapter 4,
Josh
or sorry,
Young
Chapter
on the
2,
side,
Season
though,
4
just north of
came back.
Sinister
Oh
Strip.
gosh, that season was so good. Marvel season, bro. Stark Industries.
You know, even though they're actually playing pretty
That was
good,
such a good
decently
season.
consistent. You know, they
The
have
mythics
a
were
victory
super
royale with
fun, too.
11 eliminations. But outside of that, they haven't really had any phenomenal.
That was the first season I started grinding Arena. If it wasn't for that season, chat, I don't think I ever would have gotten into competitive Fortnite like that.
28th, 15th.
Because I
And then
barely
obviously
played
that first
Arena
place,
prior
I
to
think
that
the thing
season.
that's
Like, that
kinda
was the season I
keeping them in
really
contention
grinded.
Is their ability to get eliminations.
What's up, Zero?
And some of these teams are, you know, going to rely on consistent placements, picking up eliminations as they naturally come throughout the course of the game, and others, especially with the leaderboard this close, are going to make some attempts here to try to get one
Everyone's
elimination
just chilling.
here, 2 eliminations there, and try to add up those points over time.
That's right. The elims are definitely consistent, but you called it, the placing points far and few between.
Ugh. Oh gosh.
We'll just have to see them tighten.
I gotta
it
wake
here
up,
in
bro.
these
Only 2
final
games
two
left.
rounds.
Lock in.
Really remain in
Oh man.
for their spot to globals. Meanwhile, all of these very, very
Almost 5 hours
legitimate
into the stream
teams
right
that
now.
Could be your next champion.
Check your 1v1 map.
Are
It better not be
sitting
party hips.
Still kind of waiting this one out. This is where the
Peter
tension
Griffin,
starts to
what?
build in the mid game. Meanwhile,
Baymax?
Venom and Agers,
Really, guys?
no strangers to the storm, of course. This time uncontested. Right? We haven't seen the warning just yet. We haven't really seen
Oh my
what kind of
gosh.
pressures they're going to have to deal with now that they're uncontested. But that's a completely different scenario than we've had from them all weekend long.
Gotta be careful.
I don't think I've been party
rotating
hips
through
on
those
by
quarters. The
Baymax
amount of
before. That's
times
probably
I've
a
seen
first.
People get sidelined, surprised, especially since you don't know what's lying on the other
Man,
end.
Clicks and Rapid key in a little bit. Hold on.
Curly and Tyler.
Hold.
It's gonna be a moment for Clicks and Rapid. It's relatively safely for the most part. Try to go ahead and maximize their surge. Not too many teams close by looking in the distance just yet. But as soon as they gain that attention, that's when the risk factor will definitely increase. But you can see Rapid, this tempo is slowing down.
not really worth.
Trying to peek through the cone, getting information, but it's Peterbot and Pollo just looking all around. They're probably the highest elevated on the map as of now, so they definitely have that bird's eye view.
Yeah, they can see all the action taking place all around them. Meanwhile, Veno, though, you said you got to be careful taking these porta potties. There was a team on the other side. Go figure.
Oh man, everyone's lurking on
Just
NA
waiting
today,
to
bro.
see what was gonna go down,
Oh gosh. Pete's just in his giant tower over here.
and that's unfortunate.
Controller sense video? Ah, eventually, bro. I gotta switch to controller
I really
first.
expect, you know, Veno to kind of assess
And
the
then I'll
risk
drop the
factor in a
settings.
situation like that. That's a mistake I don't necessarily
How tall are you on a
see
bad
someone
day?
of his caliber
On a
make
good day, I'm
very often.
8'5". On a bad
As you
day,
jump
I'm
on board,
8'4".
Peterbot, Pollo, that one eliminations, building the confidence here.
So
for
not a
this
big
game. We know we
difference,
saw
but, you know,
Peterbot land a
enough to
couple
be a
tags
bad
in the
day.
distance onto that Clicks Rapid fight against Curly and Tyler. So again, it's just all progression, but it's also
Have you watched the new
same
Spider-Man movie?
reason
Not
why
yet, bro.
they
I still gotta
did go down in
watch.
28th place. They had 5 eliminations.
I got Toy
and
Story,
you
Star
think they'd
Wars,
be
and
well above
Spider-Man to
surge,
watch.
But it's
I'm
just
behind.
taking too much damage.
Been too
in
busy
some
grinding.
of those fights, they were kind of down below the damage threshold and eventually put into a bad spot.
Aoxy, Jojo Fishy recognizing the danger. They double back to Latte Landing, probably to check the reboot van. Definitely hit the mending machine on the way there.
What's up, the goat man?
They have all the information.
Just like and sub, thank
of
you.
Who and where
Jordan, appreciate you, bro.
Agers is.
You mean 4'8"? I'm not 4'8",
And
guys.
Agers
Come on.
has to be thinking.
Y'all really
"Man,
think I look
just
4'8"?
can't get enough of this team. There's been a
Do
few
I look
times
8?
where
Like,
they
come on.
got the best of Aoxy
Do I look
and
like I'm
Jojo,
4'8"?
but I'm trying to think to myself, what's in it for
Like, we gotta be
Aoxy
yapping, bro.
and Jojo right now? They've gotten the damage. They got the initial elim.
What game is this? 11 out of 12.
Yeah, they're just a long way from the
1v1 map has
cross, so they're
174.
gonna
That's
need a
crazy,
really
bro.
big game.
Hey, guys.
We'll see if this is worth waiting around for. Agers clearly thinks it's.
You know how
definitely
you
not
did?
worth
Nah, I
the
didn't watch
risk
you.
taking the fight, so he's already gone.
Yeah, especially since kind of the unpredictable.
You look like you're
factor
6'7".
of a
Thank
team
you.
Like Aoxy and Jojo
Darn
Fish,
right.
you can expect them to rotate on out because you don't expect them to be.
Camera
there in the
doesn't
first
reveal your
place.
height. Well, how about
My
this, then?
biggest hint was maybe they saw Veno
I
go
stand
down
up,
the feed, knowing that
I'm
they're
not even in
uncontested,
frame,
it's
bro.
the safest place for
That's
them
how
to venture
tall
back
I
to.
am.
Either way, Moneymaker and for
I'm
9.
taller than the
eliminations off
camera,
that
bro.
off spawn. You can see they're
I mean,
trying to
look at me
qualify for
compared to the
first
background,
land
dude.
since the 2023 Global
So much
Championship,
taller.
another duo competition. So we're always talking about like
8'5" on a
longevity
good
between lot of
day.
teams and whether it's trios or duos. I almost got to imagine this has to be one of the longer
my
standing
headphone
duos
wire.
that we do have in Fortnite.
Yeah,
Sometimes
most
I
definitely.
hate
And
having
you
a
gotta
wired
respect the
headset,
team
bro.
that even if
I
they
wouldn't
have
mind a wireless
rough year,
headset.
they thug it out. They, you
Do
know
they make
what I'm saying?
GT
Get back to the
990s
grind
wireless? I'd
and
totally
make
buy this.
drastic moves like moving to NA.
I run over the
to
wire
take
way
a
too
ball
often.
spot away, and they're
Need to
so
get cable
close
matched.
right now. So definitely commendable, respectable. and they're putting up the numbers. They've never looked
You look
better.
like you're 5'10". I am not 5'10". Come on, bro. And I'm not 4'11", chat. Come on, man. I'm tall, guys. You gotta give me some credit, bro.
It's very familiar.
Rosa, thanks so much for $2. Halo is 8'7" and can easily lift his Lamborghini.
It's all working one way or another.
Backs.
That same factor. Havoc.
See, Rosa knows what's up. Thank you so much for $2.
On the side, you can kind of see they're both playing for
8'5". I thought you were 9'8". No, 9'8" was on a great day. 8'5" is on a good day, and then on a bad day, I'm 8'4".
It's not just these two teams here. You see towards the south, about 3 teams there.
You have a PO box now.
Make their way in, and then one more.
I should get one though. It'd be fun to do like family openings.
And Kai in there towards the north side of the map, a team that they've already fought once towards the chop shop in this game.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, for a second there, I was seeing how low their health was getting. But
Halo got a Lambo?
really trying to
If I dream,
maximize
yes.
their time right now in the storm.
Dude, I've actually had so many dreams recently of driving a Lamborghini. I'm not even trolling.
I have a Vive there.
It's
Another
really
Vivo in the
weird.
distance.
It's actually weird.
Here we get to get another look at Clicks.
Like, I'll go to bed, I'll have a dream that I'm in like a zombie apocalypse or something, and then randomly I'll find a Lamborghini Aventador, and then I just start going crazy, and then I always crash it.
Really too.
Every single dream I crash the Lamborghini, but it's funny.
Material counts right there.
But yeah, I can visualize the interior so well now that like it's so accurate when I dream. It's funny.
This could be a focal.
Oliver, thanks so much for 2, man. Appreciate you. Let's go, Oliver. Much love, man.
Especially since those teams on the other
Too much
side
motion
are a
for
little bit
sure.
More elevated. Marops over there in
Facts.
the distance. Javi and Minish.
Just looked it up. You're 4'11". I'm not 4'11".
Above the damage threshold here in this zone.
What are you guys talking about?
They don't get a single shot to connect. They will fall below in the next zone. So they got to be proactive. And Acorn and Bolts in that same type of pressure cooker. But they're 118 above. You know, they're looking for more and more of these opportunities. On the flip side, though, Agers does get Veno back, but you can see it was just a sacrifice.
lighting something, bro.
He's not going to return the favor. Rightfully so, he can't. This is going to go from a 2-tick zone to a 5-tick zone, and he is 200 below the damage threshold.
Already, so Agers got the pickup. Peno's now left to play by himself.
Bro picked up the key.
Way off the damage
No,
threshold
man.
needed.
Did you miss OG movement? Yeah.
Here? You have a couple of teams in the distance. Aoxy was just taken out by Cooper and Reed, so JoJo's solo there. So you can tell it's the same sort of teams, right? Clashing back and forth here.
Yeah, this is cooked, bro. Getting zapped in storm, no one nearby.
Yeah, the main thing right now isn't necessarily
no mobility.
That there's not too many targets because you see them right in front. It's the shockwave, the lack of it that I'm really worried about.
He's
trying
dead.
to make a last dash, but he doesn't.
Not
get
much to
it.
do
Like
there.
You're saying the storm surge, all of
It
it
happens.
working against Veno and Agers in this game.
That 5-tick came through. The damage started flying down. Such
How much earnings do you have? All of them, bro.
Clicks rapid though. Find Tyler there with a massive elimination. Think about that. They were 80 damage.
When you playing
above
games?
in position
Tomorrow.
in one of the worst spots you could be in on that beach.
I'm gonna play
but
a little
they
bit of my maps
quickly
today, but
and find themselves now.
I'll play for
very
like
much in the race
rank
here.
tomorrow.
Veno and Agers is down and out though. That's gonna put them in just a small, maybe potentially questionable situation for the consistency qual spot. They do have quite the
Oliver,
lead,
these
though,
ones are
right?
too,
Like,
man.
as far as where
What was your
they're
favorite
at right
four
now,
season of all time?
465 is a good spot to be in, but we have seen
I don't know if I can
stranger
answer you on
things
that.
Yeah, roughly.
I
at
can
the
list some.
beginning edge, around
Chapter 2.
12
Well, let me start with Chapter 1
lead,
first.
obviously, 4
Chapter 1, Season
eliminations,
4.
so definitely could go out the window.
Chapter
At a
1,
moment's notice, especially
Season
the way these
7.
games have been
Chapter 1,
going,
Season
Ritual
8.
Cold,
Chapter 1, Season
300
9.
plus damage above the threshold.
Chapter 2, Season
Again,
2.
another
Chapter
one of
2,
these
Season
teams, they
4.
position themselves on the edge.
Chapter
We've
2,
seen
Season
this
5.
do this already today so
Chapter 2,
far,
Season
and they just look back
7.
and they just
Chapter
try
2,
to
Season
put
8.
shots on all these teams that are
Chapter
just
3,
in
Season
shambles,
1.
just trying to make their way in. There goes another elimination. And you said this yourself.
Chapter
That's
4,
the
Season
thing
1.
that
Chapter
makes
4,
this
Season
team
2.
so
Chapter 4,
dangerous
Season
is they
4.
don't greed
Chapter
for
5,
any of
Season
that
1.
loot.
Chapter 5,
They just take what they
Season
can get and
2.
just keep it moving.
Chapter 5, Season
I
4.
want to start getting these updates.
Chapter
with the
6,
likes
Season
of
1.
Peterbot.
Chapter 6, Season
Oh, yeah,
2.
How are they looking for this end game?
Chapter 7, Season
Things are
3.
starting to line up for them, but they're only
That's all of them.
70 above. This
That
is
I've
gonna be
played,
a
that I've
big problem,
really,
and they
really,
know it
really,
too.
really loved.
Remember, things turn off around the 40-player mark, so several teams have to fall from here till then. Victor V and Queasy we've kind of forgotten about them as things sort of got quiet. We started putting our focus in other places.
Gap Fest. You guys ask questions, bro. I answer questions.
Slowly inching their way up. Muzz and Rise
This is
are
true.
alive and kicking right now. No points earned though, Jacob. So they haven't quite started to take off just yet. But we know it's the end game where they strike best.
Especially since they're free and clear. They got their early game plan down packed. They got themselves a cushion for Surge. 12 players need to go down. Even Ritual and Cold again sticking to the backside of the zone, just landing a massive amount of damage and eventually getting the knock onto Curve. He does land on the other side, so Higgs does have one opportunity to try
He's
and
a
get
trophy
that revive.
for how
Over
much he yaps,
500
bro.
damage above the threshold. You can see they have more than enough heals to get Curve up to tip-top
Sunyan.
shape, so they have definitely dodged one right there.
That's a crazy dodge, by
What's
the
up,
way,
champ
because
from
they're
YouTube
only
chat? How
in
you doing, bro?
7th place. Remember, the qual is 8.
Are you older than 20? I'm
below.
18.
Such a close spot to be in, but the pickup is good. So
18,
we can't
bro.
come out just yet. Meanwhile, Muzz gets the worst type of lobby focus you can hope for. It's from the high ground teams and the low. I was going to say, I'm not sure elevating's going to work here, but it does at the end. He makes the right decision. And now Surge is active, and he's actually below. This is so rough.
They're still looking off in their direction, probably seeing him peek, make a window, trying to get through. 7 seconds, 25 damage. One tick is all he could take, and right now it almost seems like he's admitting defeat, almost trying to not give up any of those points, and they actually go on over to Booga and Braids that get the last shot, leading to that elimination. Javi and Aminish. We saw it was Victor V and Queasy at one point. They're all the way on the low ground towards the other side of the zone, so as it now, it's Javi and Aminish that are looking to take the high ground.
Batman Booga, Curve still alive, Peterbot, Boyo still standing, Cold and Ritual still in this game as well. And the problem is now that Muzz and Rise's lead will surely change hands here. Taking a look at Peterbot and Boyo's situation, taking a look at Ritual's situation. They're about to shockwave their way into the new zone. They're already making rotates. High ground looking very much solidified. You saw, as people were looking up, it wasn't looking too good, but as we jump around, Cold actually falls stands at HQ.
Hello?
Yeah, with first place down.
My screen freezing
second
for.
place down to a solo. That's where the point gap starts to open up. From second to third place, it's 20 points, and it continues to kind of
All
spread.
right, Rapid and Clicks is still chilling on low ground. They're right next to Peterbot and Poyo, though. Oh, gosh, they might 2v2.
Global, it's bragging rights, it's money.
It's possible.
It's a chance to make a comeback of the ages, just like Ritual here. 16 points down to start this game, and now he's feeling the pressure all around the lobby. Gets stuck in the tree for a short second. He's risking too much exposure there, trying to use that shockwave to fly over instead of through.
Yeah, definitely like this right here. But they have to change layers. They have to play for a refresh. This is why they're forcing their way in. Boya finds one. Someone's on his heels. It's actually Virgo. But he eases up the pressure, and Boyo gets away with being able to stay alive for a second there. And talk about teams that need to change layers. Ritual jumps down as well. You can see him just scrambling here as he's already lost Cold. Trying to work his way through. Barely any mats here. Just a couple heals. He's going to have to go ahead and do what he can with this, but so many different teams in this end game here. This is going to start to condense the points up at the top.
Yeah, with this being the last 2 games, all these little moments matter. Every point really does make the difference, especially for Acorn and Bold. Third place going into this game. They have a shot at first, just like any other. Peterbot and Poyo are trying to play for the high ground. They get overthrown once, but they replay it, return back up. Javi and Aminish are now on the back foot. Poyo is just running wild, but the spray is coming in from all directions.
Mara, thanks so much for the jewels. Susan with the jewels. Thank you, guys.
Alleviates that pressure, leads to the downfall of Aminish, but Poyo's also on the low ground as well.
He didn't see Javi. Javi was actually lurking in the storm
Yeah,
there.
Peterbot win here would actually be crazy, though.
Shot, and he delivers the loot for Peterbot and Poyo. But now the low ground team start to take focus to them. Acorn, Bolt see what's going on here. Ozone and Golden as well are lurking nearby. And there's a lot of teams here looking to set themselves up for a new high ground take. Bolt, Acorn trying to get their feet back into race here. They're at 4 eliminations, and still, look at them peeking for high ground.
You even got everything going down for Clicks and Rapid. Global spots, first place spots, top 5. There's so much up for grabs here in this game alone, as now Acorn and Bolts have the high ground. Peterbot all by himself, still trying to find this elimination. He needs it on the craze to stay alive, and the side finish
top 8 though.
Too late.
Clicks and Rapid are still alive too. Hold on. Hold.
Rapid still up. Acorn and Bolt still up. Liam and Chase as well. Everybody else.
You got 4 kills. Wait.
And intact with their teammate by their side.
Hold.
The biggest mistake might be letting Clicks and Rapid actually get a little bit of HP.
Hold.
Curve here as a solo down to low ground. Will
4 kills gotta be a lucky number, right?
One, but no,
Batman Booga
is still in the game. He's
Oh, I took out Clicks. Oh my gosh, bro.
Clicks there, but Rapid gets
About to
the
get
finish.
kicked from
Now,
exit.
here
Oh
comes
my
the
gosh,
switch out
man.
For the meds, for the heals, this is the only
No,
thing that
bro.
he actually can do here to try to stay in the game.
This is full grief their
Still
game.
alive in low ground. Acorn and Bolts up top. It's all gonna
Jackson
come down
thinks
to
it was an
actually
ungler, bro.
How Rapid plays this out next.
Yeah, he's going to be the disruptor. If he attacks low, high ground's going to drop. If he goes up, low ground's going to try to make a play. There goes the
Yeah,
first
Bolts
down.
wins.
Bolts actually takes down Liam. Back to back
Oh.
from Bolts right now.
They started playing
trying to
that music
save it,
way
but
too
Rapid
early.
is still healing off outside of the zone. It is
Wait.
going to be a 1v1.
Wait.
But as soon
Wait.
as that med kit stops,
Yeah, it's over.
it is over. Bolts and
GG, man.
Acorn, game 11 when it matters.
Hey, well played, though,
come
Bolts.
out with a victory royale.
And not only
That was a good game.
they are definitely jumping
Well
their
played,
way
well played,
towards
well
that
played.
first place spot. Talk about taking advantage and stand consistent there, Zeke. Game
All right, we're gonna do a
11
who
is
wins
now-
FNCS prediction next, okay, chat? So put a lot of channel points on it.
I need you to,
We're gonna do that next. I gotta see what the
I need
leaderboard
you
looks
to
like, though.
just track with me here for a moment. We're watching this game, and we're all just like, this is the craziest game we've ever seen. And then Vivid quietly, under his breath, just goes, Acorn Bolt's gonna win this game. Watch. I was like, what did he say? Like, there's no way. Vivid's being Vivid again. They win the game! They win
Bro.
the game! Acorn and Bolts get a victory royale in a situation, man. In a situation where Muzz and Rise were eliminated early. Viv, we're about to go into this last game. And this is going to be the closest race I think we've ever seen.
Really?
Acorn and Bullets, listen, we kind of
Is it
mentioned
actually that
coming into
close?
the day. Yes, they have been playing so consistent, but the one thing that they were
I thought they were gonna have a
missing
good
on the
point lead.
leaderboard was a victory royale. And in game
Huh.
11, they finally go ahead and secure
Please like and
their
subscribe. Thank you, bro.
win. And
Appreciate you.
Gotta imagine
Roman, thanks so much
how
for 10 jewels, bro.
close
Jaden with the
contention
jewels, thank
has
you.
been in the top three with Acorn and
Oh,
Bullets
gosh.
constantly finding themselves up there. Finally getting this win.
Batman
finally
Booga is
getting
Higgs.
the
He changed his name.
surgence of points is going to probably surge them up into first place. And yeah, sure enough, Kelly, we are going to be set up for a Game 12 NA Masterclass, but it was just perfection from Acorn and Bolts. I mean, high ground for what feels like the first time out of these guys.
Damien, thank you for the jewels, bro.
We watched all day yesterday and then pretty much all day today where we would see Acorn and Bolts make it to the
Okay.
end game time and time again.
Just gotta get a
But
little
once
stretch
we
in,
got
you know?
down to the final 5 or 6 teams, they were usually a solo and then eventually they would go down. But this was the game of duos. We had 4 duos alive in the final moments, which I think is
Damien,
the most that
thanks
we've
for
had
laughing
as far
disco,
as
bro.
full duos in a
Appreciate you,
final
man.
end-game
A sub.
go.
Thank you, Mesri.
And of course, that is when Acorn and
Or
Bolts
Messi. Thank you,
shine
bro.
the best, being able to control high ground. And yes, it did eventually come down to a 1v1, but Bolts is able to pull that out on top once again. Big shout out to
placements you need for
Acorn and
grants?
Bolts.
I think top
Better
10.
late than never for the victory
I thought it was
royale.
top 8, but the caster said top 10
Yes.
earlier, so.
I've just looked at the leaderboard.
Yep.
Of course.
I've just looked at the leaderboard.
Show the leaderboard.
You are not going
Show
to
it.
believe this.
Show it.
Let's go ahead, bring up those leaderboards.
Jackson, thank you,
After
bro.
this break, I'm so sorry.
okay.
I know. Listen, we got
Zeke.
this break. It's fine. You need to come back though. Okay, when
We talked about this,
It's gonna
Zeke.
be crazy.
You
We'll
can't
see
you can't keep
We'll
doing
see
the
you in just 3
cliffhangers, bro.
minutes, okay? Just hang tight.
You can't keep doing the cliffhangers. The 3 minutes is not necessary. Why do we keep taking a 3-minute break? What was the 3-minute break even do? Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go back to my 1v1 map. If you guys want to join me, you can just search HaloBT on Discover. If I'm getting party hipsed on, I'm joining a new lobby. If I'm not getting party hipsed on, then I'll stay. Ready? 3, 2, 1. I'm not getting party hipsed on. Wait, that's different. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I just got mad XP. Let's go. Scuba. Oh gosh, bro. Wait, what level am I on now? Oh my gosh, 213? Dude, I was like level 205. Like just a bit ago. Holy crap, have I actually gained that much XP? Caveman, thanks so much for 200 bits, bro. Appreciate you, thank you. Why are you bald? I'm not bald. Cap. New lobby. All right, let me do 3 quads in a row, then I'll join. 1, 2. Bro. 0. I'm gonna default that son. 1, 2. All right, guys. Guys. 1. Bro. All right, we're just gonna join a new lobby. Yeah. What server you want? East or Central or West or Europe? What are we feeling? Which one, chat? Which one? How many we got on the map? 152. Let's go. We got 152 on the 1v1 map and then 173 on infinite box fights. Thank you guys. That's tough, bro. I mean, we could go back to infinite box fights. East? Sure. East. Back to East. Back to East. Ducky, thank you so much for the jewels, bro. Scuba. Hi, guys. Oh, they might not be on stream. They might just be playing. Hold. 200. Hey, bro. Hi. Oh. Halo baby with the jewels. Hey, bro. What place is Peterbot in? I do not know. I think he's top 5, probably. Chat, what do you guys think looks cleaner? This? The big edits? Or the smaller edits? Like that. Big edit? Smaller edit. So 1 tile versus 2 tile. I feel like 2 tile looks a little better for the crosshair placement. But 1 tile is kind of satisfying to do in a row. The big tile is better? I don't know. I'm gonna do them both, but... You think I can go pro? Go for it, Unbox. I believe in you, man. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of big, really. So just spamming these. Hi. Reset. Does it look better if I do pickaxe or do builds out? What are we feeling? Hi, bro. Hi. No, you messed up my builds. And these are really clean. Nah, that's just you, Drew. If you're lagging, the map's not gonna save the lag, guys. Like, it can't save your bad internet. New shotgun with blue pump, it's so clean. Like, free build. Guys, I just server hopped. I'm gonna stay in this one for a bit. Where's the blue pump at? There it is. So, like... it does look clean. I see what you mean. I think the gold pump looks better, though. Where is it? Do NAC, please? I was just on NAC. You guys wanted me to go back to East. See? Gold pump just looks a little bit better. 200. Who won? No one yet. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. 200. Hey, bro. 200. 200. Alright, let's go back. Last match, chat.
In the bubble, but Shadow and Virgo are on the 11th place, who have already qualified.
Okay, I'm gonna get a prediction going, by the way, guys.
Up to Moneymaker
for who wins FNCS.
Victor V and Queasy. It's literally up to EU to stop Clicks and Rapid from going to the global championships. What is happening?
Wait, no, show the leaderboard. No!
Why does it always happen like this, guys? Why does it?
I need to see the leaderboard, bro. Oh my gosh, I was gonna type it in.
Hey, man. Yeah, they're just so good. But this is great for Clicks and
Bruh.
Rapid. I mean, we kind of came into these grand finals. We kept talking about how Clicks is feeling confident. And
All right,
listen, being
Acorn.
number one,
Yeah, let's get
without a
Acorn on
doubt, was
there.
rough for these guys, but they have figured something out here. In
Let's
day
get
number 2. I want
Clicks.
everybody to kind of remember
Let's
this
get-
number: 440 points.
Gosh,
listen,
who else?
Clicks and Rapid,
Peter.
Right now, as it currently stands, they are in that global qualification range.
Peter.
But take a look at these standings, because if you
Let's
look
get
up just a couple
Cold.
of placements on the leaderboard, like let's go ahead and shoot for 5th here, right? Higgs and Curve.
Let's get
47
Batman
points
Booga.
Actually separate 10th
Batman
and 5th place right now.
Booga.
Now, obviously, Clicks and Rapid, on their mind
Let's
right
get
now is
Muzz.
qualifying the globals, but they could really prove something here in this grand finals.
and then
I
we'll
do
get
wanna go ahead
Venno.
and mention that page number 2 that
Just in
Kelly
case,
was
it could
kinda
pop
talking
off and
about.
win.
So that way
It's
we
possible.
can kind of get a visual on this, because 440 points, right? That is kind of that qualification range. Take a look at it. Kelly
Okay,
mentioned Shadow and
new
Bird have
prediction
already
goes
qualified
out
to
in
globals,
3,
right? They
2,
can't technically
1,
knock anybody
now
out.
go.
But Moneymaker and
Who
Fry
wins
looking for that spot.
FNCS?
Victor V and Queasy looking for that spot. But then we look at Reet and Cooper. I mean, they're so far behind. Boog and Braids, they're
Who
so
wins
far behind. I think
FNCS?
those
Prediction
guys are
going
just
out, guys.
too far away from that 440 point threshold. So the question is, guys, Victor V and Queasy, Moneymaker and F9, can they have a game that is good enough to break that 440 point threshold, assuming that Clicks and Rapid are just going to get 0 points, which you could probably guarantee is not going to happen?
This is so crazy. This is absolutely insane on NA right now. We are about to enter the final game. Fortnite fam, follow along.
ready.
Like Vivid said, 440 is that, bro. Just keep thinking about that number. Anytime you tune in to Clicks and Rapid, think about that number. Anytime you see someone like be eliminated and have to solo clutch, they're fighting for their lives. This is it. If someone goes down, they cannot get any more points. The last
Let's go, bro.
in major number 2. Casters, over to you.
I'm ready.
This is truly it, Monster. The last go around, the last game of the day.
I have a question.
And
Why
the
is this
last
delayed? It's
hope
not delayed, guys.
anybody has
I misclicked
to either win
the poll
tournament,
like 4
qualify
times.
for the global championship, or
Nothing
just
is
win
delayed.
a buttload of that money.
I can refresh
We've
this.
seen a
though.
little bit of everything as well. The globals, Clicks and Rapid are holding that thin line, and then the race for top. I mean, we are surely in for a treat here soon.
This is
and
crazy.
honestly,
I
I'm
know,
looking at
man. I'm
Moneymaker
excited.
and F9.
Chat,
These
who
are
do you
the
guys got
guys
winning
that have
FNCS
been
right
lurking
now? Type it in the
around
chat.
so many
Right now,
different
right now, right now.
DOIs.
Go, go,
They've
go.
been getting key
Try to predict the future
eliminations,
right
keeping
now.
them in the race with the last game of the day ready. Moneymaker and F9, what do you got?
Well, game 12 is here.
I've seen a lot of
grand
Cold.
finals weekend. It
Couple
has
clicks.
been. Looking at how
Couple
things have
Peterbot.
played out. If you
Me,
are
bro?
Moneymaker
Okay,
and
Mr.
F9, you're
Banana.
thinking about
Okay,
the
okay.
commitment you have made to travel to NA. How much does qualifying to globals
Seen some bolts
mean
now.
to you? If it's everything
Alright,
you're
looks like
here
maybe
to do, well, you have
mainly
to contest Clicks
Cold,
and Rapid, because if they
Pete,
get any further away
couple
from you,
Muzz as well.
it's going to be mathematically impossible
we'll see.
for you to close that gap. So that is the question.
Let's
Then on the other
see.
side, you have, of course, the race for first
excited, bro.
place. Acorn and Bolts have put the biggest target on their back.
Yeah, first place
as they
prize
are
is
now
over
at
$100,000
570 and in the lead.
plus that FNCS pickaxe
Just a huge gap
plus
to
the
overcome,
qualification
but no Moneymaker
to
for Nyan.
the LAN
Not
tournament.
necessarily landed on Clicks and Rapid. Same strategy that they had in that last game over towards Golden Grove. They didn't necessarily lurk over to take the fight. They went elsewhere. Kind of what they're
Do you
doing
think I could be
now,
pro?
but they
I
have
think
way
anyone could be a
more
pro, chat.
tension in this game that they did
I've
have
gotten
in
that question a
last
lot
one.
from a lot of
Boog
people
and Braids
today.
trying to
Like, if
push
you
them
wanna go pro,
away
dude, do
from
it.
Golden Grove.
Yeah, I like that play from Booga and Braids. Obviously, there's a lot riding on the lines for them, but now Quick and Avari, you know, they've kind of had their own little bits of back and forth with F9 and Moneymaker. F9 and Moneymaker getting a little
Bro hit him
piece of
like
their
10 with
own
the Maven.
medicine
Oh,
there.
gosh.
Unfortunately, now getting collapsed on between
Geek,
the
bro.
two teams, and everyone knows exactly what duo that was. Booga Braids happy with their initial loadout and the spoils of war that they earned from this.
Do you have to be on
They're
keyboard
actually
mouse to
gonna
go pro?
keep
No, there's plenty of controller players.
I mean,
There's controller pros in this tournament,
about,
guys.
it's just much
Like Reet,
harder,
he's playing on controller and he's in this tournament, you know?
improbable for it happening, but
Man, you
Boog
can do it on
Braids,
console too. It's just harder.
It's going to need a miracle.
But there's plenty of
Maybe even
console
two.
cups
But
specifically,
in the
and
20,
then
30 eliminations,
a lot
one
of
those
console
crash out
pros
games
that
we
have good
do
earnings.
see right now, they already have 2 eliminations here, and a couple more
How old are
teams
you?
in
18?
the distance that they continue this streak on.
Well, this is really interesting. If they start off hot like that and can pick up about 6 or so eliminations, you know, we were trying to think about what would it take. You need to effectively win the game and just ball out on the lobby. It's a very difficult thing to do, but we have seen it.
I want to see a 20 bomb, bro.
Over 20 eliminations. I don't know the exact number, but I just did a little bit of quick math. Over 20 eliminations.
I want to see that
victory for
that'd be
Braids.
crazy.
It's definitely
Imagine.
possible, but it's not just Moneymaker and F9 that they have to take down. It's Clicks and Rapid. It's Josh Iyamzo. It's those players above them inside of that bubble.
Clicks and Globals. If he plays well this game, yeah.
Up another elimination onto Alongo. Braids does go down, so they're actually going to go for a double res on either side. But again, they're just keeping the train rolling. They're giving themselves a chance. It
I
might
got the
be a
hiccups now.
hard one,
Oh, gosh.
but they are up for the fight.
At the end of the day, this is
That's
what
not
I
great.
can respect. This is what I think the entire community can most definitely respect. You put it all on the line and you play for that win. Take a look at this. Peterbot, though.
Yeah, I haven't played comp in years, bro. It's been 3 years.
He can't down right now. This is going to be gunning down Webster here.
I'll play
Very
again
nice
one day.
pickup for him. Good set of eliminations. Webster already did the farm for him. And of course the extra damage as well. The new team's pushing in. It's actually Curly's duo.
Curly's doing a good job of pushing Peterbot back, taking away those piece control, forcing him into a whole nother box, expending a lot of their materials. They expected to jump on one team, but I'm not sure how crowded they expected.
Bro, it's pushing 30. I'm not
this
pushing
to
30, guys.
actually be, 'cause
Stop
there's
saying
another
that.
player up
Oh my
towards the
gosh.
north that's staring down. Maybe even
I'm
trying to
pushing
get
19,
damage.
dude.
Curly directly knocking on the wall. Encrypted is there as well. That's Webster's duo still up in this game for the two.
Do you think that
initially
non-claw
fighting it
controller is the
outside
hardest way to go
third party
pro?
Just a little bit, but it's not slowing him down. 'cause
not if you have
letting an immense
paddles.
amount of damage onto Pete.
I don't play claw. I have
About
paddles when I do
recognizing
play controller. It's been
this is a
years
really
though,
tough
but
fight to take. He's probably second guessing what
when I
duo this is
did,
as well. Don't
I played
forget,
with paddles.
You obviously have the likes of Acorn and
I can't do
Cold
claw,
and
bro. It
everyone
hurts my
else that
hands too
lands
much.
Not too far off. They tend to kind of get and rotate and position near each other.
But yeah,
No
I'd say it's
information
hard if you
downloaded
don't have
just
paddles.
yet. This is just
Or claw.
again, a battle. A real scrappy one at that. Curly and Tyler put up a really good defense.
You're like 23.
It's
No,
not
I'm
just
18, bro.
encrypted in the
It's still
distance. It's playing
18.
for Webster. It's
I
nice
age
and
once a
easy
year,
on the top
guys.
side of that mountain. Probably
Ay,
watching the
ay, ay.
feed, waiting for one of these guys to fall.
You guys think I
Hoping
age
it's another
once a day,
elimination
bro?
onto Quick as well, keeping it going on the Golden Grove side of the map of Pollo. Any open space, the shots
Pushing
from Tyler
70,
Curly are
okay.
connecting, but there goes a big shot to kind of slow down the roll that Curly
Wait,
has been
wait.
on so
Oh,
far in
wait,
this
wait,
fight,
wait,
with
wait.
no extra HP heals.
Pete's down.
Peterbot has just
Oh,
gone down.
gosh.
Game 12.
They
The
might be full
pressure is
down
on
now.
Pollo yet again.
This is
Shots waiting
bad.
to try to create distance, but that one's not going to work.
They're getting
In
full
comes that
griefed.
third party.
Wow.
Oh, no is right. CDZ
They want him
are the
dead,
ones
bro.
to
What
take
the
down
heck?
Pollo and
He's getting
eventually lead
1v4'd.
to them getting sent back to the lobby.
That's the first time we've
Dude.
seen Peterbot and Pollo fall in a final game when they're on the hunt for a first place run. And who knows how long to be
They just got
honest, or
1v4'd,
ever for that
bro.
matter, but either way,
That's
I
crazy.
like what was going on there. I like the idea they needed to close the gap with eliminations the same way you see other teams looking to push it right now. However, Tyler and Curly, where was this all tournament long?
W reaction
They have
time.
dug in deep, and they're in the trenches right now playing very well.
And even now the third party is on the back foot. Nuts
Nice.
already down. CDZ just trying to survive. And he meets that same fate. Tyler and Curly, a couple quick eliminations here to rise up that leaderboard. Just trying to get into the next money pocket threshold. Just trying to increase their earnings for this tournament. But again, the struggles. Not sure how Rapid went down, but Clicks is literally
Oh,
by
gosh.
himself. And he is that line.
This is really bad.
If he doesn't do good this game, he doesn't get globals.
Moneymaker and F9 because they were so close to
Oh my
Clicks and
gosh.
Rapid. Like all they had to do is genuinely outperform them and then out.
Oh my gosh, he's getting hunted down.
And we're Rapid
What?
down. Contrap and Darcy have actually singled out
What?
Clicks. They know he's here. Clicks has to play very well.
What?
How badly
What is
does he
going?
want
How
it?
do they know
We
he's
There's
there?
a big gap between him and everyone else, but
Dude, hello?
again, you don't want to give Victor V and Queasy the runway because if you do, they
Bruh.
might run away with it. Pressure's
Especially
on
since-
Clicks.
Queasy and Victor V are
man.
not even necessarily the target.
They
on
must have saw him
anybody's
crouching.
radar. This is a huge moment here for Clicks. Essentially,
I don't know if he can
playing
1v2,
for a
bro. The
global
nerves are gonna get him.
championship spot in
He just has
this
to try to like
fight. In a
lurk
1v2,
around and try to
there
get
is a whole
out
nother team just
or
to the
something.
right of
I don't know.
that
Have another
vending
team third
machine.
party. I really don't know.
Maybe Clicks is hoping somebody else hears that and looks to crash the party, but as of now, you can see he's burning through every single resource that he has.
Yeah, they're
Material
full
being
griefing him,
dwindled
bro.
down. He does have some extra bigs, but he hasn't taken too much damage to dig that deep into his resources. And it's Boji and
Oh, and they
Alongo,
want him. They're gonna
the
sit on
ones
top.
the other
Oh my
side.
gosh, are you
I was gonna
serious,
say, He
guys?
also hasn't given damage either. So because
Bro.
you haven't given the damage, that team's not going to respect you enough to back off just yet. Instead, they're taking shots, trying to fish through the builds, weakening them so they can get visuals to look through.
These guys got 12 points
Has to
too.
kinda wait
Like,
this one
bro,
out.
what?
The RC
Okay.
Contrap keeping their HP up. The fact
Okay.
that they're using Chug Jugs is telling us that they're
Hold
probably
on.
looking
I
to
gotta
stick
look at
around
the
for quite a
leaderboard real
while.
quick. Fortnite tracker.
There goes. They're trying to burst into the box. 2v1. This is where they're trying to use their numbers, but it doesn't
Come on, Clicks.
necessarily work for them. Big shot from Clicks, slowing them down. Now
Come on.
Alongo and Boji have heard enough
Gotta clutch
noise.
this
They're
up.
making
Come
their
on.
way on over, and this
Come
could
on.
be the miracle he's looking for. He's been
Bro.
using this Chug Jug the entire time to keep himself topped off, so one shot or a move like this doesn't
Oh my gosh.
take him down.
Oh my gosh.
And he is like water flowing through
Nice.
these builds to stay alive. Misses that first shot. but
Nice.
he
Oh my-
is
Cinema.
doing so much here
Cinema.
to keep him and Rapid in contention.
Wait.
That first down
Wait.
is going to be the
Wait, he's
biggest
primed.
one. Trying to alleviate
Hold on.
some of that pressure. Contract
100 mats.
drops
Come on,
right
come on,
back
come on. Just slow down, slow down.
And Clicks is missing a couple shots
Get the
here,
finish.
but he is still keeping
Nice.
ahead in this fight.
He's
Oh my
playing-
gosh, there's a whole nother
he's
team.
playing
Oh
well
my
right now.
goodness
4
gracious,
points.
there's a whole nother
A new
team.
comes in.
He can't catch a break,
The
bro.
little bit there, he does get a couple extra mats. Can he scramble?
Holy
out the
crap,
box
he's locked
here?
in.
I'm not sure if he's going
He's not choking the net right now.
Another duo comes crashing in. He actually gets bailed out.
What is happening,
Clicks
bro?
might be able to go just a little bit further here.
And
I'll
he
just
tries to
hide
stop
here,
the heels.
actually.
He doesn't want to give up too much information here. Curly and Tyler,
Hold
they
on.
don't know, but they have just rescued Clicks here out from
That
the
team
depths of
that keyed
potentially going
Clicks
down.
is
And since
basically
Boji
dead
is still
last.
Here moving around, they can't even shift their focus on over to see
That
how many
initial team
players
that
are
keyed
still
Clicks,
here.
I
And he's
think they
gonna
were doing
use
that on purpose.
monster. He's going to use
I think they
this
realized
as
they
a
were dead
moment
last and they just wanted to ruin
finally
Clicks' tournament.
disengage, but without too many
Not
white
gonna start
heels, he
rumors,
is
but
on
that's
a
what it looks
clock.
like.
And remember, he's earned a couple
That's
more
what it looks like.
points. So for anyone
We're
who's
almost
trying to
dead
push
last, and we're
onto
keying Clicks in the middle of
heels
nowhere.
Clicks and Rapid, these points
Does
are
seem
the
sus.
worst case scenario for you. And now Clicks gets to
But it looks
sit
like he
the
actually got
distance.
out of
He
that.
still has that med kit. He's got a little bit
No
more to work with.
way, bro.
He can comfortably
Yeah, they're not even
rotate
looking at
here.
him. He's full gone. He's still
What a
really
turn
griefed,
of
but I
events
mean,
there,
like, hey,
Jacob.
there's a chance.
Wow.
This is clutchable, chat.
That's all I can really
Cinema.
say after watching all that shakeout is wow. This is some of the best Fortnite we have seen Clicks play in such a long time. Don't let the position
Locked
on
in, bro.
the leaderboard fool you, because he right now is the sole reason why they are still in this game.
I live in Tennessee, chat.
As you see, Veno Agers.
'Cause I'm the only
much higher
10 you
up
see.
on that leaderboard in a much more comfortable spot for sure, but don't
Tis true.
like what they're seeing here out of Reet and Cooper. They could potentially try to take this fight, but if they
He
go
lost
down,
Rapid, though?
it was
Nah, he can
almost
get the
all for
reboot.
nothing, because they are literally right there, 18 points away from the next placement.
18 points away. Cold and Ritual. Just 30.
Never wanted to move to Texas,
must
dude.
rise.
I would love to be in Texas right now. A little zero ping action.
Taking a look at what's happening.
Good
right
weather.
here.
Everything's cheap in
Stones pulling
Texas.
to the top left.
You can get such a
of the
big
map
house in
here. It's the
Texas
first
for
time
like
I've
half the
seen one
price of
actually
anywhere else. It's
drop this
crazy,
far
bro.
up. It's gonna be pretty interesting.
That is 6,250 jewels, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Outside of the zone, most of the teams that you see at Cluster Coast,
Thank you, man.
that little arrow down below on the side, that's Clicks trying to survive down there. Only one arrow.
that's
so
him down there?
Rapid
Oh,
is
God.
not up just yet, but you can see the journey
Bro.
they have in front of them. Cluster, Shaken,
Bro.
Sinister, Frosted, and then they reach
Oh
the zone
my
of the battle.
gosh.
Yeah, look at how much of a long way he's got to go.
Yeah,
But he
Fortnite's
is
not
still
making it
very
easy for
much
Clicks to
motivated
clutch
and in
this.
game. And
Jeez,
hey, at the
dude,
end
what
of
is
the
that
day, with
zone
how
pull?
fast the lobby has
I didn't realize that was
continued to
Clicks,
cut
bro.
its
I
way
thought that was
out.
someone
For all
else.
we know, he
I thought he already
might
rotated
steal
out
away
there.
some cheeky placement points before you even get there, but
Oh,
we'll
gosh.
just have to see. Veno and Agers still fighting to close the gap here. No elims just yet. That's going to be the first one.
Is Tennessee expensive? Not compared to like California, but
shortly after, they finished the
nah,
job,
Texas
and
is just
Reed
cheap.
and Cooper's
Like Texas is
run
literally
to
known
the
as like
finals is
actually
now
one of the
over.
cheapest states in the U.S.
Just like that, Agers and Veno
in terms of
secured 8
real
points.
estate.
That's a team. This isn't the first time.
Like
They
if you
face
got a
each other
house that was
throughout
like
this
I don't know
tournament.
let's say 2,000
And
square
with this
feet
one
in
kinda being
Texas
over,
versus
Reaper
2,000 square
Cooper, game
feet
12
in
sent back to the lobby. I
California.
can assure you, Monster,
Obviously,
this is
depending
the
on the
last
exact
time we're
location
gonna
in
see
both
these two
spots,
teams face
Texas is
off
probably gonna be
in
like
an
a third of the
FNCS
price. You know,
tournament. Particularly with maybe something on the line. As we
it's
see
not free or
towards the
anything, but
Battlewood,
you know,
closer towards the zone.
it's a lot
Both
better
teams are
pricing.
Our first place team. With
yeah,
a
Texas
little
is pretty
bit
lit.
of a cushion, they managed to rotate very, very quickly away from Frosted Flats and trying to get one of those priority
What's up, Halo? What's up, dude?
where they're near one of the buildings, elevated up so they can't get snuck
What
down
place
low
is
towards
Clicks
the
10th?
bottom.
He needs this. If he doesn't get this game, he's not going to qual for globals.
Game, pulling the zones,
He has to at least get the
getting
land qual, you know.
Rotates like Bolts and Acorn are just doing it right now. And how many wins is this for Acorn at this point? He is starting to really rack them up.
Why do you have clips off? I don't have clips off.
Better IGLs that
You
we
have to be
in
following for
history
like 5
of
days or
Fortnite.
something
He
to
had a
clip,
streak
but
of winning
no, they're
major
on.
ones. That one, once again, got stopped here, but we can go ahead and make up for it with a major 2 victory, especially for Bolts coming on over from NA West.
Guys, and it's not a
Before
money
Central
thing, bro.
became one region, Bolts won the
I'd have to
last
live by
FNCS
myself in a
on
state
West,
I've never
came
been
over
in before
at multiple top placings
without
that we saw
anyone
on
there.
Day one with Kelly,
Like, that kinda
Pivot,
sucks,
and
you know?
Zeke breaking it down. Bolts is just that guy. You pair him with one of the greats, these are the results you will see. Muzz and Rise looking good. You can kind of see a decent amount of our players at the top side of the leaderboard have no real contention at this side of the game.
Well, here's our next team that's looking to qual their way to globals. Queasy and Victor V, they have the
Oh,
damage.
it's back, yeah. They're
but
cooking, bro.
I
They
think
might clutch
will
this.
Need a win. I think they
I can see
will
it.
also need over 10 elims, and more importantly, they
I can see
will
it.
have to stomp out Josh,
Player count?
Gonzo, or Clicks and Rapid,
we are
and that is no
at
easy task right now.
150.
I will say, though, the blessings are in their favor. You see where the zone is at? Not too
It's Clicks
far
live,
away
yeah.
from their actual POI. They're 300 above the damage threshold. So while
Live in your
Storm
parents'
Surge
house?
pops,
Yeah, so.
other players gonna probably trade off shots in the distance.
It's not a
get
roast
close
anymore,
quarters,
chat. Like,
box-to-box
basically,
type fights.
I
They
forgot
have
what the
created
stat was,
themselves
man.
a
Oh,
distance
gosh.
away from everybody else and potential danger. So it shouldn't necessarily be a problem, or at
What
least
was
not for
it?
now. We'll
I
see
saw it
where
recently.
the zone continues to flow. And again, Monster, it's
Basically, a
working
lot of
in
people
Queasy and Victor V's favor as we
around
move
my
towards the
age
north.
and
Did
like
we ever
early
get that
20s are still
update
with their
Clicks?
parents.
Did he actually make it?
It's not an insult, bro. It used to be
Because
back in the
remember,
day,
he
but like,
is
nah.
the line as
Now it
well.
is- it's
Last we
chill.
saw him, he was deep in the storm trying to rotate.
What's up, Pure?
On the
Thanks
other
for the
side,
sub, bro.
look at Bolts and Acorn making these very fast rotates. They are wasting no time.
I thought you
Putting
moved. I
everything
did.
on the line, using these shockwaves early, make it to the half in, half out. Meanwhile, Muzz
Living in your
and
parents' house is not bad.
Rise
I know,
are
but people roast
down.
it, you know?
Championship run
I agree.
has
It's
come
good.
to a close, and we wanted to see them do well.
But yeah,
They
people
came
just
so
roast
close
stuff,
there,
so.
Jacob. But in the end,
But you're
third
18, come on.
place
I
is where they
know,
sit
but like
now.
people just roast me for no
Gotta be
reason.
happy.
Dude, when I was like
Kind of
16, people were
essentially
roasting me, you know?
qualified
It's
for
like,
the
I
global
can't escape it.
championship. But, you know, you're so close to the win. It all depends on how you look at it. And we know how these competitors are. If they're not first, they're last, or at least that's what they have in their minds.
Do you think you're
But
gonna
maybe
get kicked?
tomorrow
Yeah, I
they'll
don't even
begin
know,
to
bro.
celebrate. Clicks does get Rapid.
Wait,
This is
they
the
have
update
loot,
you were
man?
looking for. I know he had the
Oh,
reboot
wait, no,
off,
never
but I
mind.
was
Clicks
questioning
has some
the
loot, but-
material. I was questioning
Yeah,
the
Rapid's a bit broke.
loadout. I don't know
Oh,
where
gosh.
this key leads, but I'm sure it is long gone behind him because he was carrying that when he was
Yeah,
at
they're
the
gonna need a refresh.
Sanctuary.
At least they have
Hey,
Surge,
he's got
though.
it, though. It's in his pocket. That's all that matters.
Winnable, winnable.
Hopefully, it brings him a little bit of luck right now.
Does your room get hot? No, I got
27.
AC blasted in
As
here.
far
It's
as the
nice.
remaining
It's really
duos
cold,
in the
actually.
game, 26 now. Placement points are going to start being given out here shortly. Yamzo, Josh still cooking here on the low ground. For Yamzo and Josh at this point, it's a fight for the dollar signs as they're earning their weight closer and closer through. Globals is only getting more and more interesting as you start looking at who is going to be earning their qual spots now.
Yeah, I don't know, Tay. People just be saying
Trying
stuff
to go
on the
and get
internet.
that
It's
next
crazy.
Money placement. Every placement, as you were saying, even alluding to, is just more and
I feel like a lot of people are just yapping.
They're past the pockets and into the individuals as cold ritual. They're not just fighting for money, still fighting for that first place spot. I see a lot shaking out across in the distance, and they're just trying to
Valor, my
disrupt it
ping's always been
just a
bad,
little
bro.
bit enough. so they can continue to progress with their surge. And you're kind of seeing the check-in from multiple
You can
teams
only
around
get
the
0
lobby.
ping if you're in Texas for
Rapids still
NAC
looking
comp.
strong, and now we've reached the meat and the potatoes, which is those placement points.
Specifically
They've
for the
gotten two so
NAC
far, which
region,
isn't
by the way.
many,
There's a
but
lot of
the longer
regions, but
Clicks and Rapids stay in this game, the more
if you want to get
chances
0
of
on
becoming
NAC, which is where the
mathematically
tournaments
impossible
are
anybody else.
for
Yeah, that's
US,
right. I did
obviously
see
you can do
Victor
West
and
Coast,
Queasy
but
still rotating through. Remember, they need
Central's
a
better 'cause it's a
win
bigger prize
at
pool
this
and it's more
point,
competitive and all
they
that, but-
are playing for the high ground. But if Clicks and Rapids
Yeah, for
still
Central, you gotta be in
standing,
Texas.
That win condition is out of the window. Curve, Batman, Booga,
You think
trying
Click
to
still
fight
has
for
a chance?
top 3 spot.
Not
Can
to
they
win
overtake Peterbot
the whole
and
tournament or
Buzz's
anything,
position
but,
for Ritual and Cold? It's
to
a
do well
race
this
to
game or even
maintain
win this
first
game
place here
and qual land,
win
yes.
this entire tournament.
Nobody said it was going to be smooth sailing. 50 below the damage threshold, gets worse, falls to 67, but they're not necessarily losing focus. They know what it feels like to be below surge, the back of zone, so they're trying to take it one step at a time. Get towards the front, open up that
Dude,
window,
Queasy and
and
Victor
look back, and that's how
love
they're gonna
playing
try to
height.
get those numbers. Victor
Oh my
beat
gosh,
Queasy
they're always
above.
up here.
It's just something they're not going to have
They're, like,
to
trying
deal
for
with
it, you know?
here. 6 players need to go down. Storm Surge will turn off, but they're immediately targeting Taki out from the outside. He's taking storm damage and eventually damage from Vic.
This is what they need. Clicks falls on the rotate. 24, 41 below. Couple players still have to fall here. Rapid needs to jump in. He gets tired
Great
with 4
play.
more points.
Oh my
But
gosh.
Rapid and Clicks keeping
Massive.
the tournament dream alive.
Come on, Rapid. Come on,
55
Rapid.
above now. That's gonna
Clutch
be
it
a
up,
little bit
bro.
of pressure. Rapid
It's
gets to
pulling
clutch
up
this one
mountain
by
to,
himself
oh
now.
my
A little bit of
gosh, this is the
focus,
worst
though,
zone ever.
as he's in the ultimate low ground, but look
The
at
zone
high ground.
sucks.
Position up. Victor and Queasy need to start finding
Come on,
eliminations
come on, come on. We need some
before
cinema
the
here.
lobby thins itself out.
Yeah, that's going to be the most important thing.
It is
Win
some cinema.
is not going to be enough.
It is
Because
some
Bolts,
cinema.
Acorn, they find themselves their first elimination of this game.
No.
4 more points there. As Rapid and Clicks
Top
go
40.
down.
I don't know if that's
12
placement like that.
Third place. All eyes on Queasy and Victor
Oh,
V. They are
gosh,
the
they might
ones
not
that are
qual.
Next up.
They're the ones that could potentially qual if they can win the game and pull through. But first, you gotta
Oh,
get through all the
gosh.
other teams. Veno, Ager still standing now. Take a look at who's alive. You see Ritual and Cold
This is a crazy
here
zone.
finding their first elimination. Finally, they're also starting to close the gap. But
Wow.
if you want the championship run,
Perfect
you need
200
to
there,
do
nice.
more, and Cold and Ritual
Clean.
are starting to do it.
They find another elimination, taking apart Golden and Ozone. The materials, even though it might be few, it's plenty for them in this situation. But it might
Ritual
go
goes
too
down.
Soon. They bleed through the
Nah, he
builds.
can't res.
Ritual goes down. Cold thinks about the decision for the revive.
Oh, this is
but
a
more
messy
spray
endgame,
comes
dude.
Their way. He has to abandon ship, and now if he
At
wants
least he
to
has some
win
mats
this
left.
FNCS, it's going to be as a solo.
That was to the hands of Curve there. Meanwhile, a fight for high ground. Batman, Booga, Curve coming through. Higgs and Curve want to do it. They're putting it all on the line. Barely any mats to work with. Bolts holding on here. Bolts is also a solo.
Oh my gosh.
That means that
Everyone's
the
a
points
solo.
are going to get even more condensed now. But Cold is still in this. Does Cold want it more than Bolts? Can he outperform him here and now and overtake him by 30+ points? Who's going to be the first to fall? Who's going to be one step closer to winning the championship? First though, Bolts with a monster shot there, gets the knock shortly afterwards.
Nah, Cold surely has it, right?
Jacob, this is close.
Yeah, Bolts goes down.
He's in a
outside
way
of the
better
top
position.
10. Cold.
Wait, maybe
can
not,
still
maybe
win
not.
this. Placement points
Wait,
alone
maybe
without
not.
getting another elimination, but you can see the struggle he's going
Wait.
through. Even Bolts on the
Oh,
other side
wait.
has to figure out a way
Oh my gosh, but
down,
Bolts is, like,
Cold
basically
is
dead
going
here,
to
too.
get eliminated,
I don't think he's gonna
and
get placement
that
like
is
that.
going to be it. Bolts and Acorn are your
Oh my gosh.
FNCS Major 2 champions. Even with 0 builds left, you can see he wants
Wait,
to
he's
win
guaranteed
this
it?
game because winning is not enough. He wants to be the best in the world. And there
Nice.
goes a big elimination onto Verd.
Oh, I didn't realize the points thing. So yeah, Bolts just won
Way to put
FNCS,
the
right?
Icing on the cake. Bolts really flexing what he is capable of.
Ah,
The
that'd be nice if we got
adrenaline's
it.
running another knock for good measure, and just like that,
All right, then who's
the
gonna win this game, then?
highlight reel starts to rack up. Meanwhile,
Maybe Veno, actually?
Ager's fighting for more placement
Ager's
points,
on height.
more eliminations, more points for the money
Hold.
and the dollar signs here at the end of the day. Ager's playing the tree. He's got plenty to work with. What a tournament
Hold.
so far it has been.
No, it definitely has. And for Veno and Agers, they can overtake Higgs and Curve. They can overtake Peterbot and Pollo. They can maybe overtake Muzz and Rise. So they're still fighting for a potential top 3 spot here.
Yeah, and a lot of prize money at that.
BMJ from the backside out of Chug.
Oh, wait.
Forward.
That was a good beam.
Amount of damage onto Veno, trying to cut their momentum short. But Agers trying to save the
nice.
day.
Yeah, it's got to be a Veno and Agers win, right?
Down to our final 2v2 situation.
They got plenty of loot, too.
QK are going to be the ones down below. They're trying to strike, not give them time to heal.
That's not
there
good.
Goes the first knock.
Come on,
so
Agers.
It's all up to Agers. There's a 9-point difference just for the win, and it's not going to go their way. But Robson QK
GG, bro,
out
GG.
of nowhere win the last game of the day.
All right, that was the final game chat. We're going to see what the leaderboard looks like. That was a good FNCS, bro.
Well, but at the end of the day, Jacob, it was a fight for first place there. And it looks like we have our champions. Congratulations.
Hey, happy birthday, Carter. Hope you have the best one ever today. That's awesome, man. Appreciate the love and support as well. Thank you, bro. Happy birthday.
PR, MDF,
Acorn and Bolts. Yep,
fantastic
FNCS champions
pass.
again, bro.
Oh my gosh.
How many FNCS wins do they have now?
This comes down to a solo clutch
A lot,
of Bolt
I feel like.
versus a solo clutch of Bolts. And of course, Fortnite is.
All right, show the leaderboard, guys. Show the leaderboard. Come on.
Come on. And Bolts, though, coming out on top.
Pay up? Yeah, I'm about to.
And as our casters called out, Bolts going for those moments, making sure he is trying to prove he is the best in the world.
Let's go, guys.
Congratulations, Acorn and Bolts.
Let's go. Acorn and Bolts, FNCS champions, bro.
We saw in day number one just how consistent they were, getting an average placement of 7 over the whole 6 games.
Yeah, Bolts especially super primed up, man. I watched him in the Solo Cash Cup recently. I did a spectate video and found him in the Solo Cashy, and
started a little slow, not necessarily bad.
He's been primed all season.
It was the penultimate game.
Same with Acorn as well.
Their victory royale.
I mean, they're a great duo.
Eliminations, and that really is where things just took off. We knew
Wait, so
as
did Clicks
soon as
qual?
all these other top teams were starting to go down, and we saw the solo clutch coming out of our big players. That this
I don't know if he got
was
it.
our major 2 winners right here. Huge shout
Did he get
outs
it?
to Bolts and Acorn. Wasn't really a doubt in anyone's mind, Vivid.
As long as Pete didn't win, I'm happy.
Definitely
Yo, bro's a tier 1 hater.
I mean, not a lot of people.
Yeah, he qualified.
Throwing Acorn and Bolts.
Is it top 10 or top 15? I'm pretty sure it's top 10.
Some of the favorites, like
I'm gonna wait for what they
Polyo
say,
up there to go
but
ahead and win
I'm
this
pretty sure it's top 10.
FNCS. But yeah, you mentioned it, the consistency from Acorn and Bolts on the back foot of all of the clutches, all of the solo clutch points that they were able to pick up as a team. I mean, we entered game number 12 and Acorn and Bolts were already on the number upwards of 140 solo clutch points, making up a large portion of the total 617 that they were able to pick up over the course of 12 games. And Acorn
Some
and Bolts,
stats
man,
right there.
for Acorn himself, of course, got to be solidified now as if not the greatest.
I thought it was top 8. It was, but then the caster said top 10. I don't know. I'm just confused now.
These guys, they got to be ecstatic.
We got to turn attention to these leaderboards. All right, we can't forget, obviously, congratulations to them. Want to give them the props, the flowers that they deserve.
Yes, sir.
But we can't forget, we also have 6 spots going to the global championship. We saw Clicks and Rapid in that game go to a crazy situation.
So they qualified.
Where Clicks had to solo clutch and then fight to reboot Rapid, who then has to solo clutch a little bit further on. Vivid, I'm blown away. Today's games were phenomenal.
Yeah, it was a good FNCS, bro.
Clicks obviously here in game number 12. I think when everything was all said and done, because we saw Queasy and Victor V and Moneymaker and F9 kind of go down early in this game, Clicks staying alive here would not have ended up mattering on the leaderboard, but I mean, just the mechanical prowess that he was able to bring out. I mean, we were watching this live and I was like, looking at the edits that Clicks was hitting. Not only was he hitting like hard edits, like some of the ramp flips and everything like that, but he just like didn't miss an edit, right? So when the pressure was on, when he started to feel that his global qualification was potentially slipping away, he did not falter. And listen, Clicks and Rapid, they're going to walk away with 12th place in this FNCS, but they were so close to placing so much higher. And I mean, Kelly, they got to be proud about this one.
I mean,
yeah, like $10,000. That's pretty good, bro.
Didn't necessarily matter to the leaderboard
Good bread.
because of how everything
5K
went,
per.
But I think that meant so much to Clix and his community. We saw how day one ended. We saw kind of the emotions that was impacting Clix, and we have known for years now how emotional a player like Clix can be and how that can affect his games. So to see him be able to recover for day number 2, and then in the final game where literally it all matters to what he does, how he is able to not only handle being contested, but also triple part or a third party and then fourth party. Everything could have gone wrong in that situation, and he handled that.
Outlaw, thanks so
so
so much the
well.
jewels, bro.
And
Benjamin
I
with the
think
jewels,
that
Chavi with the jewels. Thank
matters
guys.
so much more than
What's up,
earning
man?
more money, earning more points, getting a first place. Clix proving himself that he is deserved of getting into the global championships means everything.
Yep, without a doubt. I mean, Zeke, listen, I feel like we also have to throw our flowers over to Veno and Agers. A third place when contested by 2 other teams at a POI for more than half the competition. And then to kind of not only consistently win that off-spawn situation, but then towards the later half of this competition, to basically push both of those teams out of that POI. That's how badly you were kind of dominating them. And then on the back foot of that, to finish 3rd place and only be behind 2nd place by 23 points. And then even further than that, you know, 40, 50 points behind 1st place. I mean, Agers and Veno, one game going their way just a little bit more, and they could have actually went ahead and won this. I think this is one of the most impressive performances out of modern day Fortnite. Being double contested and still performing so well is an incredible feat.
Every time I think of Veno, I immediately think back to the Invitational back to 2022 and how Veno and Queasy went up and they go up against, oh my gosh, oh, I forgot their names. No, the Danish duo. Anyway. Cammy and Seti, thank you.
No.
And anyway, they go up against them. They drop in their drop spot. It was something that had never been seen before. And even though they didn't win, everyone said that they saved Fortnite. And that to me is something that I constantly think about Veno. How every time he makes a move, every time he makes a decision, it's not necessarily the win or getting more points that matters to him. It's the impact on the scene.
He's so good. That's so true, Kelly. I love that point. I'm actually getting word, guys. We have an interview lined up.
Wait a minute.
One of the members. It is Bolts. Bolts, can you hear me?
Wait a minute.
I can hear you.
W interview. Hold up.
Let's go, dude. Congratulations. How does it feel?
Oh my gosh, man.
It feels so good. You know, me and Acorn, we got 3rd place in Major 1, and then at LAN, we got 5th place. The win was just at the grasp of our fingertips, and then this time we finally got it. I'm so excited. Like winning on Central to me, such a big deal, you know, because I've won West before, but it doesn't feel as good as this.
I mean,
it's more money too, so
that feels good, especially
it.
getting the victory royale on the second.
Yeah, Central's a lot harder than
Walk me through those moments. What was going on through the comms?
It's like what,
when did you guys
120
know that you
or is it
had
100
the
flat?
win?
I kind of forget. It's a lot,
we
bro.
had the win, when
Huge
Acorn
congratulations.
looked up at height and saw there was no builds on it, he was like, just shock up. We shocked up. We only had like 200-300 wood, and then from there, you know, we just were shooting down on everyone, eliminating everyone, and then it came a little close in the end. I did have to 1v2, but they were both low, thankfully, so I'm glad we could close that win out.
Can't lie, Bolts. We have had the great pleasure of speaking to Acorn a plethora of times, but not many times we've actually gotten to speak to his teammates. So I got to ask you, Bolts, what does it actually feel like? Or, you know, what actually goes down playing with a player like Acorn? Like, what does it feel like? How does he teach you? How does he walk you through some of these moments as one of the best IGLs we have ever seen?
Yeah, I mean, it feels like I'm playing a whole different game compared to everyone else. Like, before I started playing with Acorn, I didn't really have that much knowledge on how to play an endgame properly or even mid-game rotates. But then just over playing with him, it honestly just taught me so much about the game. And it's really interesting to see how a player can play so consistent and just like very hidden to all the other players. Like many other players, they need to get elims to make it far in the game, but for us, with our game plan, with Acorn's IGLing, the way he tarps, the way he shockwaves us, you know, we're just there. We don't need a refresh because he's just him.
Bro, I want to come back to you. Obviously, you're giving Acorn the flowers. We got to give you the flowers, Bolts. I mean, how does it feel to walk away with this win, with this title? For you as a player, where do you feel like you are at right now?
Upwolf, thank you so much for the tier 1, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Underestimate me, and I'm glad that winning now, I think I'll get more recognition about that. I think I saw a stat where I was 10 FNCSs now in a row. I've gotten top 10, which compared to other people, I think it was like only 3 people. And I think people really underestimate my ability to frag and just be there to support my teammate.
I mean, what's crazy about that stat, and that was all Vivid stats, but to think that you were able to do it also in a LAN setting, that is really what makes the difference, is that regardless of if you're at home or if you're on the big stage,
Yeah,
you
LANs are
always
rough, bro.
perform. But Bolts, for me, speaking of performing, you guys have a big performance coming up for the Global Championships, and we already know that you guys were going to be going there. So what is kind of the training grounds looking like leading up to that?
I would say we're not really going to change much else when it comes to our training. Like for me, all I do, I Kovacs, you know, I aim train, I do a lot of creative. I've been playing, you know, just with a lot of pros and stuff. And for Acorn, you know, he's always in the VODs, he's always learning. So I would say there's not really much we have to change. We just have to keep up the grind and not get too complacent.
Yeah, incredible work, Bolts. I mean, listen, we also kind of want to know how the lobby was kind of
God, dude, thanks so much for 200 jewels, bro. And 10 jewels again. Thank you guys. Just love, man. I'm trying not to talk too much during the interview, but appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Just all you guys.
No, I'll give some flowers to Rise and Muzz. Honestly, crazy performance out of them. I wasn't expecting that. It never really came in our playbook to really try to make a play on them to overtake them, because we were just really confident in our abilities to just make it far enough into the game and just get points that way. But yeah, I mean, there was a lot of teams performing well, and I would say we just came out on top, and we're the best duo in NA Central.
Dude, you guys absolutely are. Congratulations, Bolts. I 100% agree with you. I feel like you are underrated, you are underestimated, and I don't understand why. And I hope that this win will finally clear the air for so many of these people that look on you with those feelings, because like they should absolutely be putting respect on your name. For the fans out there that maybe have never seen you before and they want to follow you, where can they follow you on social media?
So on YouTube, it'll be Bolts1x. On Twitter, it'll be Bolts1x also. And then on Twitch, it is BoltsFN.
I gotta change it to 2x though.
Well, listen,
hold
Bolts,
up.
Congratulations.
Hold up.
Congratulations to Acorn for
that's tough,
as
man.
well.
Yeah, shout out to Bolts, shout out to Acorn, man. FNCS champs.
And again, just a
that's tough, bro.
Congratulations to you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Let's go, bro.
Oh man, congratulations again. We just cannot, like, what more could we say about this phenomenal duo? To see them come out on top, to see this
that's bro sleeping
the way
Sorry.
That's
what you're doing right now.
I wasn't ready for the sleeping Acorn. That's crazy. Or the sleeping Bolts, rather. Man, just a phenomenal weekend of Fortnite action. Kelly, I feel like to see it go over to Acorn and Bolts, so well deserved. Just an awesome, like, cherry on top of major number 2.
100%. And I mean, there's obviously, you know, Bolt says that he feels like he's like overlooked and everything, but obviously after we ended trios after globals last year, Acorn saw something immediately in Bolt and he went to him. And Acorn has been playing with some huge names out there, and not to say that Bolt wasn't a huge name at the time, but for Acorn to kind of forego maybe some other bigger names and to pick up Bolt, clearly we know he's the smartest IGL in the world. Sorry, Queasy. And so for him to see something in Bolt, I don't think he did that flippantly. I think he did his studies, he did his reviewing, and obviously they have been an incredible duo all the way since they have formed. So I love to see the success, and honestly, this whole weekend was absolutely incredible. I don't know what NA is on. Zeke, once again, great script writing. I know this is all up to you, but just such
give it to Zeke,
incredible, not even weekend,
oh
but
my
just
gosh,
all
bro.
the weeks that led up to this. So exciting, and again, just a great finish. Vivid, this is everything I could have asked for and more.
Yep, without a doubt, a huge congratulations to Acorn and Bolts. Of course, they're going to be walking away with Major 2 Championship on their titles now. But for some of our other teams, we of course know they were looking towards those global qualification spots. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at who managed to secure those spots. Of course, we saw Ritual and Cold there with their second place finish. Agers and Veno are up there as well. They came third place. We see Higgs and Curver managed to go ahead and clutch up as well. Muzz and Rise, who obviously were given some flowers over there by Bolts himself. Josh and Iamso, and then Clicks and Rapid securing that last spot
man.
there as well. So it's great to see
that went down to the wire.
6 teams kind of joining the other 6 who will be representing NAC at Globals. I cannot wait.
Oh, man, it's just so much fun to get to do this. Fortnite fan, we hope that you guys have had just as much fun as we have had, because man, Fortnite
that was a great event, bro.
Disappoint. Now, obviously, a huge congratulations, like they've called out to all these players that have qualified. But we still have one final opportunity for Duos to try and qualify on through. It's the Global Championship last chance, okay? We will be back not that long from now for a final broadcast on that to qualify more players on through to the Global Championship. But man, oh man, it has been such an honor and a pleasure to get to hang out with y'all, watch some Fortnite, geek out, go crazy, be hype. Just incredible. Massive shout outs again to MDF and to Jacob from our production team, from our EU team, from everyone watching, doing watch parties and all this awesome stuff. It's just such an incredible time, and we cannot thank you all enough. So until we see you next time, we love you, keep yourself safe, and we'll see you on that battle bus. Beep, beep.
Beep, beep.
I do the beep beep every time, bro. Oh gosh, man, that was such a good event. Yeah, shout out to Fortnite, shout out to the casters, the production team, everyone that made it possible. Shout out to the pros, shout out to Bolts and Acorn for getting that dub, man. Holy, that was fire. But yeah, that was NAC FNCS chat. That was fun, bro. That was really, really fun. We got 136 players on the 1v1 map, and we got 163 on Infinite Box Fights. Thank you, guys. That's awesome, man. But the deal is still on. When we hit 240 players on my 1v1 map, I will be doing a 24-hour stream. Whenever we hit it, whatever day, whatever time. Obviously, if it's at like midnight or something, I'll have to do it the next day, or, you know, whatever. I might have to move it, but I'll do a 24-hour stream when we hit it. We got close, chat. We got really close today. I think we hit like 190, 180, something like that. We got close, bro. But yeah, little 5.5 hour long grind stream. Can I get a W in the chat real quick? Hold on, bro. 5 daily streams in a row. We're going on day 6 tomorrow, and a 5.5 hour stream today for FNCS. Like, that is a dub, bro. We played 2 horror games today, so those will both be turned into YouTube videos later this week. And then, yeah, a long grind stream, watching FNCS. It's been a good time, bro. But yeah, I love you guys so very much, dude. I'm gonna hop off stream, probably eat some more food because I'm always hungry. I gotta record a few things, and then I'll probably just end up going to bed, dude. I might have to do the map update tomorrow instead. Yeah, I'll probably end up doing that tomorrow instead. But yeah, I will be live tomorrow. I'll probably do like a late morning, early afternoon, give or take, something like that. I need to do some Fortnite content on stream, and then maybe we do some scary games tomorrow. If I can get a couple of videos done on stream, then I could definitely grind out. But yeah, we'll have the reload speedrun out tomorrow. That'll be posted on the main channel. And then we'll have me spectating reload in the new Simpsons season. That'll be posted tomorrow on More Halo. So we're going to have a More Halo post tomorrow, and a main channel post tomorrow, and a stream tomorrow. So big day of content. If you guys enjoyed today, don't forget to like and sub up. If you're enjoying the streams, don't forget to use code HALO7 as well, Fortnite shop. But yeah, I'm going to stop yapping. I love you guys, man. W stream. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with another one, okay? See you guys.